And we on.
Gia. Back up in this bitch once again. Goddamn me.
Yes, salute everybody.
Gia for sure. Y'all already know the routine. I gotta find the stream and shit. I ain't even get the notification. All right, here we go. I'm up in this motherfucker. Salute to King Louis. What's going down? Gil Coles. What's up with you? Say salute to the corner. Chris Rainer say y'all go check out that new cartoon and drop a like. Yeah, we absolutely did a new episode of the Uncle Nephew today and dropped that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So damn sure would appreciate if everybody go check it out and hit a like on that motherfucker. It look like it's been a pretty action-packed day with this fighting and shit. We were just talking about Josh Warrington when I think got his ass knocked out earlier. It seemed like it was something else that had took place too. I might be tripping though. But we got this Richard COMMEY and this MARINEZ going on tonight. The main thing I want to check out is this Jared Anderson though. He seemed like he a pretty good heavyweight prospect for the United States. Ambidextrous, coming out the Ohio, kind of fight like Adrian Broner a little bit. He like a heavyweight Adrian Broner. I think it'll be a good fight with him and that Michael Coffey dude. They should be player. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get a chance to see some of these the young up and coming motherfuckers going against each other. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Jared Anderson, he already in the ring right now. So shit, we about to get right into this shit. Let me make sure I got my little old station set up. Got me enough water and shit. King Louis, what's up? What's that? Troy Isley debuts tonight too. Yeah, I forgot you had said something about that. I think I'm thinking about Keyshawn Davis. He debuted on Canelo card. Yeah, so we got a lot of these youngsters about to go ahead and make that move. Take that step. Get this shit, man, so I can keep the score real quick. This first fight, this probably gonna be a knockout though, so I'm probably wasting my time with all this shit. Anderson and the other guy. I don't even know the other guy's name. What's up to Jay Cooley, man? Salute to you. We just about to check out these fights, man. All rise for the Honorable Judge O'Brien. What's up, bro? Say salute to the corner. Marlon Tregs. Tell Unc to get a condom before he catch that more than that Ricky Rona, huh?
salute Joe Brown. Salute Joe Cooley.
We already in the first round and shit. We about to just get on up in it, man. That motherfucker Anderson right there in front of him, Pro with Lee hand. eBay, I think that's his name, touching with a jab, went back. He was southpaw, he back in the orthodox stance. All right, jab to the body from Anderson and step back at the range. He right there in front of him, shot a little feint. Here come a jab from eBay though. Then he walked off on Anderson a little bit, stepped around on him. Here come a double jab in the right hand from eBay. Anderson went to the body with the jab. Let me find a rhythm. eBay then switched back to the southpaw stance. He right there in front of hard right hand from Anderson. Then he stepped back out of range and flashed a little smile at him. eBay flashed a little smile at Anderson, showing bravado. Jab to the body from Anderson. eBay tried to parry the jabs and he stepped back at the range and shit. He on the outskirts of the ring right there in front of Anderson right now. Anderson with a little bit of head, but we look for opening on him. Here come a left hand to the body from eBay. I think he came up short. They both hit each other with a jab at the same time. Jab to the body from Anderson on his ass. eBay was southpaw. He back in the orthodox stance. A little bit of bobbing and weaving the shit from eBay. Anderson stepped in with a jab, but I think he came up short. eBay said he gonna reset on him. Got back in the southpaw stance. He on the outskirts of the ring and shit right now. Got the defense relaxed. Anderson looked for opening. Left hand from eBay, but it came up short though. All right. Anderson Pro with the lead hand looking for opening on him, trying to mesmerize him a little bit. eBay in front of the neutral corner right now. Jab to the body from Anderson. Jab from eBay though. Anderson shot a little feint. Went to the body with the left hook. Back up with the right hand. Another right hand on his ass from Anderson. Another right hand from Anderson. Came back with a hard enough hand from eBay though. So you gonna fight for some respect in this motherfucker. Say he ain't no punk out here. Jab to the body from Anderson. Went to the body with the jab again. To Anderson. Right hand from eBay. Double jab from Anderson on his ass. One to his chin, one to the chest. Left hand from eBay. Back in the southpaw stand. Left hand to the body from eBay on his ass. He said he gonna reset on Anderson. Lead right hand from Anderson on the southpaw. That was a nice adjustment. He right there in front of eBay. Jab to the body from Anderson. Let me find my rhythm on the names and shit. Left hand from eBay, but it came up short. Anderson stepped back at the range and shit. Goddamn, a 3-punch combination from Anderson. He over there trying to rain blows on him. Came back with the jab. Came back with the jab again. This Anderson. All right. Anderson trying to track him down. The motherfucker eBay already bleeding out his nose and shit right now. Here come a wild left hand to the body from eBay. Look like that shit didn't feel good. Lead right hand from Anderson and he brought back the hook on that motherfucker. eBay had to get his ass out that pocket, goddamn me. All right. Lead left hook to the body from Anderson. Back up step with a straight right hand to Anderson. Right hand to the body from eBay. I couldn't tell if he landed the punch though. Anderson got his hands a good lead right hand from Anderson, but it came up short. eBay said he had to get his ass out that pocket and shit. He had to get a moment. Here come Anderson stepping to him behind that jab to the body. Back and step with the jab again. This Anderson right there in front of eBay. Lead up hook from eBay. I think he might have landed the punch too. Here come a jab from Anderson, but it came up short. eBay in front of the red corner right now. Here go like a 1-2-1-2 type combat from Anderson. eBay came back fighting, trying to put them hands on Anderson, trying to put a deluge of blows on Anderson right then. Anderson said he ain't going nowhere. He undeterred, stepped in with the jab, went to the body with the jab. Here come left hand from eBay, but it came up short. Still jab from Anderson for a trouble though. Anderson right there in front. Leave right hand for Anderson, brought back to eBay fighting back though. Anderson came back with the right hand and came back with the jab at the time. eBay just switched back to the southpaw stance and stepped in with the southpaw jab. He was orthodox. All right, here come eBay with a jab of the left hand, but it came up short. Anderson stepped back to the range. Now he over the step into eBay right now. All right, stepped in with the jab from the orthodox stance. Stepped in with the jab to the chest area, but that's Anderson. Here come a jab to the body from eBay on his ass and step back to the range. Anderson right there front of the right hand to the body from Anderson. Then they put the split screen on there and I kind of fucked up a little bit. What you think about the first round, bro?
Yeah, I think Anderson controlled the round. He came to fight though because he ate some hell of a shots from eBay, man. eBay landed some pretty good shots, but Anderson was more fluent all the way through the round. Anderson round.
All right. So the first round for Anderson. 10-9. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate the mess of frauds. Salute to Ava Torres was going down. Bucks handled that, man. I'm a casual NFL fan, but damn, hey, warm them up, Tom. I'm about to. Warm them up, Todd. That's what I was born to do. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to Rohal. I think I saw somebody say something to him. What's up with everybody, man? Shadow 9 was going down. Hey, we dropped a new episode of the Uncle Nephew cartoon today, too, man. So y'all go check that shit out whenever you get a chance. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. If I ain't said it already, appreciate the message of fraud. Salute to my boy D-Lo 404 Boxing, the voice of reason. What's up with you? Yeah, we couldn't miss this shit, man. There was too much boxing going on. We had to come with this motherfucking call something. You know what I'm saying? We in the second round right now. Here come eBay tried to step in with an overhand left side punch, but it came up short. Now he back in the orthodox stand. Anderson right there in front of him trying to find an opening on. They put the split screen on there again. That should be kind of fucking me up a little bit. All right. Anderson trying to mesmerize with the lead hand. Here come a jab from eBay. Then he stepped back in the range and switched back to the southpaw stand. All right. Left hand to the body from eBay. Looked like he put a little bit of power on it too. He posted up in front of Anderson right now. Anderson standing up straight and shit right now. All right. Looks for opening. Stepped in with the jab, but the jab came up short. Stepped in with the jab again. Looked like he might have landed on the arm for Anderson. Anderson went to the body with the straight right hand. Might have landed that one to the arm too. Stepped over the lead up, hook to the body. Took a jab from eBay, and eBay came back with a jab again. All right, here comes a jab to the body from Anderson, but it came up short though. He might have landed. It looked like it came up short. Double jab of the right hand from eBay, but that definitely came up short. Little bit of head move for Anderson. Jab to the body from eBay. Anderson shot a little feint at eBay and got a reaction out of eBay. He right there in front of eBay. All right, eBay just posted up in front of Anderson right now. Anderson with a little bit of head move. Stiff guard, stiff jab for Anderson. Came back with the jab again. Stopped his head back with the jab. This Anderson went to the body with the jab this time. This Anderson on this motherfucker now. Stiff jab from Anderson again. They both hit each other with the jab at the same time, actually. Here goes a jab from eBay. A jab right hand, left hook, right hand from eBay. I couldn't tell if he landed them punches clean, though. Anderson said he ain't going nowhere and stepped in with stiff jab. Came back with the right hand. eBay fighting back, though, trying to put a couple of blows on Anderson. Anderson came back with a jab. Went to the body with the hook. Back and step with the right hand. It's Anderson. eBay tried to come back with something. Here goes a stiff jab from Anderson over the step of the eBay right now. eBay in the southpaw stand got both his hands down and shit. Right, showing bravado. Here comes a jab to the body from Anderson, like to the corner of the real cage. Came back with a jab again. There's Anderson posted up in front of eBay right now. They kind of toe to toe the way southpaws and orthodox fighters beat. Here comes a jab with a straight left hand to the body from eBay. He switched back in the orthodox stand. Lead up hook for Anderson. Came back with the jab with Anderson. Came back with the jab again. This Anderson got the defense kind of relaxed right now. Kind of like in the Philadelphia shell type of defense. That's Anderson. Shot a little feint at eBay. eBay stepped in with a jab, but it came up short. Stepped in with the jab again, but Anderson stepped back in the range. Now Anderson over the stepping to him. Little bit of head movement shit from eBay. Got both his hands down. Here comes a jab for Anderson, but it came on short. He right there in front of eBay. Right, looking for opening. Shot a little feint at eBay and got a reaction. Lead up hook from eBay. It looked like he might have came up short. Here comes a jab right here for Anderson. eBay fight back. Stiff jab for Anderson. Came back with a jab again. This Anderson, get your motherfucking ass up off me. Flash a little smile and stick his tongue out like he MJ. Came back with a 2-1 type combination. Anderson right there in front of him. They in the center of the ring right now. Anderson shot a little feint at eBay. eBay switched back to the orthodox stance. He was just southpaw. He gonna jab to the body from Anderson. Lead up hook to the body for Anderson. eBay came back with something. Kind of right hand over the top of the jab from Anderson on his ass. Lead up hook from eBay. Came back with the right hand and the left hook. That was eBay. Step back in the range and shit. Anderson had his hand hands were good. Anderson over the stepping to him, shit. eBay back in the southpaw stand, stiff jab from Anderson right beside his motherfucking head, standing up straight, knee right hand to the chest there from Anderson, backed him up. Here come a left hand to the body from eBay, swing back to the orthodox stand, took a jab to the body from Anderson. The eBay kind of squared up and shit. Now he back in the orthodox stance right there. Stiff jab from Anderson, jab right hand from Anderson upside his head, another right hand for Anderson. Came back with the hook, that's Anderson. I came back with the jab this time to Anderson. eBay had to walk off a little bit. Here come a right hand from Anderson, but he missed it. eBay came back with 2 shots, one to the head, one to the body, and then they abruptly ended the round. All right, what you think about it, bro?
Shit, I think that was another Anderson round, man. He worked the jab and found openings off the jab. eBay really couldn't find nothing. He caught him in the exchange, but it wasn't really flush. He ain't really got nothing for him. Another Anderson round.
All right, Marlo got it 2 rounds to nothing for Anderson over there pitching the shutout in this motherfucker. Salute to MZ Talk Boxing. That's the OG. Ebenezer Brentford, welcome to the gym. This your first time. So how far with Richard Commey's bout wins MARINEZ? I don't even know what the hell you talking about, man. You gonna have to try that one again. I see Chapo in the chat and shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought this would be pretty interesting, man. I like the Anderson guy. I was saying that shit earlier. I want to see Anderson versus Michael Coffey. That's one of my my little wish fights that I got going on right now, as far as the the young cats and shit, the prospect type people. All right, we're getting ready to go into the 3rd round. Get a little bit more water. All right. They in the center of the ring and shit right now. Little bit of head move with this shit from eBay right there in front of Anderson. He in the southpaw stance right now. All right. He come a jab with the left hand to the body from eBay, but it came up short. Anderson stepped back in the range. Now Anderson right there in front of him stepped in with a jab to the body, but it came up short. Anderson standing up straight and tall right now, shooting a series of feints at eBay. They put the split screen back up. Here come a jab from eBay. Went to the body with the right hand, tried to come back with the hook, but he missed the hook though. He back in the orthodox stance. He was in the southpaw stand. All right. Anderson just posted up in front of him, trying to mesmerize with the lead hand, shot a little feint at eBay, and eBay stepped back in the range. He got a reaction out of eBay. Went to the body with a jab this time to Anderson. He got a jab to the body from eBay. He ain't quite commit to it though, and step back in the ring. Lead right hand for Anderson. Came back with the hook on his motherfucking ass. That's Anderson. Came back with a jab this time. That's Anderson. eBay with a little bit of head movement. Stepped in with a lead right hook and came back with the left hand, but he missed it. Still jab for Anderson. Tried to come back with the hook, but he missed the hook though. Lead right hand for Anderson, but he missed it and came back with the hook, but he missed that. eBay was trying to fight back there with 2 shots of his own, but he missed both of them. Got both his hands down, posted up in front of Anderson right now. Anderson with a little bit of head movement, tried to bob weave a little bit. eBay shot the jab out there, but he came up short. Anderson with the lead right hand on his motherfucking ass. Came back with the jab at the time. That's Anderson. Came back with the jab again. That's Anderson. Got the defense relaxed right now. eBay had to reset and get his ass out that pocket a little bit, flash a little smile at him. He's gonna lead up hook type punch from Anderson. Came back with the jab. That's Anderson. Spit the guard with it. Lead up hook from eBay, but it came up short. Anderson said he ain't going nowhere. He right there in front of him. Went to the body with the jab this time for the orthodox stand. That's Anderson. Got the defense relaxing. The Philadelphia shell type of defense. That's Anderson. Stepped in with the jab. Here come the left hand from eBay, but it came up short and stepped back at the range and shit. Guy got both his hands up good and shit. That's eBay posted up in front of Anderson right now. Anderson stepped in with the jab. Stepped in with the jab again. Went to the body with the jab. Came on top of the jab with the right hand, but he took something back from eBay and he was kind of all balanced and shit right there. He come a step jab from Anderson on his motherfucking ass. eBay just had a little ugly look on his face and got out of range. He come a jab to the chest from the to the shoulder area from Anderson. Flashing smiles and shit at this motherfucker eBay showing bravado. That's Anderson. eBay shooting a rangefinder out there. Went to the body with the straight left hand from the southpaw stand. Lead right hand for Anderson trying to come back with the hook. I think he might have took something back from eBay. Right hand to the body from Anderson, and eBay had to reset and get back in the orthodox stance and shit. All right, now here come Anderson here in the southpaw stand shooting a series of feints at eBay. All right, Anderson kind of squared up, stepped in with a jab from the southpaw stand. He right there in front of eBay. All right, shot a little feint at eBay and got a reaction out of eBay. Here come a jab from eBay, but he took something back from Anderson. Anderson over there laughing at the motherfucker. eBay he flashed smile at Anderson too, showing bravado. Step jab from Anderson from the southpaw stand. That motherfucker eBay had an ugly look on his face again. Here come a jab to the body from Anderson. eBay tried to come back with a jab from the southpaw stand, but he missed it. Jab to the body from Anderson again. Here come a right hook from Anderson, but he missed it. eBay had got up under that motherfucker. Right, step jab from Anderson from the southpaw stand. Came back with the jab again to Anderson, spit the guard with that shit. Right, eBay back in the orthodox stands and shit. Right, Anderson shot a little feint at eBay and got a reaction at eBay. Here come a jab from Anderson, but it came up short. Right, still showing bravado and shit on eBay. eBay with a little bit of head move, stepped in with a heel hook, counter right hook on his ass for Anderson from southpaw stand. Jab left straight up hands to the body from Anderson to back him up. Back step with the jab again. Came back with a check hook, hard left hand, another left hand, right hook on his ass. eBay was trying to fight back though. Right, Anderson right there in front of him. Right, loop a left hand for Anderson, but it came up short, and it's the end of that round. It's the end of that round. What you think, bro?
Shit, man. eBay ain't got nothing for Anderson, man. He taking straights, he taking hooks, he taking jabs, all round combination. Another Anderson round, man. Yeah, Anderson round.
Another 10-9 for this motherfucker. 10-9. Anderson pitching the shutout. You know what I'm saying? Rojas said Castano gonna win. I had picked that motherfucker Castano too, man. On the Chan Ross. I took him by unanimous decision. I know that motherfucker Teixeira pretty tough, man. He got some length. He a southpaw. And, you know what I'm saying? And, like I just said, he tough. So I picked him to go the distance, but to lose. You know what I'm saying? What does motherfucker say? Mexican Pero? He's like Mexican something. Stop the presses. The woman of the hour, too sweet to be sour. Vamos campeona. God bless the queen. La La D up in this bitch. What's up with it?
Salute, sis. What's
and
good?
the two-time champion this bitch too. Salute to my boy Rod X the champ. What's going down? Right? Action back on the way. They in the center of the ring and shit right now. Counter right hand over the top of that shit from Anderson. I don't even know what that motherfucker eBay threw, but it got countered. He gonna jab from Anderson on this motherfucking ass. Right? Charlotte the feint at eBay. Right there in front of eBay. eBay back in the orthodox stand. Charlotte the feint Anderson. Anderson went to the body with the jab. eBay tried to come upstairs with the jab, but he missed it. Jab right hand from eBay, but Anderson stepped back in the range and shit. And Anderson right there in front of him looking for opening. Got the defense relaxed. eBay with a little bit of head, but was getting down low. Tried to step in with a sneaky jab type punch from the orthodox stand. Step back in the range and got back in the southpaw stand. Anderson stepped in with a jab from the orthodox stand. In the Philadelphia shell type of defense. Went to the body with the jab the time, standing up straight and shit. That's Anderson right there in front of eBay. eBay stepped in with a jab from the orthodox stand. Went to the body with the jab, but it got parried by Anderson. Jab right here to the body from eBay, but it came up short. Lead up uppercut type from Anderson, but he came up short. He threw that shit from too far away. Stepped in with a double jab the time from the orthodox stand. That's Anderson. eBay had to reset and get his ass up out of there. He on the actual three, moving clockwise and shit. Took a jab to the body from Anderson. eBay tried to hit him with a sneaky looping left hand type punch and got back in the southpaw stand. He's gonna stiff jab from Anderson. Came back with the jab again. It's Anderson. eBay posted up in front of the neutral corner right now. Straight right hand to the body from Anderson. Back and step with the jab to Anderson. eBay came back with two shots of his own, but it came up short. Back in the orthodox stand. Got a left uppercut on this motherfucking ass from Anderson over the clapping his gloves and shit the way Packy I'll be doing. Lead right hand from Anderson. Came back with a hook. Got back on the jab and shit at Anderson. Shot the feint at eBay. Stepped in with a jab. eBay tried to come back with a jab, but he took a jab to the body from Anderson. And eBay back in the southpaw stance. He on the actual the ring. And Anderson trying to mesmerize with the lead hand. Trying to find an opening. Straight up into the body from eBay on his motherfucking ass. Step back in the ring. Anderson flashed a little smile at the motherfucker once again. Showing bravado. He's standing up straight and tall right now. This Anderson posted up in front of him. eBay had to reset. Still jab from Anderson on the motherfucking ass. eBay thought about throwing the jab. He didn't quite commit to it though. Anderson shooting the face at him, scaring the soul out that motherfucker like Shane's son. Tried to hit it with the loop right hand, but he came up short. Came back with the jab. I think he might have landed that jab though. Now he got a little bit of, he tried to dance a little bit like he man with Augustus or something. Tried to step in with something. The motherfucker eBay tried to fight back though. Said he ain't no punk out here. Now he kind of squared up. Now he back in the orthodox stand that eBay posted up on the ropes and shit right now. Anderson that's standing up straight, standing in the front of him. eBay tried to jab out there. He didn't quite commit to it though. We got about 47 seconds left to go. Counter right hand over the top of the jab for Anderson. Came back the right hand again as Anderson. Lead up hook from Anderson, but it came up short. He knocked that smile off of eBay face that time. Anderson came back with the jab, came back with the jab again. eBay back in the orthodox stand. Jab to the body from Anderson on the motherfucking ass and backed him up. Posted up in front of him. Jab to the body from Anderson. Double jab from eBay, but they had no power on it. So lead up hook on his ass from Anderson to back them up. eBay back in the southpaw stand. Here come a two-punch combination from eBay, but it came up short. He didn't quite commit to him though. Here come a stiff jab from Anderson right on the nose. That motherfucker eBay already bleeding out the nose and shit. eBay with a little bit of head movement. Posted up in front of Anderson right now. Anderson putting that rangefinder out there, putting that stiff arm out there. Lead up hook from eBay and came back to the loop right hand. He trying to win the lottery with that shit. Jab from Anderson, I think it was. Counter left hook on that from Anderson, try to come back to the right hand. Right uppercut from eBay, and this the end of that round. eBay over there glaring at the motherfucking shit too, showing bravado. What you think, bro?
Shit, I think this was more of a clown around. Anderson was just trying to pick eBay apart. eBay tried to come with something, but he wasn't really getting nothing in. Another round for Anderson. Control. Hey, shout out to the champ LID and that PayPal, even though I'm days late. My bad, sis.
Already. Definitely appreciate that shit. D-Lo said, oh, you talking a lot, like D. D-Lo said the motherfucker ESPN just be talking to be talking. Mute time, goddamn. Yeah, you know we gonna call it like we see it on the corner, bro. All day. Red Rock 727. Say, you know my Cash App. Who the fuck is that? I don't even know who the fuck that dude is. He look kind of familiar though with that avatar. What's up to my boy Little Feezy, man? What's going down? Appreciate the message files in the chat too, y'all. You know I'm gonna give you my best shot. We are going to the 5th round of 6. Let me get a little bit of water real quick. All right, that motherfucker Anderson over there damn near running to the motherfucking shit. All right, let me get myself set up and shit. All right, Anderson shooting a rangefinder out there. eBay doing the same. He in the southpaw stance. Anderson in the orthodox stand right now. All right, Anderson shooting a series of feints. Left hand from eBay, but he came more short, so he got back in the orthodox stance. All right, Anderson shooting a series of feints to eBay. eBay with a little bit of head, but we stepped in with a lead up hook. It was like a sneaky lead up hook, but he missed it though. All right, Anderson upstairs and downstairs with the feints and shit. eBay shot the jab out there, but he came more short. He got his hands good right there in front of Anderson. Anderson shooting a series of feints at him, trying to get this motherfucker out of position, but eBay is staying at home. He said he gonna reset. Jab with the left head from eBay, but he came on short. Still jab for Anderson, stopped his head back with this shit. eBay done dropped both his hands, showing bravado. Shot the left hand out there, but it was raggedy as a roach. All right, Anderson right there in front of him looking for opening on a little bit of head movement. He right here for Anderson, but he came on short. Back and still with the jab. And eBay tried to answer back with the left hand and came back with the jab. Came back with the jab again. It's eBay. He posted up on the ropes and shit right now. Anderson with a little bit of head movement, trying to find a rhythm, trying to find an opening. Went to the body with the jab this time for the orthodox stand. That's Anderson. All right, trying to cut the ring off on eBay. All right, leave right hand for Anderson. Trying to come back with something. eBay came back with the left hand so you can get this motherfucker up off of it. Anderson came back with a still jab this time from the orthodox stance on his ass and backed eBay up. eBay stepped in with the jab with his head off the center line. Almost took a check who type pump from Anderson. And Anderson stepped in with the jab on his head. Stepped in with the jab to the chest there with this Anderson. Counter right hand over the top of the jab for Anderson. eBay tried to come back with something. Jab to the body for Anderson and step back in the range. He back in the Philadelphia shell shooting the series of face to eBay. They both hit each other with the jab at the same time. Heads on the center line. All right. Anderson looking for opening on eBay. Said he gonna reset on eBay. Got both his hands down showing bravado and shit. Biting on his tongue like he wanted a power punch on this motherfucker. Here come the left hand to the right from eBay, but he came up short. Anderson stepped back in the range and flashed and smiled at the motherfucker showing bravado. Came back with a still jab at the time, got both his hand down. Right there in front of him, that's Anderson. Looking for opening, looking for a rhythm on this motherfucker. That's Anderson. eBay said he had to reset. Jab right hand right on the chin for Anderson. Came back with the jab, that's Anderson. Went to the body with the jab this time for Anderson. eBay then switched back to the southpaw stand. Looped it up hand for eBay, but he came up short. Anderson stepped back in the range and stepped in with a stiff jab. This motherfucker painting this man right now. He got blood all over his face. Shot the jab out there. eBay trying to get down low with shit and came back with a right hook in the left hand, but he came up short. Came back with a jab this time from the orthodox stand. He was southpaw when he threw the combination. He back in the orthodox stand. Then he switched back to the southpaw stand. Anderson over there dancing on the motherfucker, tried to step in with the lead right hand, but he came up short. He gonna stiff jab for Anderson on his motherfucking ass. eBay back in the southpaw stand. Stepped in with the jab, went to the body with the foe. He might have landed that shit too. Stepped in with a jab. Anderson came back with the jab, but was on stiff jab for Anderson. Loop a right hand over the top of the jab for eBay on his ass and backed him up. I don't know if he landed it clean though. Anderson looked for opening, shooting a series of feints. Went to the body with the jab. Lead up hook to the body for Anderson on eBay ass. Right? Lead right hand from Anderson this time on eBay. Right? eBay said he is composed out there. He said he an OG. He gonna stiff jab for Anderson from the southpaw stand. Said he can play the same game. He is ambidextrous in motherfucker. eBay said he had to get his ass up out of there and reset on Anderson. Anderson over there looking for him with a rangefinder. He gonna lead up. Goddamn, Anderson came back with a 4-3 combination. Might have been a 3-4 and backed his ass up. Right? Lead left hand for Anderson from the southpaw stance on the motherfucking ass. Got his hands up good. And it's the end of that round. They had switched that shit up so fast they sent me straight to a commercial. What you think, bro?
Shit, I think that was another Anderson round. eBay went to eBay to learn that little imitation Mike Tyson move he tried to do that really wasn't didn't really accumulate no points for him. Anderson pretty much controlled the round, man, with the jab and combination punches. Anderson round.
All right. That's another one. This man pitching a shutout, man. 10-9 for the other for Anderson. Salute to Junior Super Dog, man. What's going down with you?
Salute. Hey, General Sudusky, get the fuck out my gym.
Red Ross said, I saw the check engine light blinking. It was blinking on him, huh, man? Salute to Mel Rose, man. What's going down, bro? Say salute to the motherfucking corner. Shaking my head. I'm super late. What's up, fam, in the chat, man? What's going down with you, bro? Red Ross said, my bad. Salute to the chat, Trey and the fam. I fuck with y'all, man. Definitely appreciate you pulling up, bro. I thought I had recognized you. You know what I'm saying? We're getting ready to go into the sixth and the final round. Lala D said, oops, I just meant the time and man. Nah, fuck that dude, man. Block his bitch ass. Talking about I'm out and all that shit, man. We didn't invite you to come in the first place with your gold smelling ass. All right, we in the sixth round right now. All right, that motherfucker, eBay shooting a rangefinder out there in the southpaw stand, trying to go to the body with the left hand, but he came up short. Anderson shooting a series of feints. All right, eBay back in the orthodox stand, stepped in with the jab, took something back from Anderson. I couldn't tell what it was. And Anderson came back with the jab, went to the body with the jab from the orthodox stand, standing up straight and shit. eBay got both his hands up good and shit, bobbing and weaving, getting down low. Anderson stepped in with the jab, came back with the jab again, right on the nose, came back with the jab again. Anderson right there in front of eBay. eBay shooting a super feint. Need a hook for eBay trying to come back with something. Anderson had stepped off the track, came back the right hand. Came back with the right hand again. 2-punch combination for eBay. Straight left hand to the body for eBay. Said he fighting back. Left hand to the body for eBay. This time for the southpaw stand. Anderson came back with a jab. Came back with a jab again. The motherfucker eBay said he had to reset on Anderson. Anderson stepped up with a 3-2 combination, top the head back. They both hit each other with a jab at the same time. Heads on the same line. Jab right here, right upside the head for Anderson. Jab right here for Anderson. He over to paint a picture like Picasso on this man's face right now. That motherfucker eBay had to get his ass up out of there. Still jab for Anderson right on the nose. He over there trying to bust this motherfucker up right now. He hit a hook from eBay trying to win the lottery with that shit, but he ain't won the Powerball yet. Here comes a stiff jab for Anderson. Came back with a jab again to Anderson. A little bit of head movement shit for eBay. Still jab for Anderson once again. Spit the guard, but knee right hand for Anderson. eBay trying to fight back though, saying he ain't no hole out here. Turn the right hand for Anderson over the top of the jab of his ass. Shout out to the thing that eBay is scared the soul at that motherfucker once again. Still jab for Anderson once again. Right? He in the Philadelphia shell type of defense. Little bit of head movement shit for Anderson. Stepped in with the still jab. eBay trying to come back for something. Knee right hand for Anderson. Double up on that motherfucker. That was a double right hand for the motherfucker that's confused. Shot the jab right there from the orthodox and Anderson. Here come the left hand to the bite for eBay. Knee right hand for Anderson. Came back with the jab. Another right hand is Anderson. That motherfucker eBay is looking raggedy as a roach out there. Need a hook for Anderson, but he came up short. eBay got both his hands up good and shit. Right? Little bit of head moving. Anderson right there in front of him looking for opening on eBay. Right? Stepped in with the jab. Right? But it came with some counter right hand from Anderson over the top of the jab from eBay. Back toward the center of the ring and shit right now. The ref looked like he want to call it out. All right, the ref just said, let me make sure this motherfucker all right. Here come a jab from Anderson. Jab right hand for Anderson. Came back with some more shit. eBay was trying to fight back though. Here come a jab in the right hand for Anderson. Came back with a hook. Stepped in with another right hand at Anderson. eBay trying to fight back. Another right hand for Anderson. Left hook and dropped his bitch ass. The ref called it off. Who's the boss?
Damn. That motherfucker busted that motherfucker up. Leaking like a faucet, didn't he?
Man.
Damn, I couldn't even say, get up, you son of a bitch, because I ain't just getting up.
So he beat that dude ass, man. He over there, he raggedy out there too, man. He almost made it. He almost made it to the end of the fight. You know what I'm saying? And
you could tell Anderson wanted to get him up out of there too. He started taking more risks with them wild ass heavy blows. And the motherfucker started to break his ass down. That was a good ass motherfucking sequence of punches.
So what you think about Anderson, bro? Like as a fighter, as a young prospect and shit, heavyweight division.
Shit, I think he got some little more sharpening up to do, but he definitely looked good. He's a big motherfucker that can move. He can get in and out. And he got some pretty good defense. He wasn't getting hit like that too often by the boy. And when he did touch him, it wasn't flush. You know what I'm saying? So he, you know what I'm saying? He a good look. He can box like a motherfucker. Throw some combination punches pretty quick, and he got some little power. I think he, you know what I'm saying, his future pretty bright.
I think so too, man. The only thing he just gonna have to be mindful when he step in with his combinations, because sometimes he'll take something when he's trying to get his shit off. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's a pretty good fighter too, man. A good little heavyweight prospect. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the message for all in the chat. Neil Rose said Trey charged up on one, goddamn. Yeah, man, shit, I ain't called a fight in 2 weeks. Goddamn me. Hey, we missed y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Huh?
That motherfucker still down.
I just looked back and saw they just sat him up. Hey, that left hook didn't even look that hard, but I guess it was hard as a motherfucker. David OG talking about Ohio. Yeah, I call him the heavyweight Adrian Broner. He fight just like Broner to me. Love to be in that Philadelphia shell type of defense, like to have flashy combination, got a little speed and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the heavyweight Adrian Broner. Gil Cole throw the towel in. I mean, Real Rose say, damn, Real Rock. La D said the ref called it off. Who's the boss? You already know. Seen and unseen boxing was going down with you. I see you, DB OG. Red Rock said they need the blue tent for his ass. Goddamn, what's the blue tent? You talking about like in football when they get injured, they got to go in the blue tent. YG Knight, salute to you, bro. What's going down? I say salute to the corner.
Salute.
D-Lo said you look just as exhausted as he is concussed. Goddamn, yeah, that's real talk. That's something that I noticed about Anderson too, though. Anderson, even though he got the stoppage in that last round, I saw him take a couple of deep breaths. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's going to have to make sure you got his gas tank on point too, especially for the type of style that he has, because he throw a lot of punches for a heavyweight, and plus he throw combinations. We saw what happened when Joe Joyce fought against Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois liked to throw combinations, and he was getting tired as a motherfucker coming down the stretch. So this guy got to make sure that he stay on with his road work and shit and keep his gas tank on point. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo said ESPN talking like the dude is dead. Yeah, he dead tired of getting tapped on, goddamn, for real. That was a hell of a left hook. YG, okay, seen and unseen boxing say salute Marlo'S, Corner Trades, and salute to the chat, man. Appreciate you pulling up.
Salute, fam.
D-Lo said that punch wasn't flush at all. It was just time to go. I ain't even seen the replay, man. Hey, but like I always say, sometimes a motherfucker ain't got to put no 9s and 10s upside your head. They put enough of them 6, 7s upside your head. Shit, your ass will be ready to go. And it looked like he was kind of fucked up too because his nose was bleeding from the first round. And you know when your nose bleeding, that can obscure your breathing and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get a good breath of fresh air when you're breathing. When you got blood coming out your nose. You know what I'm saying? So I think that might also had something to do with his gas tank not looking good. Phil J508, salute to you, man. What's going down? Justin Chizuski said, which guy win? I think that's what he's saying. Shit, Jared Anderson just got the win. Appreciate that shit from Phil J508, man. Hey, give me a second, bro. I'll be right back. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'll be right back.
All right. Hey, shout out Mel Rose in the Cash App. Appreciate you, fam. He said, keep grinding. Most definitely. I don't know if bro was caught up in the chat. Justin said, whiskey guy wins. What you watching, The Zone or ESPN? Which one was the whiskey guy? D-Lo said that punch wasn't flush at all. It was time to go. He was tired. It was left hook too. That landed pretty cool. But he was wearing it. He was wearing down though. You seen his knees start to bend a little bit more. He started to play with that Mike Tyson posture. Mel Rose said, "Damn sure can't breathe with no bloody nose, huh? Breathing in all that blood." Gil Cole's talking to D-Rock. D-Rock, salute, fam. D-Lo say, okay. YG Knight said, let me go to the other one. This shit late. YG Knight said, the boys couldn't get away from the jab. Said I had a big plate, big plate of clothes from that fight. Yeah. He wasn't the goods, man. D-Lo 44 say ESPN said he was out before he hit the canvas. Didn't look that way to me. Impressive KO though. No, he was not out. That nigga eyes was like, damn, on the way down. He looking like Bob Sapp, huh? Rojas say Teixeira is gonna get stopped late. So he just getting the brakes beat off of him. YG Knight said, what gas you on? I got some giraffe nookie. And what was this other shit name? Oh, presidential. I got some presidential and some giraffe nookie. Yeah. The P word, giraffe P word. You know what I'm talking about? I'm caught up in the chat though. Yeah, man. Warrington got stopped in the 9th round today, huh? Who picked Warrington on Champ Ross's fantasy boxing predictions? Because I sure did. I picked Teixeira too, and it looked like Rojas say he getting his ass whooped. So that sounds like 2 L's for me. I got 3rd place last week though. I was tied with a few people. D-Lo 404 said not a Bob Sapp reference. Yeah, you be seeing them faces that motherfucker be making though. I said Castano is killing him right now. Damn. D-Lo 404 said giraffe kitty, huh? Yeah, man, that's what it's called. Trey P, salute. He said Warrington was a brutal knockout. Yeah, combination. A throwback combination. Went from the body to the top, huh? D-Lo say I picked the cheer like a fool, man. Me and you in the same boat. I might hard our ticket, man. I went from 3rd. I'm trying to catch up to at least top 5 or 10. I got 3rd place. I was tied though last week. Rojas said something told me Warrington was gonna lose today, man. Man, I'm gonna start following my first mind on them damn picks. Abel Torres said, smoke some Z28 and Dirty Taxi. That's what you on, bro? Some gas or what? Is it gas or no? What you on, YG? D-Lo, yeah, what y'all on in the chat? If y'all partake in this old 420 culture, man. D-Lo 404 say UK finance getting abused left and right. Facts, huh? Telling you, it always happens. Never fails. The last motherfucker that had a hell of a chance was Kawasaki, and he picked his time, moments, and place. You know what I'm saying? When the fight American fighters, Trey P said English fighters' chin is always suspect. Facts. Real talk.
And then another thing about Josh Warrington, if that's what y'all talking about, he didn't have much of an amateur background. He only had like 30 amateur fights, and he started off losing, and then he started picking up the wins towards the end. So I always looked at him as like a club type fighter. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about fighting people like Shakur Stevenson, when he was talking about fighting Gary Russell Jr. and people like that, I thought they was gonna beat the brakes off of Warrington. You know what I'm saying?
Man. That's weird.
I see Teixeira and Castano on and shit. They in the 8th round right now. Look like they having a pretty action-packed type of fight.
Raji said he getting the brakes beat off of him.
Oh, that's what he said?
Mm-hmm.
I just turned it on, so you know I've been calling other fights. So I ain't watching this shit. It looked like Castano was all over this boy like white on rice. That motherfucker Teixeira having to use every inch of the ring and shit, taking blows upside his head.
YG Knight said it's the reason why Teixeira wasn't the main event. Yeah, a few reasons, huh? He don't bring in a lot of motherfucking views and numbers, and he was getting his ass kicked tonight.
He a paper champion.
Mm-hmm. That's the holdup, y'all, for Undisputed. Ain't that a trip?
That's why I say I consider Jermell Charlo undisputed. I know he ain't got all the belts, but I just don't see this guy Teixeira having much of a dispute at the championship because he ain't beat nobody except for that one guy that Lubin beat. What's his name? I can't even think of the dude. The dude got the long hair and shit. Everybody done whooped his ass. Hell, even Justin DeLoach beat the dude. I think I can't even remember the guy's name, man. If y'all know in the chat, man, tell me what that dude's name is. The one win that Teixeira got up under.
I'm over here fried. I don't even know.
Yeah, Rojas said
that
that Nathan Gallimore is the dude that the motherfucker beat. Where you at in the chat? Rojas said Warrington was never going to fight Gary. He get embarrassed. He said he wanted that fight though. He said that he vacated his belt so he can get that Gary Russell Jr. fight. So it seemed like he wanted to fight. He seemed like a dude that'll get out there. Mel Rose said, "Damn, dirty taxi sheets." I don't even know what that means. Rojas said, "I've been saying Castano was bringing that belt back to the PBC." Yeah, I picked Castano on the Chan Ross, man. You know what I'm saying? I started out with some crow though. I ain't gonna lie, because I picked Warrington, and he went out there and got his ass whooped. So I ate a little bit of crow, but shit, we looking good on the Castano pick though. Y'all had read that. D-Lo said, "I'm surprised Lord didn't make sure he got the Teixeira fight." Shit, I don't know, man. It seems like I'm on the out with the old and in with the new on this motherfucking Lord right now. I guess I just ain't seen him fight in a while. Last time I saw him fight, he had a pretty tough fight against a nobody type dude that was stepping in with lead right hands and coming back with the hook to the body. Some short guy. I don't remember his name though. Mel Rose had dirty taxi fucked up. I know that gets you fucked up. Y'all must be talking about something. I don't know what y'all talking about. Trey P said, Cali, we got them gorilla cookies, goddamn. I had some gorilla cookies one time. I got me some more of that Sunset Wedding though, man. That done came my favorite strain. Every time that shit come through, I pick up at least a good 7 of it. D-Lo said he would have been more attractive to Gary with the belt than without, in his opinion. I understand you instead of the belts that you have. I understand that it would be more attractive to Gary Russell Jr. with a belt, but I think it should also be attractive to Gary Russell Jr. to get an undefeated name on your record, a championship level type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not give him too much props for it, but I think I would have gave him props for the shit though. If I get in a prediction league, you got to go to Facebook, look up Fantasy Prediction League, hit like on that shit, and then you can get in there and just start making picks. It don't cost nothing, and you be paying cash prizes and shit. We be having a lot of fun, and I'll be over there serving that crow. Mel Rose said, "Hey, is Sean going to get the fight with Bud?" Shit, I hope so. Man, I just want some fights, man. You know what I'm saying? Any good big name fights, that's what I want. Because this year done started out kind of slow. It seems like we doing more talking about who not fighting and who ducking and shit instead of actual fights. And that's why I got respect, man. People don't be liking when I say this shit, but that's why I like Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, one of my favorite fighters. And every time he talking about fighting Jose Ramirez for this undisputed shit. He been talking about that shit since he beat Prograis. You know what I'm saying? He actually trying to make fights. So that's what I like, man. I just want to see some good fights going on. D'Lo said, yeah, Laura is definitely on the way out, but Gisera probably would have handed him their belt. He might have, man, but this guy young, got a lot of energy. He a southpaw, got some size on him and shit too. He might not just gave it to him easily. You know what I'm saying?
You see, I hit that third place. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come for that top 10, at least that top 5 coming.
I would have had top 10 last season if I wouldn't have missed a day. I'll be back though. Ava Torres said this Oklahoma medical is some heat. This is what them A-Rails off of, goddamn me. I ain't tried to Oklahoma. All my shit been coming from Cali. Seen and unseen boxing, say bet. Mel Rose said, Trey, that was smoke. Ava Torres smoking. Oh, okay. Rojas said Ryan is apparently in negotiation with Fortuna. If he does that, he will lose. I thought Devin Haney was talking about he might be fighting Fortuna. I was kind of excited for this shit too, because you know we always been talking about seeing him in there with some contender type guys, like some top 10 type dudes, and I was gonna be happy for Devin Haney to get that. Well, I guess it's good for Ryan too, but he already had his step up fight, so I want to see Devin Haney his step up fight. D'Lo said I would have given him props for a win over Warrington for sure, belt or no belt. Gary is talking like he is done with 126, though, but talk is talk and fighting is fighting. Hashtag shut up and fight, man. Y'all subscribe to D-Little 404 Boxing, man. He got the Shut Up and Fight series over there. That's the voice of reason. YG Knight said Gary been doing too much talking about fighting people and not enough fighting people for my liking. That's how I am too, bro. But it seems like that's how the fight game is right now, man. Everybody's just doing all this talking, all this barking, but ain't nobody biting. Ain't nobody fighting. I'm just ready for some action. D-Lo said, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'm about the worst in the world if you're getting to put in my picks on the channel. Ross, yeah, man, you got to get your picks in. Rojas said Devin going to fight. No, I did hear something about that. I forgot about that shit. I remember when they was talking about Ryan Garcia might fight Jorge Linares. I was thinking Jorge Linares might go out there and upset the motherfucker. And overall, I think I got more respect for Linares over Fortuna as far as accomplishments and all that shit go. I just don't know about this stage of his career because it seems like Linares getting up there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a good fight for Devin Haney. I hope he get that shit. D-Lo, okay, I know what you're talking about. El Chapo said, I think Ryan will beat the shit out of Fortuna. I don't know, man. When you get those shorter, slick type southpaws, it's kind of hard to look good against them sometimes. You see, he already got dropped with a looping left hand from Luke Campbell. You know what I'm saying? So he can be touched from that southpaw stance. And I wasn't impressed with his lead for dominance in that fight either. You know what I'm saying? So I think Fortuna gonna give him hell.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. What y'all think about this motherfucker Bob Arum turned down $4 million to fight Devin Haney, but giving what's the name, Gambosis, $1.2 million. That's some shady shit.
You know, y'all better with that shit than me.
Man, that's what undisputed. $4 million is good. Instead of having an undisputed bout with Devin Haney, he gonna go ahead and go in for $1 million and going to take. Shouldn't be no really risk, but fight Gambosis for $1 million. That shit weird to me, man. These motherfuckers be talking all this shit, and it's the kind of shit we get.
And Cambrosis was the mandatory and shit, right?
Yeah, I believe so. That's why I go to purse bid.
Okay. Trey P said Devin calling out Teofimo. Javante calling out Teofimo and Ryan. I want Tank versus Garcia, man. I want a round robin tournament with all of them. I want to see who the best is. If motherfucker just fight one time, it's kind of hard to say because styles make fights. But if they all get out there and fight each other, we'll have a clear-cut understanding of who the best is at 135. I want to see them all get out there.
Hey, throw Tank in there too, huh? And that Super 6 or some shit.
That's what he said. He said he got Devin, Teofimo, Javante, Ryan, you know what I'm saying? All the motherfuckers. D-Lo said the sport is close to getting renamed to yapping and capping, plexing and flexing, oh man, for real. I ain't gonna lie. They had me kind of down, man. I was literally over here thinking about covering other sports, man. I hate to say that shit because I love boxing, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a weird time that I'm living in. All the fighters is on social media saying all this kind of shit. And then when motherfuckers hold them to the fire for what they said, then it's something different. and everybody protected him and taking up for him and all that shit. Like, man, I'm sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that Jamal Charlo shit. I'm just gonna be 100. When he was talking about fighting Benavidez, shit, I want to see the fight. Motherfuckers talking about, well, he at 168 and Charlo at 160. Well, go and look on Charlo resume and see how many 154 pounders he done fought when he was fighting against what's that skinny motherfucker, man, that Mexican? Hugo Centeno Jr. and what's that Hogan dude? All them dudes was 154 pounders and he fought them at 160. So what's wrong with him fighting this motherfucker at 168? And plus he got size too. He like 6 foot tall. Them dudes at 168 ain't gonna be too much bigger than him. So I think that's a good fight, man. It's a fight that I would like to see. You know what I'm saying? Just me. YG Knight, because that Haney fight is worth more than $4 million. Bob trying to lowball him, goddamn. It seems like that's like that's something that Bob Arum does on a regular basis.
Hey, it's really not really a low ball. It's like a total duck. Like you ain't fighting this motherfucker. Like on one hand, Bob said he don't even care about Teofimo Lopez for one. You know what I'm saying? And then to show
that just went quiet. I can't even hear you.
To show, you say you can't hear me?
Yeah, you got real quiet, like your Wi-Fi or something.
Oh, I was saying that on one hand, he said he didn't care about Teofimo Lopez at all, right? And then on the other hand, for this motherfucker is literally saying, you're not gonna go over here and take this $4 million. You're gonna accept this $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And fight who I want you to fight, basically. You know what I mean? So regardless, it looked bad for Theo and it looked bad for Tom Rank.
Yeah, like a price out, but the opposite way.
Yeah, because Theo was talking all that yap. You know what I'm saying? He was saying he run it. He was talking about getting 10 million from the zone, all kind of yap. You know what I'm saying? And now, yes, sir, I'm gonna do what you say type shit going on in this camp.
Yeah. D-Lo said, yeah, Charlo outgrew 154, but kept fighting 154 pounders. And if you go back to them days, man, like if you check out our live streams and shit, I was always talking about that. But I had some people come to me and tell me, hey, man, he is fighting the guys that he can fight. He can't get the top fights at 160, so he got to fight these 154 pounders. And I went on ahead and rolled with it. I just left the nigga alone. But shit, man, we got somebody that's calling your name right now, making videos and shit. You know, that's just the game right now. They make videos and they talk about each other. Shit, I don't know if I would like nobody saying my name like that. People calling me a duck and shit. I think I have to get out there and do something. I wouldn't be out here talking about I don't fight men that's 25 and under, and I don't fight men unless they get a COVID test and all that shit. Fuck all that, man. I just want to see some fights. I hate to come in here bitching and complaining all the time, but man, I'm just ready for some fights.
Hey, talking about I ain't fighting you unless you get that flu shot. I mean that COVID vaccine. Like what the? This nigga crazy. I'm hoping though, for real, like I was telling Lala, that it's for, you know what I'm saying, they really gonna fight and they trying to hype it up. You know what I'm saying? Get motherfuckers interested in talking on the internet. That's what I'm hoping, because if not, it's bad for Marl.
They both on the same side of the street and all that shit, man. So let's see it. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at, Trey P say biggest lie in boxing for the last 3 years is that Lomachenko was pound for pound number one. Oh no, we ain't never believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. But I gotta admit though, I ate crow when he fought against Teofimo Lopez. For the longest, I kept on saying that Lopez had action at beating Lomachenko because I like the counter punches that he was landing on Diego Magdaleno, who was also a southpaw. And then at the last minute, I took him over Lomachenko and they crow like a motherfucker. But I never believed Lomachenko was pound for pound number one. I'm with you. Salute to my boy El Fenici up in this motherfucker. What's going down, bro? Say salute to the Block Familia. Shalom to the chat. D-Lo said Bob is 102 years old. He don't give no fucks about looking bad. His fighters are looking bad behind his antics, goddamn. And this ain't nothing new. Like I always say, I was reading this book about the Fabulous Four. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran, Hearns, and Hagler. And I had read that they had to have a congressional investigation on Bob Arum as to why Marvin Hagler wasn't getting a title shot. You know what I'm saying? Like his antics ain't nothing new. This man been putting his game down for a while. You know what I'm saying? Seen and unseen boxing, say facts. Elfney said David Benavidez got Charlo shook, goddamn. Hey man, I ain't about to take up for the motherfucker. I want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be saying, well, this guy don't want to fight this guy don't want to fight that guy. Well, you got somebody that want to fight you. So let's go ahead and see you try to make this fight happen and go out there and whoop his ass. And hey, y'all keep this in mind, man. This is not a fucking fanboy channel or nothing. Some people gonna get mad at my takes and shit. I really don't give a fuck. This is how I feel, and I want to see some fights. I don't protect no fighter. Fuck all them fighters. Let's see some fights.
Hey, opinions is respected over here. Just keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? Because the motherfucker ain't mad if you don't agree with us. Because sometimes we don't even agree with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Rojas said Lomachenko was going to fight Nakatani. Who y'all got? Hey man, I like Nakatani, man, because when Nakatani, when he fought against Teofimo Lopez, I was in here talking shit saying that Nakatani was gonna bring Teofimo Lopez back down to earth, because Teofimo Lopez, he fought a guy named Sofiane Oumiha from France, and he lost 3 rounds to nothing in the Olympics to this guy, and this guy was 5'10". Nakatani was 5'11". He had a jab in the right hand, so I was saying he gonna give Teofimo Lopez some trouble, and he gonna bring his ass back down to earth. And that's what he did. I mean, he went out there and lost to Lopez, but Lopez ain't get a chance to do that backflip. You know what I'm saying? And plus, we just saw what happened when he went out there and beat Felix Verdejo. So I know he's going to come and fight. But I think he's a little bit too simple. You know what I'm saying? He's not much of a counter puncher. He likes to throw the jab in the right hand. I think that's a little bit too simple for Lomachenko. So I'm going to take Lomachenko over Masayoshi Nakatani. Who you got in Nakatani versus Lomachenko, bro?
Shit, I might lean towards Nakatani. I think he's long. I think he got squabbles like a motherfucker. He hitting hard. I don't think Teofimo gonna be able to do all that work. Yeah, I think I'll lean towards Nakatani on that one. I'm definitely picking him.
Yeah, that ain't no surprise. You pick everybody against Lomachenko.
You know it.
I don't even remember the last time you picked Lomachenko to win a fight. Because you were picking for Draza, you picked Teofimo Lopez,
Russell.
Shit, I can't even think of all them people, but you always pick against them.
Hey, Gary Russell, I even picked the motherfucker that stole the 6-pack up out the liquor store, motherfucker that really I was never on that hype train.
That's real shit right there. Dino said Triple G made his name off of feasting on a 154-pound fighter. That's another one. Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm with you on that shit. Trey P said they all start doing the Canelo Alvarez trick, win the belt and fight them British champs, goddamn me. Seen and unseen boxer said, call my name. We gotta get it, goddamn. Let my name taste like ass when you speak it. You know what I'm saying? What that motherfucker Jay say, I suggest that niggas stop speaking my name. You know what I'm talking about? Andy Gonzalez, welcome to the gym. This first time. So let's see that. What's up with M. Steins? I don't even know what that means. We're gonna have to try that one again, brother. YG Knight said he asked for 10 million and he have to take that fight because that is the mandatory for the IBF. But if he would have made unification, they wouldn't let it slide. So you said the IBF, and I just read something too where they said the IBF is a sanctioning body that be tripping on the mandatories. You know what I'm saying? They ain't about to step aside no mandatory for no unification. Like I just read that shit. That's why I'm sick of all the sanctioning bodies, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I like Ryan Garcia bucking the belts and shit. Like I know that he kind of delusional, like I said last time, but I just like to see the belts get bucked. Fuck them belts, man. Let's get some names. Let's see the big fights. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's the sanctioning body that's been having some crickiness. You could pay for a ranking in that motherfucker. History.
Yeah, like let me ask y'all this. What would y'all rather have? Would you rather have a fight like Teofimo Lopez versus his mandatory with all them belts on the line? Or would you rather have a non-title fight that's going 10 rounds with something like Tank Davis versus Devin Haney, for example? Would you rather see Tank Davis and Devin Haney go 10 rounds for no belts, or would you rather see Teofimo Lopez versus Cambroses for all the belts? Me personally, I would rather see that 10-round fight with Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. I think that's more significant than a fight for all the belts with Cambroses. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I see the shit, man. I take names over belts. D-Lo said, Trey, I just bought 4 Kings by George Kimball. I will let you know how it is if you haven't read it, goddamn. Okay, let me know how it is, man. It sounds like it might have been kind of similar to what I just read. Trey P said, Benavidez bad, man. He told Belonga, I will stop you I would stop your knockout streak, goddamn me. Hey, I believe in too, man. I want to see this guy Belonga fight somebody with a pulse, because when I saw that sparring footage against Erickson Lubin was out there piecing his ass up. And that's the only live body I have seen this man in the ring with, and he appears to be getting pieced up. Like I said last time, I don't know the context of the sparring. I don't know if Lubin was fresh and Belonga had just went 2 or 3 rounds or 4 rounds. I don't know the context, but from what I seen, he was out there getting pieced up. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen to Belonga when he get in a real fight with somebody that can fight back. D'Lo said Teofimo does have that no more tall fighter policy now. That's what he said after the fight. After he fought Nakatani, he said, I'm not fighting no more tall fighters. And I knew that shit going in. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Professor X. El Fenici said, Chapo called me and rolled on Charlo, couldn't get mad. Goddamn. Yeah, man, I just want to see these fights. Andy Gonzalez said he got Nakatani. All right, man, I don't think that's a crazy pick. I don't think it'll be an easy fight for Lomachenko. He might go out there and get the upset, but I just think he's a little bit too simple for Lomachenko. Salute to the queen, goddamn. How you doing? Say good evening, panel in the chat. Late, but I'm here, goddamn. Let me guess. You must be at work. There she goes. She said, I'm at work and just got a chance to go on break. Definitely appreciate you pulling up. Salute to my boy Little Feeds and say, salute Marlo'S Corner and Trey X. What's going down, bro? Trey P said Nakatani might beat Lomachenko. Lomachenko showed in Teofimo fight that he don't like to get hit. He definitely don't like to get hit with power. I ain't gonna just say that he don't like to get hit because I done seen Teofimo Lopez in fights where he was getting kind of busted up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was kind of swole up after the fight. So I don't think he mind getting hit. I just don't think he wanted to get hit with that type of power. You know what I'm saying? But I just think Nakatani might be a little bit too simple, a little bit too basic for Lomachenko. But I will say this though, Lomachenko, he getting towards his mid-30s. He already had 397 amateur fights. That's a lot of tread that was taken off them tires. He might be on the decline right now. He might be starting to slow down. So, hey, this might be a good time for Nakatani to catch him. We'll see. D'Lo said, I think Lomachenko will frustrate that one. I haven't picked Lomachenko much either, only versus Campbell, goddamn. YG Knight said he got Lomachenko. El Chapo said Belonga almost got dropped 3 years ago by a dude making his debut. Yeah, I forgot you had sent that video. You had posted that shit in the hangout. Yeah, he damn sure did have some problem. Yeah, we gonna see about his ass when he step up. Little Fee said salute to the chat and shout out Girl Scout cookies and Ciroc on deck on them niggas already. I definitely love them cookies. D'Lo said IBF is reluctant in most cases to step aside. That's what it was saying, bro. That's what the article was saying. IBF be in the way. D'Lo said Ryan ain't the one to lead the way bucking belts. He just want to be a diva before he ever done shit. He actually did an interview with Max Kellerman, and he said what I told y'all. He said he considers himself the people's champ because he got the most followers on social media and shit. He said the only reason that he got a belt is because it looks good on him when he takes pictures. I started to write down the transcript and shit, man. I just ain't had time to get around to do it. Well, that's what he said. He said, I only want a belt because it looked good on me when I take pictures. I'm the people's champ. That's what he said. El Fenice said, give me that 10. Yeah, give me that 10. Queen said, the one said, give me that 10. Goddamn me. Rick Smith's welcome to the gym. Said, my thing is how our guys with 14 fights consider top 10 boxers. That's real shit. That's square business. You always got outliers, though. You know what I'm saying? Like Lomachenko was in the fast track. But if we go back to damn, what's the motherfucking name, man? Because Lomachenko almost broke this guy's record if he would have got that win over Orlando Salido. Sansek Manzurin. Sansek Manzurin was a champion in his second fight. You know what I'm saying? So you always got like outliers and shit that happen in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? But I understand where you're coming from, though, brother. You ain't proved enough to be number one, and you only got 14, 15 fights. D'Lo said Teofimo didn't have to fight Cambodia. Oh, Cambrosis. That's his keeper weight fight, in his opinion, goddamn. Chapo said Castano put it on that man. Should be unanimous decision. I sound like I might have something going on the Chan Ross. Rojas said, I think Castano was about to get robbed. Hey, man, they do a bunch of robberies on the zone. Yeah, one of the worst robberies that we went through on the corners when that motherfucker Lomachenko fought against Darian. Not Lomachenko, but Golovkin when he fought against Derevyanchenko. We all took Derevyanchenko and they crow like a motherfucker. But that man should have won that fight. I see you, Andy Gonzalez. YG Knight said it can be a 12-round fight with no title on the line. I understand what you're saying. I was just saying, like, I think the names in the fights is more important than the belts. If I got two fighters that's quality fighters, I would rather see them fight 6 rounds than see 12 rounds with two trash motherfuckers, or one good fighter and the other one trash. Like for example, Bud Crawford when he fought against Ndongo, you know, that was for undisputed and shit. So I know that they had the belts on the line, but I just thought that Ndongo was a trash ass fighter. So I would rather see Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez, for example, two quality fighters going together instead of one quality fighter and a trash fighter going against each other for all the belts. I know Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor fighting for the belts, but that's just what came to my mind as far as names. El Chapo said Castano takes the win. Goddamn, let me get that. I had took him by unanimous decision too. Let me get all 10 of them points. YG Knight said, and the new Lil Mike TC1. What's up with you? Say Castano by blowout, man. That's what they saying. I pulled the fight up too. I was just in the chat, so I wasn't really watching it closely, man. But congratulations to Castano. He been talking that shit too. Dito said Belonga versus Benavidez could be huge if built right down the line. I think Benavidez will go out there and kick the cowboy shit out of Belonga too, just being real. Rojas said Charlo versus Castano next, man. I'll take it. I don't want to hear that shit about, well, Charlo, now hold on. Oh yeah, you talking about the other Charlo. I'm thinking about Jamal. Yeah, you talking about Jamel. I'm tripping. Mike James, what's up with you? Said Teixeira looked like he didn't want to be there. How long was his layoff? That might have had something to do with it too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying if he was on point, he would have won, but that might just be like a reason why he didn't look like his usual self. Because he actually a pretty tough fighter, man. I've seen a few of his fights. El Fenicia said plus 16 fights and 2 losses can't be a top 10 fighter, goddamn. You talking about top 10, nigga? They had him number 1. Salute to my boy J1 Pro Da Vinci, man. What's going down? Say what's popping, man. We back in this bitch calling fights, talking shit, swallowing spit type shit. I look back, they over there banging in this Lopez and Sanchez fight too. They going toe to toe in the phone booth. They out there get it. D-Lo said I would dare guess. Hold on, I would dare guess then a large portion of Ryan's social media followers are boxing fans or boxing fans. Be old enough to drive. See, even know what division he fights, and then don't tune in to watch his fight. Goddamn, hey, you might have a good point. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you do got a good point, you know what I'm saying? But that's a number that he leaning on. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when Mayweather was saying, well, I'm fighting Marquez because Marquez got a whole country behind him. Well, we all know that the entire country ain't going to watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? He just saying that he got a pool of motherfuckers that could potentially watch the fight. El Fenicia said, I didn't eat crow. Triple G won that fight. Nah, you ate crow. Because we know that they rob people on the zone. You know what I'm saying? You knew that shit going in, so you got to eat your crow. DB OG said Sanchez is coming to fight. Oh, yeah, Sanchez out there throwing them hands, man. Hey, y'all, I had got some wrong information, too, because somebody had told me that your prospect got his ass whooped, and he's still undefeated. I can't think. Gabriel Flores, he's still undefeated, man. Somebody told me that he lost. Bruce Gold, salute to you. Say, salute, brother, stopping through to give you a like and support. Definitely appreciate it. El Chapo said Teixeira looked good, but Castano was on another level tonight and put on a lot of pressure right there. Zay, welcome to, well, I ain't gonna say welcome to the gym. He's saying what's up to Marlo. He on mute right now.
Hey, shout out Zay. Welcome to the gym, fam. Salute. Yeah, Zay be in the chat that I be in. We be chopping it up.
Cut you out, what you say?
I said, yeah, Zay be in another chat that I be in. Good people, we be chopping it up in that GTA chat. Salute, fam. Welcome. Good looking.
All right. DB OG. Tentacle said, who fighting right now, man? Welcome to the gym. This your first time on the zone. They just had the Castano and Teixeira fight. And on ESPN, they got Sanchez and some other motherfucker, man. I don't even remember. Excuse me. Rojas said Charlo versus Castano was going to be entertaining. Yeah, I got to go back and kind of study the guy a little bit, man. See, but one thing about Jamel Charlo, like Jamel Charlo was my favorite out the Charlo brothers. And I saw that this guy Castano was putting a lot of pressure on Teixeira. And Charlo got some pretty good feet. Like, he ain't got them heavy feet like Jamal, where he just stand in front of you and shit a lot. Jamel will get out there and move over here, move over there, you know what I'm saying? He'll use a little bit more angle than his brother Jamal. So if I got somebody like Castano that's coming straight to Jamel, I think Jamel gonna be able to handle that pretty good. I think he gonna pass that test. DBOG said he fight next week. All right, well, you must be talking about Gabriel Flores. We're gonna see what's up with your prospect. Bruce Goes, Castano showed that Argentine pressure. Oh, that's where you're from. You're an Argentinian fighter. All right, them Argentinians always be pretty tough and shit. If I ain't mistaken, that motherfucker, Lucas Matisse was from Argentina. if I ain't mistaken. What's the name of the guy that Keith Thurman had knocked out back in 2013? He was a pretty tough Argentinian fighter too. He was one of the last one-time knockouts that Keith Thurman got. I can't think of his name. But like I said, he was like an Argentine fighter, you know what I'm saying? Like I look back, Lopez and Sanchez, they out there getting their paper in the center of the ring. I can't tell who is who. Oh yeah, Lopez is the one that's putting the pressure on Sanchez a little bit. It looked like a pretty energetic fight. You know what I'm saying? D-Bid OG said, win or lose, I like Sanchez. Okay, I ain't been watching closely because I've been in the chat and shit. It looked like it might be more win than lose, goddamn. This boy putting his pressure on him. El Chapo said, I think Jamel get the win by TKO, but it will be an exciting fight for however long it lasts. I think it'll be a good fight too. I'm definitely interested in seeing the fight, you know what I'm saying? And plus, I feel a little bit more different. I feel a little differently about that fight than I would about Jamel versus Teixeira. You know what I'm saying? Because Castano did just get a win. Like, he beat somebody for the belt. It wasn't handed to him, you know what I'm saying? I know Teixeira might not be just the greatest motherfucker that he is, but Castano beat somebody to get the belt. So I think that's a legitimate type champion, you know what I'm saying? Andy Gonzalez said Jesus Chavez. That was the name. It was Jesus Chavez. That's what came to my mind. But you know, when I thought of Jesus Chavez, I was thinking of the guy that Mayweather fought when he had hurt both his hands and shit. And he had actually got a knockdown in that fight because he hit the guy and hurt his hands and his glove touched the ground and shit. That's who I was thinking Jesus Chavez was, but I guess that might be the motherfucker though. Yeah, Diego Chavez, that's his name. Diego Chavez. I knew it was something like that though. Appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what we got next? We about to have the main. Is this the main event? Yeah, we about to have Diaz Jr. versus Rakimov. Rakimov or something like that. However you say that shit. Andy Gonzalez said, yeah, it was Diego. My bad. Yeah, it's all good, man. I knew it was something like that. I'm keep on trying to keep an eye on both fights. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to do. Y'all want me to call this main event, this Joseph Diaz fight? I got to get my rhythm back in this bitch, man. I've been on this good gas. My mind going blank as a motherfucker when I'm trying to think of these names. El Chapo said, I was looking forward to that Joe Smith fight, too. I was, too, man. I like Joe Smith. He one of them tough type motherfucker, blue collar, bring your lunch pail to work. He going to come in there and put a hard right hand on your ass, come back with the hook. You know what I'm saying? I like Joe Smith, man. The underdog type dude. I always pick against him. I'm going to be 100. That man served me crow like a motherfucker. I always pick against this man. But, hey, if you can't beat him, join him, man. I'm going to go ahead and ride with Joe Smith Jr. He a real fighter. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was thinking about that knockout, too, from when Josh Warrington got his ass knocked out. That was a classic Tony Zell combination that the man put on him. He went to the body with the 4, came back upstairs with the 3, and that was all she wrote. That's the classic Tony Zell combination on that motherfucker. Bruce Gold said Argentina is loaded with all-time greats. I ain't know they was loaded with all-time greats. I know they very tough. They definitely got some toughness. Dilo said Joseph Diaz is 3 pounds over. Oh, that's what he was, a whole 3 pounds? So that motherfucker ain't even trying to make weight.
He lost his motherfucking strap.
Yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah, I saw this shit. El Chapo been talking about that shit too. Y'all let me know what y'all want to do, man. Y'all want to call this Joseph Diaz fight? We get on this shit. If you want me to call the fight, type a 1 in the chat. Oh yeah, and I need to get y'all opinion too, man. This is the championship round of my little old middleweight tournament. Y'all tell me who y'all would take out of Marvin Hagler versus Bernard Hopkins. This is the finals of the tournament. And then next time I'm gonna come back with the lightweights and shit, man. I just got to get all my lightweights together. So far, I got Benny Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, and Roberto Duran, but I gotta get a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Who you taking that fight, bro? Marvin Hagler versus Bernard Hopkins.
I got Hagler by stoppage.
You got Hagler by stoppage on that motherfucker.
Probably by sleep.
Going to sleep. Chris Rainer said Jesus Chavez is from Austin, and he did fight Mayweather. Yeah, that's why I remember that, man. I'm a Mayweatherologist. Shit, because that's back in the day when I was fighting and shit. So all Mayweather fights, I had to get on it. I see everybody picking Marvin Hagler, man. Rojas said that fight is a tough one, split decision either way. I think that Bernard Hopkins will have a chance to win because, like I was telling y'all last time, the first 2 people to beat Marvin Hagler, they was Philadelphia fighters, you know what I'm saying? Boogaloo Watts, that's Bobby Watts, and he also lost to Willie the Worm Monroe. Willie the Worm Monroe. Both of those were Philadelphia fighters. I know Marvin Hagler did come back and get revenge on both of them, you know what I'm saying? But his first 2 losses were to Philadelphia fighters. So I think, hey, in the first fight, I think Bernard Hopkins might have a chance to go out there and get a little upset win. So I'm gonna put my vote in for Bernard Hopkins. That's who I'm voting for. But hey, I respect everybody's opinion though. But it's looking like a landslide for Marvin Hagler, man. So Marvelous Marvin Hagler is the ultimate champion. He's the people champion, goddamn. Hagler. So next time I'm gonna come back with the lightweights and shit. Rojas said y'all underestimating Hopkins. Yeah, Hopkins got something. D-Lo said, I used to always pick against Bud until after the Diaz fight. I always pick against Bud, huh? El Chapo said, that's a tough one. Can I pick a draw? Hell no, we don't ride the fence. Bruce Gold said Sugar Ray Seals had a draw with Hagler, and he was a pure boxer. Yeah, man, I was reading about that motherfucker too. I had to go back and put up some of his fights so I can check him out. But I saw some interesting shit. They said that Sugar Ray Seals, he fought a man that was in prison. Like the man literally got released from prison so he could have this fight against Sugar Ray Seals. Then after the fight, he had to go back to prison. I never heard of that before in my life. I didn't even know that was possible. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they said in the book. They said Sugar Ray Seals fought an inmate in a prison, and after the fight, the inmate had to go back to prison. That shit was crazy. Mel Rose said, fam, how the hell it say cash out refunded? Goddamn, I don't even know. I definitely appreciate if you try to shoot or something, though.
Man, I probably hit that shit when I was reading your comment or something, man. My bad.
He said, do y'all still have it? Yeah, we got it. Is the frog's ass watertight?
No, it say it failed. But I see right there, it just say it failed. So I don't even know what happened. I never seen that before.
Okay. Red Rock said, hit the like button, you trap map motherfuckers. Yeah, definitely would appreciate if everybody hit the like button. El Chapo said, I'll rock with you, Trey. I got Hopkins, goddamn. Let's go and lock in one time, man. We lost, but let's lock in. D-Lo said, was Monzon in your series? Yeah, Carlos Monzon was in there. The first round, Carlos Monzon, he went against Stanley Ketchel, and he won that one. And then the next round, he went against, I think the next round, he went against Bernard Hopkins. And Bernard Hopkins knocked him off to get to the finals and shit. So, yeah, we had Carlos Monzon up in there. Mel Rose said, you can't refund no cash out. Shit, we had a cash out refund request one time, though. So, hey, I think you might can refund them over. El Fenicia said, let me get Hagler by decision. Hopkins going to fight him hard. Yeah, Hopkins got something, man. And he a cagey vet. You know what I'm talking about? Rojas said, so they stole the guy's purse then. What you mean they stole his purse? When they made him go back to prison? I don't know, bro. I have never heard of that shit before, man. So I don't know the details that go into that, but that's just what they said. They said Sugar Ray Seals fought an inmate, and after the fight, the inmate had to go back to prison. Mel Rowe laughing, talking about, I sent it again, man. Definitely appreciate that, bro. Appreciate your support. D-Lo said, I must have lost that fight. You must have lost the fight. Hey, you might not have been in here, though. You know what I'm saying? I just been asking that shit at random times, you know what I'm saying? When we ain't got shit going on. Bruce Gold said James Scott fought Eddie Mustafa Muhammad from Rawway prison in the 70s. Okay. Yeah, so that gives some credence to what I was saying. Because when I read it, bro, I thought I was tripping. I had to read the paragraph 3 or 4 times to make sure I was getting it right. I might have asked that on the trivia, too. Salute the Cowboys for life, man. What's going down? Mike James Boxer said, you only get a certain amount of time now to accept the cash apps. Oh, okay. I ain't even know nothing about that shit. D-Lo said Monzon is one of those Argentine greats. Oh, yeah. I forgot Monzon was from Argentina. They got a Monzon documentary that's on Netflix, too, man, if y'all ever interested in checking it out. You know what I'm saying? What this motherfucker coming here and say? Well, shit, they don't look like he said nothing too bad, man. I ain't got a time out for that. If he said it would suck to lose, then I have to go back to the pen. Huh? Hey, but hey, at least you got a chance to get out for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Get you some fresh air and stretch your legs. Shit. El Chapo said a lot of fighters missing weight during COVID. Wonder if there is something to it. It might be something to it. I mean, you ain't got your same facilities and shit like you normally do. You know what I'm saying? You might not have access to everything to help you keep your weight under control. So it might have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo said, y'all ever hear that the movie Undisputed was about Mike Tyson fighting some badass prison boxer and getting fucked up? Nah, I ain't never even heard about that shit. Mike James Boxer said he's not timed out. Okay. I don't know why it looked like the motherfucker was. D-Lo said, I was saying that prisoner must have lost that bout. Goddamn. Okay, I got you. Yeah, this motherfucker come right back with it. So, man, I just tried to take up for you. Then you gonna come right back. If you get slapped with a wrench, hey, don't say nothing to me, man. I tried to help you. El Vinici said, Viva la Mexico. Don't time out. It's a car. Rojas said, get out of prison just to fight for free. Basically, then go back in. I hope it wasn't for free, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope they at least put something on the nigga books or something. Goddamn, me done got out there and let him get some soups and some soda and shit, man. Edgar YT say, yes, sir. All right, man. I'm still trying to figure you out though, man. I don't know if you're friend or foe, man. You know what I'm saying? You come here look like you might be on some spam type shit. So I got my eye on you, motherfucker. Okay. Lopez putting the lateral movement on Sanchez a little bit. Sanchez just steady trying to stalk him and walk him down. And they already fighting on his own too, man. Sonny Official, welcome to the gym. This your first time. So did Martinez fight yet? Who the fuck is Martinez? You talking about Marinez? The dude that's gonna be in the main event against Richard COMMEY? Now they ain't had the main event yet. You know what I'm saying? Stick around. We'll let you know what's going down. Bruce Gold said Victor Galindez, Sergio Martinez. That's one of my favorites. I forgot about Nicolino Lochi, bad motherfucker. Oscar Benavida, check out all the greats from Argentina. Y'all, Argentina got a hell of a history. I always knew they were tough, man. They're like Poland. Poland got a lot of tough fighters and shit too. So whenever I hear somebody, like if it's two fighters and I don't know where I don't know nothing about them. I just know they either from Poland or from Argentina. I know that they gonna come fight hard to bitch, win or lose. If he said at least give him an extra tray at chow, huh? Square business. Edgar YT said Ryan Garcia versus Javante Davis. Man, I just saw this motherfucker Ryan Garcia struggle with a southpaw and Luke Campbell. I know he went out there and got the win, and I give him credit because he landed one of the hardest body shots that I ever seen. Like when it comes to a liver shot, I don't know if it's a harder liver shot that I ever seen. Like I went back and looked at the fight again, and I looked at the replay in slow motion. That motherfucker whole body looked distorted when he took that body shot. You know what I'm saying? So I give him credit on that. But he seems to be a one-handed fighter to me. He got a hard left hook. I don't really have a lot of respect for his right hand though. Even when I see him practicing in the gym, do y'all ever see him hitting on the mitts or hitting on the bodysuit and shit? And the motherfucker just be throwing left hook, left hook, left hook, left hook. He just seemed like a one-handed fighter. But I will say he is a lot bigger than Tank Davis. He at 5'10". Tank Davis only like 5'5". So that might present a puzzle in itself, you know what I'm saying? Because Tank gonna have to come to him and he gonna have to get through the check hook. But I think that's the only thing Tank got to worry about in that fight. And I don't think that'll be enough to beat Tank, you know what I'm saying? But I will say this too. Like, you know, Tank, he beat Santa Cruz, but Santa Cruz was getting off on Tank. So I don't think that Tank is unfallible, like he indestructible or something, but I think he would beat Ryan Garcia. That's who I would take. How do you think a Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis fight will go, bro? I guess he stepped away.
I think I see Tank knocking him out. I see Tank avoiding that left hook because that's really what he depends on in most of his fights is that lead left hook. And I see Tank slipping that motherfucker, dropping just something harder and vicious than what Campbell did. You know, he hooked on that left hook. It's strong though. If he landed, it do make his opponents do a little dance. But I think Tank's skills is gonna be able to slip and get inside on him, and it's gonna be dangerous for Garcia in the inside. If he can keep
that's a good point.
If he can keep Tank on the outside, it'll be a hell of a fight.
I ain't mean to cut you out, bro.
Can you hear me now? Okay. If he can keep Tank on the outside though, which I don't think he can, it'll be a different kind of fight. But I think I see Tank just getting him up out of there.
Yeah, but that's what you just said about the inside work. I thought that was a good point because even before the fight with Campbell, I was saying that Ryan Garcia the inside on him, and he can't do nothing but grab and hold once you get on the inside. And I even saw the same thing in his sparring footage. He was sparring a nobody guy. The guy was getting on the inside on Garcia at will, and he didn't have no answers for it except for the grab and hold. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it'll be good if Tank get close to him, man. Real shit. Where I'm at, Rojas said fighting for soup and soda, goddamn, man. Give him something, man, on their books. Rojas said sound like some back alley shit. Man, Rose, the corner, you appreciate that shit, bro. If you sent the cash out, that's what you're saying. Valiant Prize fighting, what's up? Which said Madonna 2, goddamn. Hell yeah, that's another one. Matisse, Madonna, them motherfuckers be tough coming out of Argentina, man. Edgar YT said Gervonta Davis, the best champion. You think he the best champion, huh? I think he promising, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I just look at him as just this decorated champion type motherfucker, because I think his best win was against Jose Pedraza. But that shit been a little while back. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fought nobody since then. So I want to see him continue his resume. You know what I'm saying? Let's update your resume. Let's not live off of Pedraza for the rest of your career. Let's keep going. Let's update your resume and keep going. Mel Rose says, shit, leave in some fresh air. I'm game. That's what I said, bro. Shit, at least you got a chance to come out that bitch and stretch your legs, check out a few young honeys or something, might even get you some head or something. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm game too. El Venezia said, what's next for Pac? Looking like he going for an easy payday. Marlo words, boo-boo. Well, he on mute, bro.
Shit, say that again? I was watching the fight.
He said, what's next for Pac? Look like he looking for an easy payday. Marlo words, boo-boo.
Boo-boo had bypass surgery. Gastric surgery. Man, I don't know, man. Pacquiao, I think y'all was right about Pacquiao, man. He looking for exhibition fight and paydays. He was like he following the Mayweather route on his way out of here. But I don't know what's going on with him. But I ain't worried about him now. I'm looking for what Ugas gonna do. Ugas, you heard about Ugas? Ugas talking about letting Thurman talk him into a fight and not what don't fight Spence, fight me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Giving them ways out. So I'm like, man, I don't like that. I want to see Undisputed, man. I want to get closer, man. I want this to happen as soon as possible.
Yeah, I want to know who the best is, man. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't really mad at Pacquiao. I mean, he an old motherfucker. It is what it is. He ain't holding the belt no more. They done stripped him of the belt, so it look like he out the way. And it look like we're closer to getting Undisputed in the division. So, hey, I'm with it, man. I ain't gonna just get on Pacquiao. Motherfucker old. Mel Rose said Ryan has no head movement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true. But, for the most part, though, like George Foreman said, if you're a tall guy, you don't want to move your head a lot. You want to move your jab. Because if you're a tall guy, you got to bring your head down to your opponent's level so you can bob and weave. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of tall guys don't really have the greatest head movement, but he is very stationary, though. I got you. And he said, what's new for Pac? Look like okay, I read that. I'm tripping. D-Lo said Ryan has so much to work on before he truly steps up, and he and his team knows it. Yeah, that's why they probably didn't fight Linares, man. I thought Linares was gonna go out there and whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? But he do got that pedigree too. And he was 215-15 as an amateur. I definitely don't see that in his style. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker don't look like he got no 230 amateur fights, man. He look green as a pool table, you know what I'm saying? And twice as square. El Venezia said Ryan needs some more time till he fight Tank. He needs more experience before he fights Tank. All right. Cowboys for Life said, I think so too, Marlo, about Tank versus Ryan. Mel Rose said, plus Ryan Chin, super suspect. Yeah, that's real shit, man. I ain't really one punch knockout power or nothing like that, but he was able to put that looping left hand right on his chin and drop his bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? And right when that shit happened, that nigga Marlo was talking about this motherfucker looking chinny out here. Rohal said, Rolly is the real threat at 135. I know you over there bullshitting on that. I did get a chance to go back and look at his amateur record, though. So he only had 35 amateur fights, you know what I'm saying? So that made me kind of get off his case a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it looked like his last fight, he fought somebody, not his last fight, the fight before last, where people was saying that he won by robbery. But he fought somebody that could fight back. He fought somebody with a pulse. So I'm supposed to jump on this man for fighting somebody that's tough and having a tough fight when all these other dudes are in beauty pageant fights all the time fighting scrubs. You know what I'm saying? I give a motherfucker some respect. You only got 35 amateur fights and you trying to get out there and fight some tough opponents. Sometimes you ain't gonna look the best when you do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at. Mel Rose said Ryan going to get knocked out soon. Facts. Hey, if he keep on posting up with his chin straight in the air like a peacock and shit, I think he gonna get his ass knocked out too. Unless they, protect him and put him in some easy ass fights. Rojas said Tank is going to break Ryan's ribs. He not really like the type of puncher to go to the body with like looping and hooking type shots for the most part, but he do throw straight punches to the body from mid-range, you know what I'm saying? So I can see him digging some hard straight left hands to the solar plexus or maybe to the corner of the rib cage or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I think there's some shots he can land on the motherfucker. Dilo said, I think Tank was on the seek and destroy mission versus Leo, but I did not like the shots he was eating. I didn't see it like that. At the beginning of the fight, when I listen to my commentary, I keep on saying, and Tank walked off on him, and Tank walked off on him. To me, it looked like he was out there trying to do that Mayweather shit. And once that shit didn't work, that's when he got onto the seek and destroy mission. But at the beginning of the fight, I don't think he was on that. I think he was out there trying to box a technical type of fight, and he was getting pieced up a little bit. He threw caution to the wind and said, fuck it, let me just go get it. And he went out there and got it. Elfanie said, Ryan needs some more time till he fight Tank. Did I read that shit? Yeah, I read that shit. I think so. Yeah, I'm way down here. D'Lo said Tank has far too many wrinkles for his game for Ryan to be able to keep him on the outside, in his opinion. Okay. Yeah, because even guys that's not as good as Tank was able to get on the inside on Ryan. So we got like an A-level type fighter like Tank. I gotta think he's gonna be able to get close to this guy. Elfanie said, facts tracks. What have you done for me lately? Yeah, that's what it's all about with me, man. Let's update that resume. Queen 71 said Ugas would be an idiot for listening to Keith. Okay. D'Lo said, I want to see Ugas versus Spencer Bud. No point in fooling with Keith. It'd be kind of hard when I be thinking about that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand y'all are saying for the mission of being undisputed. But Keith Thurman was a former unified champion. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to say like he don't deserve a fight or something. I know that's not what you're saying, but he was like a unified champion. So it's not too bad for him to get a fight.
Nah, he had his chance to keep his hat in the what's name before keep his name in the hat before he got injured. He went the sucker way out. He was talking that reckless ass Floyd Mayweather type conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody's fault, but he in the situation he in. He can't put no hold up on nothing.
But at the same time, what is he supposed to do? So, okay, he did that. So, he supposed to just sit on the outside and be quiet? So no, he's supposed to try to get fights.
I don't blame him for talking. I'm saying not listen to him. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he supposed to get fights, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He supposed to try to get fights and shit. Well, I'm at Valiant Prize fighting said Ryan don't tuck his chin. That's why I'm saying he put his chin up in there like a peacock or something. You know what I'm saying? And plus that when he got knocked down, I told y'all last time he did the exact same move that Wilder did against Fury when Fury dropped his ass, and it's the exact same thing that Hakeem Rockman did when Lennox Lewis knocked his ass out. He extended both his arms out in a defensive type maneuver, but it's not a real defensive move, and he got caught right over the top with the looping left hand. I think that's too green for a motherfucker with 230 amateur fights. You should know better than that. D'Lo said Oscar has always been high on Linares. He doesn't like that fight for a youngster, in my opinion. Shit, that's what they was talking about, but I think it would have been a mistake too. Gil Cole said Keith cut his ponytail. Now nobody want no smoke. That motherfucker gonna have some dreads like Andre before you get a big fight. Value Prize fight said Jared Hurd or Jamel Charlo. What was Jared Hurd? He was like 32-8 as an amateur going up against Jamal Charlo, who was 65-6. So like the pedigree slightly goes to Jamal Charlo. Charlo actually had action at making the Olympic team, but he injured his toe, and that kept him from competing to make the Olympic team. You know what I'm saying? So just looking at
pedigree. I got to say that Jamal Charlo was on top when in that regard. You know what I'm saying? As far as the skills and all that kind of shit. Jared Hurd always been like a robot type guy to me. I always picked against this man in 8 Crow. When he fought against Tony Harrison, I picked against him. When he fought against Austin Trout, I picked against him. I didn't start riding with him until he fought Laura. And then I ate Crow when he fought against J. Rock Williams. You know what I'm saying? I never had a lot of respect for this guy's game. To me, the type of guy that walked through punches. And now he tried to change up his whole style in the middle of his career and try to be a boxer that fight on the outside and shit. And when you do that, you use more legs. That shit can make your gas tank suffer if you in there with a quality fighter. So I'm gonna have to take Jamel Charlo. I think he'll go out there and whoop the shit out of Hurd. Hurd ain't gonna walk through them punches. Who you'll take out of Hurd versus Charlo, bro?
I definitely got Charlo because Hurd is easy to hit. And when he do try to box, he definitely ain't hard to hit. He ain't elusive or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he just backing up, taking punches. That's what's gonna happen when he do back up. So I definitely got Charlo, man, and he most likely will stop him.
That's what I was thinking too. Maybe a stoppage or something, man. Mel Rose said Hurd washed up now. I think, yeah, that's what it's looking like to me too, man. D-Lo said Ryan fights with the chin up like he is posing for Instagram pics. Square bit. Excuse me. El Chapo said JoJo out here looking for a one-punch knockout, no combinations. Yeah, I keep on glancing up a little bit from time to time, man. Look like a pretty energetic fighting shit. He holding and hitting with that left hand and shit right now. Mel Roque, Victor Garcia say who won. Welcome to the gym. This your first time. Joseph Diaz is fighting right now. We waiting on the main event on the top rank card. Gil Cole said Keith gets talked about like he just been getting his ass whooped. Keith's still a threat. That's why I say, bro, I think he still can be in some of these fights. I would like to see Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence. I mean, like I said, Keith Thurman was a unified champion, so I don't think it's no cherry pick or no bullshit fight for him to be in it. You know what I'm saying? And I know he acted like a diva and shit when he had his belts, but that's still his job to try to get fights. He ain't supposed to sit on the outside and be quiet.
You knew I was going to say it because, like I said, I was a fan of Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? But I don't play that diva shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to stick up for that diva shit, bro. You feel me?
You ain't all got a little diva in them. Shit, what fighter ain't got no diva in them today?
You ain't. I mean, the ones I fuck with, I ain't. When I see it, I call it out. Is my point. But Earl Spence is the only one. I ain't seen no diva in him.
Shit, I see some diva in the nigga.
Then why
that ain't the same Earl Spence?
Why he fighting everybody though? Because he ain't fought Bud. That's what you saying that you see some diva or something? Because he talking 70-30, 60-40.
I ain't never said nothing about no numbers. I just don't see the same intensity. I just don't see the same intensity that I used to see. Like, he's still my favorite fighter in the game. I just feel like all them niggas got some diva in them, including him. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I respect it. I just ain't seen it. That's why I asked what part, you know what I'm saying, what part of the game, because he fighting everybody. He said he was going to fight. He ain't changed up that point. You know what I'm saying? That aspect of his word, to keep his word all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Bud was never a part of his plan. So I don't see it.
Yeah, I see some diva in all these niggas, man. This ain't the fucking the 80s or no shit like that where all them niggas getting in there with each other. I see a little bit of diva in all these cats, man.
Oh, you put it like that, I agree with you then.
Yeah, they ain't Sugar Ray Leonard and them fighting against what's El Radar? I can't even think of all the motherfucking names, man. The one that beat the shit out of Roberto Duran at 154. The one that Sugar Ray Leonard won his first championship from. Man, I can't even think his name. El Radar. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. This ain't them days. You know what I'm saying? All these fighters walk around with their choker chains on and they tight jeans and all that kind of shit. Hell, I can't help but look at that shit and think them niggas look like some divas. What'd you say, bro?
Mercies and everything. That's what I say.
Mercies and all that shit. I ain't mean to cut you out. What'd you say?
In that aspect, you know, hell yeah. They got diva in them. You know what I'm saying? With the tight jeans and the choker chains and the Mercies and shit.
Yeah. Mel Rose said they just gassing up Ryan. He has no accomplishments in boxing, goddamn. He say he's a people's champ, man. El Chapo said, yep, stick the arm straight out. Yeah, that ain't no defensive move, man. That's a recipe for getting your ass dropped. Yeah, appreciate that shit. Valiant Prize fighting, talking about Wilfred Benitez, El Radar, man. This ain't them days. That motherfucker El Radar put them hands on my boy Duran too at 154. Me and El Chapo watched that fight one day. He was too goddamn fast for Duran.
Hey, not not to forget about Thurman. Another point. This motherfucker had his chance to keep his name up there and let Pacquiao old ass knock him off the map. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why he just be holding some shit up.
Okay. Gil Cole said, right now everybody doing the same thing Keith did. Where are these matchups at, man? I just want to see these big fights, bro. That's all I want to see. All of them. I want to see Keith in there. I want to see Earl in there. Sean Porter, Crawford, all them motherfuckers, man. I just want to see the big matchups and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like the more I talk about it, the less I believe that I'm gonna see this shit too. El Fenici said Herb versus Charlo would be an easy fight for Charlo, but I wouldn't mind seeing. I think it'll be a good, easy fight for him too, but I think it'll be an action type fight. Mel Rose said Keith only lost one fight, but he stayed hurt. I think, in my opinion, I think Keith kind of fucked himself up a little bit. I think he fucked up his arm. I think that's why he ain't getting the same type of knockout. This is just my hypothesis. This ain't no facts or nothing. This is just what I've been thinking, because he kind of reminded me of Tony Zell a little bit, because Tony Zell, he ended up hurting his elbow because Tony Zell had that combination where he goes to the body with the foe and he come upstairs with the hook. And you know, over here in America, when we throw our hooks, we don't throw our hooks with the palm face down. We throw our shit with the palm face inside. When you do that shit, it puts a lot of pressure on your elbow. And that's the way Keith Thurman throws that looping right hand. Like when he throw that looping right hand around the guard, he got his palm inside. That puts a lot of pressure on the elbow. I think he fucked his arm up, man. That's just my hypothesis, though. You know what I'm saying? On the outside looking in. El Fenice said sometime versus Bud would be interesting. Yeah, I'll take it. I think that's a good one too. Mel Rose said fast. Keith was clutching the shit out them belts till Pac smacked him up. El Fenice said I seen Diva and EJ before the wreck, humbled him down. Okay, so he saw some Diva before the wreck. El Fenice say they not Charlie Burley, yeah. Cowboys for life said, yeah, Runtime Thurman was running from Earl for a while. Now he want to fight. I think his body too weak for EJ. I always thought EJ had a good style for Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman, he let Sean Porter out jab him 2-1. If you go back and look at the numbers, Sean Porter out jabbed him by a 2-1 ratio. And Earl Spence got one of the best jabs in boxing. We done already seen how Keith Thurman reacts to body work. Sean Porter made him break out running. Luis Collazo made him break out running. I think it'll be tough if Earl Spence Jr. goes to the body on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Earl Spence Jr. said that he don't want to fight Keith because he don't like the way Keith was acting when Keith was a champion. So that'll probably be a fight that we won't see. That shit's hilarious to me. El Fenice said tiger striped pants and peacock feathers, absolutely, and choker chains and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't got nothing to do with no diva. But I was telling y'all last time, I think the rec might have changed Earl a little bit, but I forgot to make this point. I heard Earl Spence say that he was thinking about retiring from boxing. He said he was thinking about retiring, but the only reason that he wouldn't retire is because he didn't want to let his kids down. Now, after that, him going to Canelo fights and shit, trying to get that fight, I think he got his mind on his money. I don't think he got his mind on being undisputed and all that kind of shit. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But he himself, he said that he was thinking about retiring. So I don't like to hear a fighter saying that kind of shit, but that's what he said. He said, I was thinking about retiring, but I don't want to let my kids down. Mel Rose said, Bud going to get a fight one day. Yeah, if Bob Arum put some money up, I ain't the money conversation, but from what I've been hearing, Bob Arum likes to price themselves out. They be lowballing everybody, shooting $1 million off at motherfucker that's making 2 and 3 million. You know what I'm saying? So hey, they're gonna have to open up the pocketbook, and maybe we'll see some fights. A little fee say subscribe to Marlo's Corner. Definitely would appreciate it. Man, y'all go over there and check them out one time. Cowboy for life said Fast Tracks. I just want to see the best fight the best. Too many politics, man. Yo, this shit be crazy. And then y'all know me, I love to read the boxing books and stuff. So I'm steady reading these books about these classic fights that they was having back then on a weekly basis. And they don't even fight the motherfuckers that we want to see. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many politics, it's too many divas, and too many belts, and it's just too much bullshit, man. Let's see some fucking fighting, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, they kind of starting to lose my attention a little bit. 2019, this boxing shit was crazy, man. Every week no more. The energy is very low. So they gonna have to get on their shit, man, and start making these fights and get the energy back up in boxing, man.
Hey, I don't know if you get like a text or something, but your thing's cutting in and out a few times.
Okay, how I sound now?
You went right through.
I went through that. I mean, I sound straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see my shit started buffering and shit. So yeah, it was probably fucking up. Rollhouse said JoJo might lose this fight. Yeah, it looked like he out there in a fight, man. He put the pressure on and shit though, but old boy getting combinations off on his ass. And then he walking off on JoJo Diaz. You know what I'm saying? He putting a little bit of angle on him and shit. So hey, he might lose this fight. Gil Cole said, I definitely want to see Undisputed at 147. Yeah, man, I just want to, like, I want to see Undisputed, man. But my main thing is, like, I want to see the names against each other. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't no belts on the line at all, I would still want to see the best people fight each other. That's why I like the amateurs so much. I love the amateurs because you see super fights all the motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? The best people fight the best in the amateurs. It ain't like that in the pros, man. In some respects, the pro game is a little bit easier than the amateur game because in the amateur, you don't get a chance to pick who you fight. If you in a tournament and you get to the finals, it is what it is. You fight who you fight. You don't get a chance to pick this guy or pick that guy. That's why I like the amateurs so much. In the pros, you get a chance to start off slow, fighting scrubs. And then you get a chance to, you know, if you get built up the right way, you start fighting better people and shit. But some people, they just fight scrubs for a long time. Look at y'all boy, Jerron Ennis. This motherfucker done fought 27 tomato cans in a row. You know what I'm saying? And when he was in the amateur, who he fighting? Gary Antoine Russell Jr. And went out there and took a loss fucking with him too. So yeah, I get more from watching the amateurs than I get from watching these professional fights at the time. You know what I'm saying? Cowboy for life said, damn, EJ retiring. That's what I was saying, bro. That shit that stood out to me when he said that. He said he was thinking about retiring, but he didn't want to let his kids down. So that shit rolls my antennas. Like, nigga, what? Retiring? Now all of a sudden, you showing up at Canelo fights and shit. Talking about you want to fight Canelo. Hell, how am I supposed to know that you ain't thinking about some cash out type shit? Like, I don't know what's going through the man's head. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't think it's the same guy that he was before he had the wreck. I think he got money on his mind because money is all I think of. And plus he want to have generational wealth for his family. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. These ain't facts. These are opinions. Mayor Rose said, matter of fact, Bud never going to fight because Bob ain't never put no real money up. That's a shame, goddamn me. That is a damn shame. If he said Trey spitting so hard, the Wi-Fi can't keep up, man. That is something that I noticed though. When I get in this motherfucker, get to talking fast and shit, that Wi-Fi do get to chopping up and fucking up and shit. Valiant Prize Fight said AJ or Fury reportedly set for this year in Dubai. Man, I've been hearing some reports that that Fury has been looking kind of chubby. And like one thing about boxing, man, it's not always about your skills and shit. It's about how well you handle success. Last time this man beat Klitschko and he lost his motherfucking mind. He snorted up all of Peru. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating and shit. How do I know that he ain't been back on that shit since he beat Wilder? Some people don't handle success very well. It looked like Joshua, ever since he had that loss to Ruiz, it looked like he might be the more consistent guy like this in the gym all the time and staying busy and working on his craft. Like I said, I've been hearing that Tyson Fury, he done gained a bunch of weight. So I don't know how seriously he's handled, like how well he is handling his success. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it throws a wrinkle in the equation. Just looking at the fighters, I would take Tyson Fury over Joshua. I think Tyson Fury got the better skill set. The amateur records are kind of close. Tyson Fury, he was 31-4, and Joshua was 32-8, if I'm not mistaken. So they real close. You got 35 fights for one, 40 fights for the other. I know Joshua won the gold medal, but a lot of people say he won that by robbery and shit. Both of them have fought some pretty good guys. Joshua, I think he probably got the overall better resume. Well, maybe not since Fury done beat Wilder. It's pretty close, you know what I'm saying? But looking at skills and shit, I think Joshua, he like more of a predictable type of fighter. Like, you know what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Fury, he more of like a wild card type of guy. I think he got more options in the ring than Joshua. So I would lean towards Fury. But like I said, I don't know how well he is handling success. You know what I'm saying? I won't know until I see him fight again. But for right now, I'm going to lean towards Fury, but it's a chance that I might flip to Joshua if I see that Fury ain't been handling his business the way I think he should. How would you see that fight, bro?
Yeah, I think Fury will outbox Joshua. I don't think Joshua will be able to land nothing on Fury to get him up out of there. But if he do, I think he got it. I think he got it in the combination. But I doubt if he can. I think Fury just way too much skilled to keep, and he able to keep keep AJ where he want him. You know what I'm saying? So I just see Fury outboxing him, outclassing him 12 rounds.
Outboxing them, outclassing them. J1 Pro Da Vinci said, yep, throw the belt some way to make the best fight the best, man. Hey, that's how we gonna remember your name. You know what I'm saying? Because these days, man, the belts is just so many of them that it really don't mean too much. 50 years from now, when we look back and we see that this guy was a 4-division champion or this guy was a 5-time champion, I don't think it's gonna mean shit because they're gonna be like, well, hell, it was 4 belts in the division. If you any good, you should be able to at least get one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's gonna mean nothing. I think in the future we're gonna look back and say who you beat. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, who did you beat? And that's what it's all about. Mel Rose, I thought it was just my phone messing up, man. Yeah, my Wi-Fi be fucking up sometimes. Plus, we got bad weather down here in Texas right now, too. We had a whole blackout and shit earlier. You know what I'm saying? This ice is crazy. I don't know if y'all saw that footage of that wreck in Fort Worth, but that was the worst wreck that I ever seen in my life. I saw a whole truck go airborne. I didn't even know that was possible. The 18-wheeler ran into the wreck and the whole truck flew in the air. Like that bitch came off a ramp or something. Hey, bro, did you see that wreck in Fort Worth?
Man, hell yeah, I saw that. It was like an 80-pound car up, 70 car pile up.
Nigga, they said 130 for a whole mile.
Damn. But that motherfucking truck he talking about, that motherfucker went up like it hit a ramp or something, huh?
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. That white truck, that motherfucker went airborne. I was like, man.
That shit was wild.
Yeah, that shit was wild as a motherfucker. El Finita said, I like having a choice of eating tomato soup or chicken soup, cheese and broccoli. Good. I don't even know what this motherfucker talking about. El said, I would take Fury. Anyone willing to cheat is a dangerous man. They say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Chris Rayner said, to me, I have it a triangle. I've had Fury beating Wilder, Wilder beating Joshua, Joshua beating Fury. Okay, you'll take Joshua over Fury, huh? Gil Cole said, I got Fury beating Wilder. You got Fury beating Wilder, nigga, they done already fought. What is this man talking about? J1 Pro Da Vinci said Tyson Fury built like Groot from Despicable Me. I ain't never seen that shit, man. You know, a lot of y'all be having kids and stuff, so y'all be seeing them type of movies. I ain't got no kids, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't seen Despicable Me. I'm pretty sure you done seen that shit though, bro, huh? Since you got daughters and stuff.
Yeah, I seen it, but I ain't familiar with the all the characters and stuff.
Yeah, I know D-Lo be talking about that shit all the time, so I know he got some kids over there. All right, I think we might be getting ready for the main event here pretty soon on Top Rank. Richard COMMEY versus Jackson MARINEZ. I think that's the guy that had got the robbery lost against Rolly Romero that everybody keep talking about, man. So this might be interesting, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what this boy Richard COMMEY looking like too. You know, because that's one of the fighters that Teofimo Lopez beat to get some legitimacy in the division. So let's see. El Finiti said 125 card. Yeah, I ducked that smoke, goddamn me. Yeah, I had read, not read, but I saw on the news that they said 130 cars for a whole mile. Man, that shit's crazy. That was the worst wreck that I ever seen. El Chapo said, y'all check out the new cartoon and drop a like, man. Work hard on it. We're gonna be consistent on the cartoon too, man. We got all the kinks worked out. I keep on seeing my shit buffering, man. So y'all let me know how I'm sounding too. Do my shit sound like it's going in and out, bro?
It just did just now, but it came back.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna go try to type my shit up real quick.
Hey, look like Diaz down, man. 6 rounds to 3, something like that. On the unofficial scorecard. I've been watching both fights, so I can't really call. I thought Diaz won more than 3 rounds though. If y'all watching the fight, what y'all think? Y'all agree with the unofficial? I know they be some. I don't never agree with their ass. My scorecards stay not the same as theirs. Be closer to the judges' scorecards than these old biased ass motherfuckers. But oh boy, he is throwing some combinations. I look up on Diaz ass while he in the high guard. And spinning off on him, buying some time. Diaz threw that left hook to the body though. Yep. Oh, Chris Renner said he agreed with the scorecard. So look like it's about to be an upset. 2 more rounds. He need a knockout though. I don't even think he can win the draw. It's round 10. He down 63. Damn. J1 Pro said, Uncle Nephew got that barbershop from Coming to America vibe. Y'all check him out and hit that like. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, check it out, man. No spoilers, you know what I'm saying? But we try to be entertaining and keep it funny, keep it boxing, you know what I'm saying? Mixed with a little bit of real life in there, life shit. Chris Brandon said Diaz getting his ass whooped. Damn. He also said Diaz looking fat and slow and low on energy, huh? That's what he get. That's been his problem. Probably too many cervezas. You know what I'm saying? Too many cervezas. Hanging out with Brandon Rios or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't even think he won that round. The main event about to come up. If y'all just get back, tune it back in. It's a commercial. I just want to see, you know what I'm saying, what my picks looking like on the fantasy. If y'all new in the gym and y'all want to join the fantasy boxing tournament, go on to Facebook and look up fantasy boxing predictions. That's Champ Ross. Follow him, give him a like. You know what I'm saying? It's free to join. And it's cash prizes. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make my way back up to top 10. I'm like somewhere in the 20. I had 3rd place last week, tied. Friendly reminder. That's really a hint, Gil Cole. You know what I'm saying? I don't be seeing you in there. D-Lo be late on his picks. Chris Rayner. Elf Nietzsche. I don't be seeing y'all up in there, man. We be in there holding it down, though. It'd be a few ex-pro fighters in there, all kind of people in that prediction league. Pretty cool. They showing Jackson Marinez walking to the ring right now. He ranked number 6 at 135 pounds. Nice lead left hand. Ragmarov, however you pronounce this cat name. I know I'm butchering it. Marinez just entered the ring. That gold and black dragon medieval type of costume he got going on over there. Little fit. Richard COMMEY with his Dracula collar. 29-3, 26 KOs. Former IBF light heavyweight champion is walking to the ring. JoJo don't want them big fights. He ain't want them going over to the zone anyway, in my opinion. Anybody that want to go fight on the zone don't really want no big fight. They just trying to get paid, man. Trying to get that bag. COMMEY, they showing COMMEY in the ring right now. I'm looking back and forth, man. JoJo fighting for his life up in there. Yeah, they stuck in the he a prime example. They all stuck. Boo Boo, Haney, Canelo. Canelo got to go to the zone to get a big fight. He don't even want to fight Boo Boo. I mean, he got to go to PBC. He stuck on. They all stuck on the zone. Triple G. I don't think the zone the place for people that want. They got that already ranked high. I don't think that's the place. You should go. Be free. Be fight on the zone. Be able to fight on top rank. Be able to fight anywhere you want. Don't just be stuck to one network. Because that's gonna be some more politics. That's already, shit. Politics already involved. That's just more shit to add. That's the end of the 11th round for JoJo now. Hey, bro, you there? Yeah, Marinez look ready. I see you. That's J1 Pro. Felicia said, blame it on the alcohol. Marinez said, I'm ready for that Chocolatito versus Estrada fight. Real, huh? He laughing, talking about some Haney. Chris Renner said, you low-key throwing Haney under the bus. Who, me? Shit, everybody that's on the zone. I ain't changing my tone. That's everybody. Even AJ. Oh, they just touched gloves. Trey got on. I know I'm a little behind, though. Oh, there we go. There you go.
All right, we're in the first round and shit. All right. COMMEY tried to go to the body with the jab, but MARINEZ came back with the jab, but was on. Little bit of head move shit, but MARINEZ shot a little feint at COMMEY. Shot the jab out there, but he came up short. COMMEY over the step into and look for an opening. All right, MARINEZ shot the jab out there. COMMEY tried to come back with the jab, but was on, but he came up short. Went to the body with the stiff jab. The time from the orthodox stand, that's COMMEY. Bobbing and weaving, trying to cut the ring off on MARINEZ. MARINEZ stepped in with the jab, but he came up short. Then he walked off on the stepped in with the 3-2 combination right upside his head. That's MARINEZ. Here come COMMEY with the jab. Went to the body with the jab, but he took a stop jab from MARINEZ. MARINEZ shot a little feint. Jab right hand to the body from COMMEY. All right. COMMEY stepped in with the jab with his head opposite the line, but MARINEZ said stop your progress with a jab. All right, then he reset on COMMEY. He on the actual the ring, shot the jab out there. All right, COMMEY over to try to step to him, look for opening. MARINEZ stepped in with a jab. All right, stepped in with a lead up hook type punch, but he came on short. COMMEY with a little bit of head move, stepped in with the jab with his head opposite the line, went to the body with the right hand. That's COMMEY. Stepped in with a double jab at the time. This COMMEY went to the chest and went to the stomach. Step back at the range. Here come MARINEZ with jab was on. Jab right hand from COMMEY. Looked like he missed it. Here come a jab from MARINEZ though, spit the guard with it. All right, right there in front of COMMEY. COMMEY a little bit of head movement, shit bending at the knees, good knee flexion. MARINEZ shot the jab at there, but he came on short. Cut the right hand from MARINEZ on top of the jab. Here come a double jab to the body from COMMEY. A little bit of head movement shit. All right, here come a jab to the body from MARINEZ, and COMMEY tried to come back with the right hand, but he missed it though. Tried to come back with the jab. All right, they back toward the center of the ring and shit right now. MARINEZ tried to spit the guard with the jab, and COMMEY tried to go to the body with the jab. Went to the body with the right hand. Back and start with the right hand. Another right hand from COMMEY, but the last right hand came with short. Still jab from COMMEY right on the chin with his head up to the line. Here come a jab to the body from MARINEZ. COMMEY with a little bit of head movement. MARINEZ shot jab, but the counter right hand from MARINEZ over the top of the jab. Right? Here come COMMEY with a jab to the body. Right? Here come a series of jabs and shit from MARINEZ on his head. COMMEY stepped in with the jab with his head up to the line. Double jab right hand from COMMEY. Came back with a hook of the right hand. That's COMMEY. Counter right hand from MARINEZ on his ass. Shot the jab, but the counter right hand from MARINEZ on his ass again. Here come a 3-2 combo from COMMEY. Came back with the right hand. That's COMMEY. MARINEZ fight back though, flashed a little smile at the motherfucker showing bravado. Stepped in with the double jab this time for the orthodox stand. This MARINEZ. COMMEY bobbing and weaving, look for opening on MARINEZ. Counter right hand from MARINEZ once again over the top of the jab. Stepped in with the jab to the body. That's MARINEZ. COMMEY shooting a series of head fakes and shit at MARINEZ. Counter right hand from MARINEZ again, try to come back with a hook. Right? COMMEY over the 7-1 jab right hand from COMMEY, but it came on short. Right? Jab to the body from COMMEY the time. MARINEZ is on that footwork. Chop the right hand from MARINEZ right on the chin. It's 30 seconds after going around. The referee just broke this Kenny Bayless. He ain't wearing no mask either, goddamn me. All right? They back towards the center of the ring right now. COMMEY with a little bit of head movement. MARINEZ shot the jab at there, got the defensive leg. Here comes a step jab from COMMEY. Cut right here from COMMEY. MARINEZ trying to put them hands on him. Jab right here from COMMEY upside his head. A fight down there broke out in this motherfucker. Marinez stepped into him behind that jab, but it came up short. A little bit of head move from COMMEY, tried to step in with a jab. I almost took a counter right hand from Marinez. Leave right hand from COMMEY right on the chin. They tank it up right now, holding and hitting with the free hand. The referee just came and broke him. All right, this ended that round, man. This ended that round. What you think about that shit, bro?
Shit, I think that was a pretty cool round, but I like Marinez that round. I think his jab was the key and his counter punching. COMMEY turned on late with a few good shots of his own, but through the majority of the round, Marinez was looking real good, real elusive, working the jab. The counter was accurate, but his jab was even more accurate. I got to give it to Marinez that first.
Okay, I got it 10-9 for Marinez. The unofficial, well, the official card on Marlo'S corner. Appreciate that message files in the chat. Joseph Angel Batista, welcome to the gym. This is your first time. Joseph Frere said, I lost on eBay. Welcome to the gym. This your first time, man. Shit, this all good. Mel Rose said, time for a fight. Absolutely. Queen 71. Yeah, here we go. What's up to my boy Smooth Teddy B? Say, shout out Big Baby Anderson, Ohio fighter stand up. Yeah, man. I like Anderson, man. I want to see Anderson against Michael Coffey. Tell me how you think that fight will go. Jared Anderson versus Michael Coffey. All right, we're in the second round right now. All right, COMMEY got that good knee flexion, trying to get on the inside, stepped in with the jab to the Bible right hand, lead off hook to the body from COMMEY on his ass after Marinez was trying to escape. The Marinez stepped in with the jab, lead right hand from Marinez. COMMEY came back with 3-punch combination, left hook on his ass from Marinez like a counter left hook. I think is what that was. Here come COMMEY, stepped in with the jab with his head out the center line, stepped in with the jab with his head out the center line once again. It's COMMEY, lead right hand to the body from COMMEY. Marinez had to get his ass up out of there. See, he gonna reset on COMMEY, back towards the center of the ring. All right, shooting rangefinder out there. That's Marinez. COMMEY with a little bit of head movement. Shooting rangefinder there. Counter right hand from Marinez. Came back with another right hand. That's Marinez. Doubled up on it. Another right hand from Marinez. COMMEY came back with a right hand of his own, though. Shot the jab out there. Lead right hand from Marinez, but he came up short, though. COMMEY walking straight to him with the jab with the right hand to the body. Marinez stepped back out of range. Said he old laid that motherfucker bullet against the Matador. Got the defense relaxed. COMMEY stepped in with the jab at the time. Trigger stiff jab from Marinez. Got the defense relaxed. He right there in front of COMMEY. Shooting rangefinder out there. Look for opening on COMMEY. COMMEY went to the body with jab. Counter right hand from Marinez. Tried to come back with something. Little bit of head movement from Marinez. Got on that footwork and shit. Here come a 3-2 type combination from COMMEY. Marinez came back with a stiff jab to get the motherfucker off of it. COMMEY bobbing and weaving, went to the body with the right hand. Marinez just old legs that motherfucker once again. Bullet against the Matador. All right. Here come COMMEY, a little bit of head movement. They both hit each other with a jab at the same time. Heads on the center line. Lead up hook from Marinez, but he came up short. COMMEY with the jab at the right hand. Marinez stepped back in the range and came back with a jab of his own. Spit the guard with it. Here comes a stiff jab from COMMEY, stiff jab from Marinez at the same time. COMMEY shot a little faint of Marinez, but Marinez stayed at home. Right? COMMEY stepped in with a jab, but Marinez stepped back in the range and shit. Here comes a stiff jab from Marinez. Came back with a double jab. That's Marinez. Got both his hands out showing bravado. Lead right hand from Marinez. COMMEY came back with a hook, but he missed it though. Right hand to the body from COMMEY. Came back upstairs with a double left hook, but he ain't land the punches though. Here comes a jab with the right hand from Marinez, but he took a right hand from COMMEY. Right? Here comes a left hook to the body from COMMEY. He ain't land the punch clean though. He over there trying to cut the ring off from Marinez. Lead right hand from Marinez. COMMEY fight back, trying to put them hands on Marinez. Marinez just old legs that motherfucker once again back towards the center of the ring. It's a minute and 3 seconds left to go in the round. COMMEY shooting a rangefinder out there. Stiff jab from Marinez. They both hit each other with the jab at the same time. Jabbing right hand to the body from COMMEY, but it came more short. Marinez stepped back in the range and shit. Marinez got both his hands down and stepped in with a stiff jab. Came back with the jab again. 3-punch combination from COMMEY. 2 to the body, 1 to the head, and pushed him out their pocket. Came back with the jab again. Lead right hand from Marinez and step back in the range. Here go COMMEY, said, where you going, goddamn? He trying to catch up to him. Marinez shot the jab out there. COMMEY with a little bit of head move, so he might have slipped it. Lead right hand from Marinez, but COMMEY came back with something. All right? COMMEY stepped in with the jab. Marinez went to the body with the hook, and they got tangled up. All right? It's 31 seconds left to go in the round. The referee just came and broke him. All right, and back towards the center of the ring and shit right now. COMMEY a little bit of head movement. He stepped in with the jab. Marinez got the defense real relaxed right now. Double jab to the body from COMMEY with his head out of the salon. Shooting a series of feints to Marinez. Marinez with a 2-1 combination. Then he walked off on COMMEY. COMMEY came back with a jab. Here come a left uppercut from Marinez, and he got off the ropes and shit on COMMEY. COMMEY with the jab of the right hand, but he took something back from Marinez. Marinez stepped in with something. COMMEY tried to go to the body with the hook. A little bit of head movement from COMMEY. Jab chop from right hand from Marinez, and he walked off on COMMEY on his toes a little bit, trying to find the rhythm. All right, it's the end of that round, man. End of that round. What you think about the action, bro?
Shit, I like what Marinez is doing, man. It looks like COMMEY gonna wear himself out too, throwing all them hard punches and not really landing. But I like Marinez's defense. He landed with the jab. He giving them different kind of look. And they accurate. And it looks like it's frustrating COMMEY. I got to get that round again to Marinez.
Okay, so we got 2 rounds to nothing for Marinez. He pitching a shutout right now, according to the Marlo'S corner official scorecard. You know what I'm saying? Let me check a little bit. Anthony said, COMMEY round shots look hard. Okay. J1 Pro Defense said Marinez can keep sticking that jab. You got to stay on that footwork too. Salute to Winston Lee was going down. Appreciate the mess of fraud from Queen 71. What's up to move the track, brother, man? Appreciate this shit. El Fenice said, Commey looks a little off to me. Maybe that knockout got him still a little weary. El Chopper said JoJo fight was a draw. I had JoJo losing the fight. Coach said Marlo, yeah, I got to start making some picks, goddamn. All right. I win the third round and shit. He could be jacked to the body from Commey, but it came on short. Set Cook on his ass from MARINEZ trying to come back with something after the old late. That motherfucker once again shot the jab out there. He could be jabbed to the chest there from Commey. All right, MARINEZ shot the jab out there. Knee right hand from Commey. Chop her right hand from MARINEZ. Commey trying to jump over this motherfucker right now, trying to put some shots on him. Then they got tangled up. The referee just came and broke him. There's 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go around. He could be jabbed from Commey. Went to the body with the jab. I almost took a check hook type pump from MARINEZ, but he missed it though. Jab to the body from Commey again. Counter right hand from Commey. Left hook right hand from Commey. Another right hand from Commey. Trying to knock this motherfucker out the ring right now. MARINEZ is keeping his composure though. He reached out and grabbed the motherfucker. Kenny Bayless is taking a close look at this motherfucker to make sure he okay. Here comes a jab from MARINEZ trying to hook off the jab and shit. Knee right here from MARINEZ. Back and said with the jab. Super jab from Commey trying to come back with the right hand again. Trying to come back with the hook. Then they got tangled up and Commey just rolled into the ropes and shit. Kenny Bayless tell this motherfucker keep this shit close to the Marquis of Queensberry rules established in 1889. Here comes a double jab and another jab of the right hand from MARINEZ though. Here comes a double jab right hand left hook another jab right hand from Commey on this motherfucking ass and back them up. All right, back in the orthodox stance and shit. Here comes a jab from MARINEZ, kind of right uppercut to the body from Commey. Then they got tangled up. Kenny Bayless about to come break him once again. He just broke him. We in the third round right now. Here comes a jab from Commey with his head opposite the line, and MARINEZ tried to come back with something. He walked off on Commey. Short right hand from MARINEZ, tried to come back with a hook. Still jab from Commey, right hand from Commey. Came back with a double left hook. Came back with the right hand, left hook, right uppercut. He ain't landing all these shots clean, but some of them shots are getting to the mark. And motherfucker Kenny Bayless tell this motherfucker, hey, this ain't the Brockton rule. This ain't the London Pride rule. Just keep this shit clean. Here comes a double jab from MARINEZ, pushing back with the shoulder and shit. Commey said he right there in front of him. Lead that hook type pump from MARINEZ trying to come back with something. Commey stepped in with stiff jab, short right uppercut like a 45-degree type pump from Commey. Counter right hand from Commey. Came back with a hook. Another hook from Commey. Short right uppercut from Commey trying to maul and beat the hell out this man in this round right now. The referee better come break him. This Kenny Bayless. It's a minute and 8 seconds left to go around. Stiff jab from MARINEZ. 3-2 combination from MARINEZ. Said, ain't no hoe out here. Here come a jab from Commey. MARINEZ came back when the jab was on. Lead right hand from Commey, but he missed it though. MARINEZ had the jab to the body. Here come a left hook from Commey inside the head. Lead right hand from MARINEZ and Commey fighting back. Then they got tangled up once again. We got 52 seconds left going around. The referee just broke him. All right, they out there fighting in this motherfucker. Jab to the body from MARINEZ. He ain't quite committed with 3-2 combat from MARINEZ. Carried him right hand from Commey. Looked like the check engine light down that came on. All right, 3-2 combat from Commey again. Came back with the hook. That's Commey. MARINEZ had to reach out and grab that motherfucker, put the vice grips on Commey. Motherfucker, the referee taking a close look at him. He got a jab to the body from Commey. Went to the body with the right uppercut type punch. Then they got tangled up once again. I'm over here sweating like a motherfucker already. Find something to wipe my face off in this bitch. All right. All right, they're back towards the center of the ring and shit right now. All right, little bit of head moving shit from Commey trying to get on the inside of MARINEZ. Lead right hand from MARINEZ, but he ain't quite commit to it though. 3-2 combat from MARINEZ, but he took a left hook from Commey. All right, Commey bobbed the weave and went to the body with the jab at the time. MARINEZ had shot the jab out there. All right, stiff jab from Commey, stopped the head, but another stiff jab from Commey. Came back with the right hand, but he missed the right hand. The motherfucker, another looper right hand from Commey, but that motherfucker landed on the shoulder. All right, it's the end of that round. What you think about it, bro?
Man, I think that definitely was a Commey round. Commey was on his motherfucking ass like a cheap suit. What that motherfucking round? He looked real desperate, and I think them shots that Commey landed in that combination kind of slowed him down. That was a big time round for Commey.
All right, we got a 2-1 for MARINEZ. Look like it might be a turning point type of round for Commey though. You know what I'm saying? J1 Pro said Commey power shots don't look too effective. Okay, look like he had a better round that time. Henry B, welcome to the gym. This is the first time. Say who winning? We got a 2-1 for MARINEZ right now. El Fenice said, now this looks more like Commey, absolutely. D-Lo said that right hand finding this mark more and more for Commey. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate the message frauds, y'all. Y'all know it's like tonic for my aching body. You know what I'm saying? Surianto 11, welcome to the gym. It's your first time. Joe Gonzalez, welcome to the gym. This your first time. Joe Ron Pro said Commey came back strong. He did. Joe Gonzalez said awesome commentator. Really enjoyed the show, man. Definitely appreciate you. All right, we're in the fourth round. And here come Commey with a jab of the right hand to the body. He had his head off the line too. All right, MARINEZ shot the jab, but then he walked off on Commey. Stiff jab from Commey. They're in the center of the ring right now. Right hand to the body from Commey. Back up step with the right hand. MARINEZ trying to fight back though. He right hand from Commey. Then he came back with a hook. Then they got tangled up. The motherfucker MARINEZ over there complaining to the referee. I think they might have had a slight head clash or something. They back towards the center of the ring. He right hand from Commey. Curl right uppercut from MARINEZ. He walked into it. Stepped in with a 5-2 type combination that's coming from Marinez, and Commey came back with something. 2-punch combination to the body from Commey. Came back with a hook, but he missed the hook though. Came back with a short right hand that's Commey. Here come a right hand left hook from Marinez. Commey roll with her going to the body with 2 punches. Lead right hand from Commey, but he misses though. Marinez on that bicycle. Bling bling. Here come a 2-3 combination from Commey. Which is the body with the right hand. Back and step with the right hand. He over there trying to hold on and hit. At the same time, the referee just came and broke them. They back towards the center of the ring. Right? They both try to hit each other with a jab of the right hand at the same time. Then they got tangled up once again. The referee just broke them. Right? Here come Commey with a stiff jab, spit the guard with it. Right? Marinez tried the right hand out there, but he missed it. They both hit each other with a jab at the same time. Heads on the center line, stiff jab from Commey, spit the guard, but the shit got his hands a good bob. 3-2 combination from Commey. Right? Jab right hand from Marinez, but it came on short though. 3-2 combination from Marinez was good for the goose, was good for the gambler. Commey shot the jab out there, but it came on short. He right there front of stepped in with a stiff jab. That's Commey. Head boo with the shit from Marinez, then he walked off on Commey. Commey came back with the jab again. Right? Jab right hand from Commey, then they got tangled up. All right, Marinez just pushed him back with the shoulder. The referee just came, got everything straight. All right, it's a minute and 26 seconds to go around. Here comes a jab from Commey. The lead left hook on his ass from Marinez. All right, Commey right there in front of a little bit of head boo. Trying to step in with the hook, but he missed that. 3-2 type Commey from Commey, he missed it though. Came back with the hook in the right hand. He ain't land on punch it clean though. Decent defense from this motherfucker Marinez. All right. The referee just came and broke him. It's a minute and 10 seconds left to going around. Commey shooting the rangefinder out there. Shot the jab out there, but it came up short. Stepped in with the jab again. Came back with the jab again. Excellent head movement from Marinez. Marinez stepped in with a series of jabs of his own, though. And stepped back at the range. A little bit of head movement. Lead right hand from Marinez. Then he walked off on Commey so he could reset on Commey. Stepped in with a lead out hook, but he took a right hand from Commey. Here come a 3-2 combination from Marinez. And he walked off on Commey. Commey stepped in with the jab. Marinez tried to come back with something. Then they got tangled up. All right, referee just came wrong. All right, we got 41 seconds left to go around. They back towards the center of the ring. Commey stepped in with a jab. Here come a double jab from Marinez and stepped back at the range. Got the defense like, here come a jab in the right hand from Commey, but it came up short, and then they got tangled up. The referee let them work. They didn't work, so he broke them. 28 seconds left going around. They back towards the center of the ring and shit. All right, Commey kind of squared up right now, looking like SpongeBob SquarePants. Here come lead left hook from Marinez. Came back with 4 more shots on that, but that's Marinez, but didn't have no power on it though. 3-2 combination from Commey, but that shit was raggedy as a roll. Carried the right hand from Commey and knocked the motherfucker down to the wall. Another right hand. Came back with hook right hand, trying to put them hands on his ass. That's Commey. Short right uppercut from Marinez. Tried to go to the body with the right uppercut. Went to the body with the hook and it missed the clinch. The referee about to come back on. Here come Marinez trying to fight back. Commey over there trying to put them hands. And it's the end of that round, man. Shit, a fight broke out in that bitch at the end of the round. What you think about it, bro?
Shit, man, I think Commey just the aggressor, man, all through the round until he got really tired towards the end. He was landing some good shots and had Marinez on the defense holding, and he still, Commey still was fighting in the clinch. I got to get that round to Commey, man, even though Marinez was landing some shots here and there, just wasn't enough to win the round. Commey round. 2-2.
Yeah, we got it tied up. We got the official card is tied up on the corner, man. We got it 2-2. You know what I'm saying? He on his head like a cheap suit on. Sonny official, welcome to the gym. This is your first time. He said, who the fuck is this guy? Clarify what you talking about. J1 Pro Da Vinci said somebody made Commey mad. He's trying to knock his head out. Hey, man, but let's see how that's going to be looking coming down the stretch. Kevin Ventura, welcome to the gym. This is your first time. So he said he's squaring up like SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, he was squared up out there, man. Appreciate you coming through. We going into the 5th of 10 right now. All right, here come Commey. All right, a little bit of head movement. Stepped in with a jab with his head off the center line. I love how he get his head off the center line when he shoots the jab out there. Marinez shot the jab out there, and Commey came back with a jab. Jab on the short right up because of the body from Commey. Marinez came back with a hook. Commey tried to come back with something, then they got tangled up. Commey got to the dorsal side of the motherfucker the way McGregor was doing against Mayweather. Here come a jab from Marinez, and they got tangled up once again. Kenny Bayless about to come break them. They put the split screen up there right now. They got Teofimo Lopez diva ass on the screen. Get your bitch ass off the screen. 3-2 combination from Marinez, but he came more short. Here come a series of jabs and shit from Commey. Left uppercut from Marinez, trying to come back with something on Commey. Yeah, Commey, lead right hand from Marinez, and he came back with a hook. Here come a series of jabs and shit from Commey. Stepped in with a lead up hook, but he missed the hook though. That motherfucker Marinez had got up under that shit. His glove touched the ground. Kenny Bayless just dusted debris off the gloves, action back of the way. Lead right hand from Commey, curl right uppercut from Marinez. They both hit each other with a jab at the same time once again. Loop a right hand over the top of the jab from Marinez, trying to come back with something. Commey tried to come back with a hook, but he missed that shit though. Short right uppercut from Marinez and came back with a hook. Loop a right hand from Commey. Right hand hand from Marinez. Looping right hand to the body from Commey, though. Right? Marinez tried to jab right there. He didn't commit to it, though. Leave right hand from Commey so he can get on the inside. Came back with the hook. I don't know what this motherfucker Marinez doing. 2-5 combination from Marinez. That motherfucker Commey trying to fight back, though. Came back with the right hand. Jab right hand. Right uppercut to the body from Marinez. And he came back with the hook. Then he walked off on Commey. Right? Short right hand from Marinez. And he came back with the jab, hooking off that shit. Then he walked off on Commey. Yeah. Right? Stepped in with the jab this time. That's Marinez. Commey tried to jab right there, but he came up short. Right? Here comes a jab from Marinez. A right hand to the body from Commey, trying to come back with a hook. Came back with the hook again. That's Commey. Right? Try to go to the body with something. He didn't commit to it though. Right? Marinez just pushed him back with the forearm and shit, so he can get out that pocket. Right? Try to come up with the top of the jab with the right hand, but he missed that shit though. That's Marinez. Right? Commey over the bottom. We went to the body with the jab. Took a stiff jab from Marinez. Then Marinez stepped off to the side. 3-2 call there from Commey, but it came up short. Then they got tangled up. All right, referee did, bro. I'm over sweating like a motherfucker. I ain't Commey over there bobbing and weaving and shit. Marinez just posted up in front of him. He got the defense relaxed. They're on the top rank side right now. Marinez came on top of the jab with a 2-1 combination, but he missed it. Stepped in with the jab, right uppercut from Commey, but he missed that shit though. He still squared up. 3-2 combination from Marinez. Then he walked off on Commey. Commey tried to cut the ring off from Marinez. Marinez came back with a series of jabs and shit. Commey shot the jab right there. Got the defense relaxed, trying to cut the ring off on Marinez. Stepped in with the jab this time for the orthodox stand. That's Commey. They both hit each other with the jab at the same time. Heads on the center line. Lead right hand from Commey, came back with the hook, went to the body with the foe, took a right hand from Marinez. They both tried to hit each other with the right hand. Commey came back with the hook on his ass though. Marinez got out their pocket. 3-2 combination from Commey. Came back with the hook, then they got tangled up again. It's 20 seconds left to go in the round. Referee just broke him. All right. I'm gonna sit this shit over here because I don't make all that damn noise. 3-2 combination from Commey. Trying to come back with something. He over there trying to rumble. That motherfucker Marinez hit him with a hook, then he walked off on Commey. Came back with the jab. Went to the body with the right hand. Back and step with the hook in another right hand. That's Marinez. Got on his toes a little bit. Here come Commey stepping to him behind that jab and shit. It's the end of that round. What you think about it, bro?
I like Marinez that round, man. I think he was able to get the Commey the whole round, get in there and get out at the same time. Commey looking tired and desperate, real raggedy when he threw shots. But toward the end, he turned it up, but I don't think it was really enough to give Commey the round, Marinez round.
Hey, bro, what round was that? Was that number 5 or number 6?
This last round that just went, I think it was 5.
Okay. I got everything under control then. D-Lo said, I picked 6-round knockout for Commey. Let's see. I think I picked Commey by knockout too, man. But the way it's looking, I don't know if we're going to get the knockout. Henry B said like this. Okay. If I ain't said what's up to you, welcome to the gym. This is your first time. J1 Pro Da Vinci, appreciate that shit. Appreciate that D-Lo too. Bruce Gold said, Commey fighting like he's old money. D-Lo said, thank you. I don't know what you mean by that. I guess because he's fighting hard. El Chapo said, make sure y'all subscribe and hit the like button. Definitely would appreciate it if everybody hit the like button and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? All right, shit. All right, here comes a double jab, a triple jab, a quadruple jab, and he came back with the hook. That's Marinez. Here comes Commey trying to bob weave behind that jab and shit. Marinez tried to jab out there. Jab right hand from Commey. Came back with a hook and another right hand to the body from Commey. Putting all kinds of shots on this motherfucker. Putting a myriad of blows on this boy. They lose your blows. All right, they got tangled up and the referee just came and broke them. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the round. Here come Commey squared up. Knee right hand from Marinez. Right hand to the body from Commey. Marinez hit him with the right hand. Then he walked up on 3-2 combination from Marinez. Knee right hand from Commey. Trying to go to the body with the hook. Trying to come back with another hook, but he missed them shots though. All right, the referee about to come break him. It's 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go around. Here come Commey walking to that motherfucker like T1000. Lead right hand from Marinez. Commey went to the body with the hook. Back and stir with the right uppercut. Came back with a hook in the right hand to the body. Back and stir with a left hook. And it looked like one of them shots must have went low. The referee said, fuck that. That shit was good as a government check. 2-3 combination from Commey. And it looked like that motherfucker buckled his knees once again. He ain't getting saved by the referee. Kenny Bayless is not trying to hear this shit. Here come double jab from Commey with his head off the line. Came back with a hook in the right hand. Took a short right hand from Marinez. Here come a right hand, that hook right hand from Commey. Stepped in with a 2-2 combination. Marinez got something in there though. 3-2 combination to the body again from Commey. Back up step with the hook. Then they got tangled up. Referee about to come break him. It's a minute and 45 seconds left to go in the round. This motherfucker Marinez looking kind of disinterested right now. Here come Commey with a jab with his head out of the line. Took a jab from Marinez. 2-3 comeback from Commey trying to come back with something. Marinez looking tired. Commey touched with a stiff jab. Right hand to the body from Commey. Back and step with the right hand. Came back with a hook. Another right hand. Another left hook from Commey. Trying to put them hands on this motherfucker. Writing the blows on this boy like 40 days to 40 nights like the barber right now. Came back with a hook. Another right hand. Came back with a right uppercut type punch, but he missed that shit though. That motherfucker Marinez is out there sprawling. Short left hook. Short right uppercut. uppercut. Came back with the hook. That's all Commey. Another right hand from Commey. Marinez trying to fight back though. Bounce him off the ropes like WWE. Hit that motherfucker Commey trying to put some hands on Marinez right now. Hit him with the hook. Came back with the right hand. Pushed him back with the shoulder. Came back with the right hand. Here come the left hook from Marinez though, but he slapped him with it. That motherfucker Commey said that shit was weak as a motherfucker. Here come a 2-3 combination from Marinez saying, put a little bit more power on it this time. Then they got tangled up. There's 55 seconds left to going around. Marinez is breathing with his mouth open and shit. He's using a bunch of legs in this fight. 3-2 combination for Commey. Another right hand and drop this motherfucking ass.
Get up, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, I could tell he getting fatigued because he's looking for the referee to assist him. And plus, he getting tired because he's using so much legs. Man, that shit drains your gas tank when you use that much legs. You know what I'm saying? I action back on the way. Here come Commey with the jab right hand and drop this motherfucking ass again. The ref called it off. Who's the boss?
That motherfucker said, I quit. You didn't have to call it off, goddamn.
Square minute, man. What you think about the comeback fight for Commey? How you think he performed tonight?
Man, it wasn't a good performance, but he damn sure came to fight, and he was digging down. He dug up in there, he dug down, tired or not, and he got the finish. The motherfuckers wasn't as pretty. It was raggedy looking, but they definitely was bad intentions, and he got what he wanted to accomplish out of them. I think it was pretty cool overall because old boy wasn't just standing there in front of Commey. He wasn't no easy target. He was hard, and he was able to find him. It was something that his motherfucking corner told him that old boy flirted with his mother. I don't know what he told him. After that second round, though, it seemed like he turned it up to another gear.
I agree with you, man. I think he had a guy that was kind of tricky, had the footwork, used legs, used the jab, shit, had a little length, you know what I'm saying? So them type of guys ain't easy to fight, but Commey was able to cut the ring off, find the guy, put hard shots. Once he got on the inside, he worked. He didn't get on the inside and bullshit. Like once he got there, he worked on the inside. I thought it was a pretty good comeback fight for Commey. Salute to Javi Rivera. Salute to you. Kevin Rivera said Commey should time more his punches. Okay. D'Lo said thanking ESPN for getting T.O. lying ass off the screen. Javi Rivera talking about the energy. J1 Pro Da Vinci said, how many times Marinez is going to bounce off the ropes like he on WWE, huh? El Fenici said that check engine light came on. Hey, D-Lo had a good pick on El. Talking about D-Lo said 6. Red Rock, yeah, man, that shit was crazy. El Fenici, the ref called it off. Who's the boss? D-Lo said 6 round knockout, man. I should have rolled with you. You should have put me on the inside track, man, so I could have put it on the channel Ross. KL Boys for Life said, great call, Trash, man. Definitely appreciate you, bro. You know I'm going to give you my best shot. J1 Pro Da Vinci said, how did Commey not get tired of all them punches that he threw? Well, shit, we didn't get a chance to go into the like what 9th, 8th, 9th, 10th round. So it might have been coming up shortly. You know what I'm saying? He got the guy out of there at the right time, I think, because I think he would have got tired throwing them type of punches. D'Lo said effective is the name of the game. Goddamn, effective aggression. El Fenici said the corner told Commey the check didn't clear, huh? Joe Gonzalez said that was a nice fight, man. Yeah, I enjoyed that fight. I thought it was a good one. Overall, today, this been a pretty action-packed day of fighting. We got Josh Warrington. We just had the Joe Diaz. Now we got this shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's been a pretty good day of fighting and shit.
Hey, guess what round I picked? Guess what round I picked?
The 6? Oh, 7.
6?
Oh, you picked the 6?
Oh, the money.
Damn, I got to go back and check, man. I got to go see what round I picked, man. Knowing me, I probably picked 10 because, you know, I always pick 10 rounds. Rojas said, yo, Commey came back with a vengeance, man. Yeah, it was a good one for Commey. Rojas said Commey was determined. He was, man. He was undeterred in that motherfucker. Henry B said, really enjoyed this commentary. You rock, man. Definitely appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel, man. We call all the fights, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do on our channel. And we also do cartoons and stuff too, man. We just dropped a new cartoon today. Y'all go and check out our cartoon. It's called Uncle Nephew. You know what I'm saying? We think y'all will like it. El Fenici talking to Marlo. D'Lo said the ropes abused Martinez's ass on the way down too, huh? Rojas said, I really like 135. I like 135 too, man. That's what inspired me. I'm gonna do my next tournament. It's gonna be a 135 tournament, man. I like lightweight. El Chapo said, y'all check out the new cartoon. Absolutely, man. Hit that link right there. Kevin Ventura said Marines be fighting like Kid Chocolate. Oh, Marinez be fighting like Kid Chocolate. Hey, it ain't been that long since I watched Kid Chocolate versus Tony Canzaneri. I'm gonna have to go back and refresh my memory so I can see the similarities that you're talking about. D'Lo said good pick. Marlo, man, that was a good pick by both of y'all motherfuckers. Ebenezer Brentford said, Commie won, absolutely. Matter of fact, is a frog's ass watertight? You goddamn right, Commie won the fight. Welcome to the gym. This your first time. Rojas said, how do you think Devin will handle Commie? I think Devin got the tools to be able to keep Commie on the outside. See, I like Devin because Devin, like if you look at him when he fought against that I can't think of the name of this guy. Y'all know I'm so bad with names, man. Teofimo Lopez knocked the guy out. It's a common opponent between Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. But Devin Haney showed me that he got the legs and he got the energy to maintain his legs through the fight. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be able to keep Commey on the outside, in my opinion. Put the jab in the right hand, come back with the hook. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a little bit too technical for Commey. Plus, Commey don't have a much of an amateur background. Devin Haney was 130-8 as an amateur. You know what I'm saying? So I just think he got too much pedigree for Commey. What you think about it, bro? How you think Devin Haney would look if he fought against Richard Commey?
Oh yeah, I think he way more elusive, man. I think he'll do way better than old boy. His punches are sharp, and he can get in there and get out. He longer. I think he'll outbox Commey. I don't think Commey be able to land them wild, heavy shots on Haney. I think Haney be able. The big factor would be that jab, getting in that jab to the body, and just doubling up on the jab and just keep on moving. That's what I see Haney boxing circles around Commey.
I think so too. I think so. D-Lo said the cartoon was lit, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. Motherfucker El Chapo work hard on it. Kevin Ventura said, look like he's seeing ghosts of that motherfucker. The Ghostbuster ghost side up, man. We ain't afraid of no ghosts. D-Lo said Commey might beat one of them divas at 135 as well. He might, man, but I think they too experienced, like they too skilled for him. Like if you look at Teofimo Lopez, he already beat him, but he was 150-20. Tank Davis was 206-15. Devin Haney was 130-8. Ryan Garcia was 215-15. I just think they got too much pedigree for the man. You know what I'm saying? He's very tough. But, you know, that shit look one way when you're in there with these fighters that's from another country. It looks something totally different when you get in there with them blue chip type fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I just think they got too much muscle memory for him. El Finisa, I think Haney boxed circles around Commey. Goddamn, I'm with you, bro. I agree. Bruce Goes say 10:45 a.m. I think February the 15th, we talk about these fights. So what you saying? Subscribe to your shit? I just hit the link. Oh, you talking about Renee Box? Yeah, I'm already subscribed to that ghost smelling motherfucker. Let me get back in there real quick. Kevin Ventura said, yeah, Devin can at least stagger his opponents and throws more punches and higher fighting IQ. I agree with you on that. I think he still needs to work on his power and shit, but I definitely agree with you on the fighting IQ. Rojas said, I think Devin is strong enough to not get bullied too. Yeah, that's why I was saying too about the legs and shit that he got. Hey man, y'all tell me. I know y'all some real hardcore boxing fan. What's the name of the guy that Devin Haney went the distance against the guy, but Teofimo Lopez knocked the motherfucker out? Matter of fact, Teofimo Lopez had like a knockout of the year against this guy, like at least a candidate. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm gonna have to go check out BoxRec real quick. But that fight showed me that Devin Haney, he has great legs. You know what I'm saying? When he need them. Okay, El Finisa said Commey would punch himself out messing with Haney. Brian Gonzalez said Haney versus Commey. Yeah, that's what we're talking about now. Iron Lion Zion, what's up with you? Said T female celebrating because now Commey might be the one to keep Devin Haney off his trail. For now, goddamn. Welcome to the gym. This is your first time. Ebenezer Brentford said Commey for another world title. Ever ready, all right. Bruce Gold said, I'm on with Renee. Oh, so you on the panel with the motherfucker. Okay, I'll go over there and check that shit out. I was already subscribed to Renee Box. You know, I pop in there from time to time. But yeah, I'll jump on there and come check y'all out, bro. D-Lo said, I thought Teofimo versus Commey was going to come down to who landed the money shot first. Teofimo's was short and got there first, and it was beautiful. It was, man. And really, at the end of that first round, because let me put this out there, I definitely took Commey and I ate crow in that fight. But at the end of the first round, because you know, Commey actually had a pretty good start to the fight. But when you got to the second half of the first round, I saw that Teofimo Lopez was already getting his timing. And he was starting to counter punch him and shit. And that shit carried over to the second round because he picked up right where he left off, counter punching, and he fucked Commey up and just showed his levels. You know what I'm saying? You got this blue chip guy, 150 and 20, and we going up against a guy that don't have an amateur background. Hey, it is what it is on there. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at, Brian Gonzalez said Commey versus Nakatani would be nice. That would be a good fight, man. That's a hell of a fight. Yeah, I like that one a lot. If I can't get like the big fights, I'll take something like that. You know what I'm saying? That kind of remind me of another fight that I want to see. I know it not stylistically, but just the fact that I know it would be an action-packed fight, and that'll be Gary Russell Jr. versus what's the guy that beat the shit out of Dogbo, bro? You know what I'm talking about? Well, I guess he on mute, man. Y'all put it in the chat, man. What's the name of the damn? What's the name?
Navarrete.
Yeah. I want to see Navarrete versus Gary Russell Jr., man. I just love them action type fights. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo said, yeah, Mason Menard. Appreciate that, y'all. I see Moody Trayweather. I see El Chapo. Yeah, Mason Menard. That's the guy that Devin Haney fought, and he showed me how good his legs are. But when he fought Teofimo Lopez, he got his ass knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo said, oh, yeah, and say your opinion, too, bro. How you think Commey and Nakatani will go, bro? He must be over there doing something, so I'll come back to him. D-Lo said, honestly, I most want to see Haney versus Garcia. Yeah, I think that's a good one, man. Paul McPaul, welcome to the gym. This is the first time saying Haney versus Commey will be interesting. Teofimo got lucky with one big punch against Commey. So I disagree with you, bro. I feel like at the end of the first round, he was getting Commey's timing, and he fucked Commey up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? When a motherfucker know what you gonna do before you do it, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Ventura talking about the Edis. Now, I know you talking about on that shit. It was that Mason Menard. D-Lo said, I took Commey as well. That crow was the life for her. Say, I was shell-shocked because I was actually on a pretty good run making picks. And to see the pick that I made get knocked out like that in the second round, nigga, I was shell-shocked in here. Boy, I down there had PTSD fucking with that shit. D-Lo said, Commey is also still learning how to get his head off the center line. That's one thing I agree with Tim and Ward on. Yeah, I think he was getting his head off the line when he was shooting the jab at 39. I think he did a good job on that shit. I think that was one of the tales of the fight, actually. Ellie, yeah, appreciate y'all with the Navarrete, man. Y'all know how I am, man. Y'all got to help me with the names and shit. But I guess that's what happened when you get hit upside the head at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? On a consistent basis. Eliana's World said, what up from Fort Worth, Texas? Can we get some love, man? Shout out to Fort Worth, man. Goddamn me. Y'all, they some monsters out there in Fort Worth, man. I fuck with Fort Worth.
Facts. Shout out.
I hope y'all good, too, after that big-ass wreck that y'all had, man. Real shit. Prayers. Rojas said Nakatani will beat him by decision. Which one? Oh, you saying Nakatani will beat Commey? If I had to make a pick, oh, yeah, that's what I was asking you, too, bro. Who you think will win out of Nakatani and Commey?
Shit, I think that'll be a good fight, but I think Commey got a little bit of power, man. I think he'll be able to stop Nakatani. If he can't, I think Nakatani will be able to get that decision, man, because he sure know how to box his way. He know how to work off that jab. I just see Nakatani is not elusive as everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Commey's strong, and he got that power to be able to that type of power similar to motherfucking Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be a tough fight for him, man. I see a split decision or probably Commey stop.
I think it'll be a tough fight too, but I would lean toward Nakatani. I think he got the better chin. I like his height. I like his jab. And I like his right hand. You know what I'm saying? Now, I definitely love his toughness, man. That motherfucker don't come and lay down. You know what I'm saying? So I think I would lean towards Nakatani in that one. Haplotype, what's up with it, man? That's the historian. What's going down with you, bro? So that was a good performance by Commey, but why is Teofimo in there cheerleading, really? Kind of weird. That shit was weird. Diego, salute to you. Say, he got knocked the fuck out. Absolutely. D-Lo said, I think Commey might catch Nakatani. Okay. Hey, Nakatani, hey, he done showed a good chin, though, bro. I done seen him take some pretty hard punches. That motherfucker keep coming. Brian Gonzalez said, Verdejo dropped Nakatani. Oh, yeah, he did drop him, didn't he? I forgot about that. He said, Verdejo dropped Nakatani a couple of times. I feel like Commey would knock out Nakatani. He is way harder. Okay, I forgot Verdejo dropped him and shit. Eliana's World said, what up from Fort Worth to you? I already held you down. Salute to my boy Eric R, man. What's up with it? Say salute family. Sorry I'm late. Shit, better late than never. It's all good. Rojas said Nakatani chin too good. I thought that's what I was thinking too. I thought Nakatani had a pretty good chin, but I forgot that Felix Verdejo did drop Nakatani. You know what I'm saying? But hey, when it comes to skills and shit, I can't even think of Verdejo amateur record off the top of my head. He got like a 160, 170 fights or something like that. So even he still got that pedigree over COMMEY. You know what I'm saying? So it looked one way against one guy. It might look something totally different when you get in there against another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Thilo said, yep, he did much better tonight with the head movement. I agree with you. Joe Gonzalez said, I heard Lomachenko got a big fight coming up. Chinese guy, yeah, that's what they talking about. Masayoshi Nakatani, 5'11" and a half, got a jab in the right hand, good chin, and very tough. Ron Gonzalez said, I'll take COMMEY. So everybody taking COMMEY. Man, I'm leaning toward Nakatani. Kevin Ventura said, COMMEY should fight Ryan Garcia. I take that too, man. I take it. El Chapo said, Marlo's corner. Send a shout out to Dino's Army. That's Lil Ozzy.
Shout out Dino's Army. What's up, man? That's my guy, Young Isaac. Salute.
Salute. Eliana's World said Canelo versus Charlo. What you thinking? You talking about Canelo versus Jamal Charlo? Man, that's a fight that we done broke down a whole bunch of times. You know me, I like to start from the base, like as far as your background and shit. Charlo 65-6. Canelo, if I'm not mistaken, he was 44-2, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of close. You have to give a slight edge to Charlo. But when it comes to the professional fights, I just feel like Canelo done had more fights to develop over time. You know what I'm saying? So that might give him a slight edge as far as the skill set and shit. But Charlo was a monster for the weight class. 6 foot tall, got a lot of power, got one of the best jabs in the game. Canelo hasn't been fighting a lot of guys in their prime, you know what I'm saying? So this will be a tough test for him. But one thing I like about Charlo is how he's able to double and triple up with the same hand. Touch it with the jab, come back with the left uppercut, come back with the left hook. That's something that Canelo really don't face too often, you know what I'm saying? So I think that'll be tough. But I don't think now one of them would knock the other one out. And if they go to the cards, I think they would give it to Canelo, even if Canelo loses, you know what I'm saying? So I would have to lean towards Canelo. But as far as the actual fight, I think Charlo will give him a tough ass fight though. You know what I'm saying? But I think I might have to lean towards Canelo with the actual decision. How you think the fight will go, bro? Charlo versus Canelo.
Yeah, I see it a little bit different. I see Charlo because Charlo jab is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So I see Charlo that jab is fucking Canelo head up and having his chin there to be hit. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's to the body or it's to the chin. So I think the jab would be the bigger factor to Canelo defense and making him vulnerable to a nice shot to get him up out of there. So I see Charlo do at least putting him down or stopping him.
Okay. Canelo, he actually been doing pretty good with his walk down style, with his head moving and shit. I would feel a lot better about Charlo if his feet wasn't so heavy, because he do like to post up in front of you a lot. He ain't like Jamel. Jamel will get on the bicycle a little bit and move around. Jamal is more right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of worries me a little bit against Canelo, but I think he'll be Canelo's toughest fight that he even had, especially in recent history. You know what I'm saying? This is a type of fighter that Canelo don't fight a lot because he don't really fight people in their prime, but definitely the jab from Charlo would be a major factor in that fight. I definitely agree with you on that. You about to say something else?
Yeah, his defense. I was going to say, we're going to have to see how he reacts to that, keeping that hand up when Canelo slipped. You know, Canelo like to slip and go to the body. You know,
yeah.
And he also, Charlo a good counter puncher himself. You know what I'm saying? So there goes some openings for a good shot right there to make a motherfucker do a dance. So yeah. But the power shots go to Charlo, whether it's the left hand or the right.
I don't know, man, because like when I be looking at Charlo hit people at 160, his power don't look the same to me as it did at 140. Like I know he knocked out Hugo Centeno Jr., he knocked out Hogan and all these guys, but when I was looking at the punches connected, it didn't quite look the same as like when he was fighting against J-Rock at 154. I think at 160, he is not quite the puncher that he was at 154, because he was landing some hard shots on Derevyanchenko, and he didn't even drop Derevyanchenko. I know he hurt him pretty good a few times, but his power just don't look quite as concussive as it did at 154.
It don't look as sharp. Yeah.
Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I think the slight edge will actually have to go to Canelo when it comes to the power, and I think Canelo might be the biggest man that Charlo done fought so far too, because Charlo, he fight a lot of 154 pounders. I think like his only true 160 pounder that he's fought has been Derevyanchenko. All them other guys been 154 pounders. This motherfucker Canelo don't fall as high as 175. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll be like the biggest, strongest guy that Charlo done fought so far. We could go back and forth on the shit all day, man. It'll be a very interesting fight. Hopefully Canelo get off his ass, get off his pussy, and go fight some of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I know he got some pretty decent little fights coming up with Billy Joe Saunders and all that kind of shit. But I want to see him fight some of them other guys too. Kevin Ventura said, or Davis versus COMMEY. Oh, you talking about Tank Davis versus COMMEY? That Southpaw stands from Tank and shit. I don't know. I think that'll probably be a knockout for Tank. But if he let COMMEY get off on him the way Leo Santa Cruz got off on him, that could be trouble for Tank. But I would take Tank by stoppage. What about you, bro? What you think about Tank Davis versus Richard COMMEY?
Yeah, I think Tank will sleep his ass. I mean, you see how Theo one shot at him. I definitely think Tank will sleep.
Okay, do you think Tank is as good of a counterpuncher as Teofimo Lopez?
Yeah, hell yeah. Even most devastating too.
See, I don't really see Tank really counterpunching like that. I really see him getting off first, but he did land a nice counter left uppercut against Santa Cruz and got him out of there. But overall, I think I would have to get a counterpunching advantage to Lopez. Well, yeah, Teofimo Lopez, you know what I'm saying? But so Marlo, he say that he got Tank as the better counterpuncher. I say Lopez the better counterpuncher. As far as styles make fights, that's why we're looking at that shit, you know what I'm saying? Rojas said Teofimo and Verdejo couldn't stop knocking Tiny, but COMMEY will. That's what I'm saying, bro. Styles make fights, and Teofimo Lopez and Verdejo definitely got that pedigree advantage over COMMEY, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Ventura said, yeah, I agree. Canelo needs to stop fighting these beat fight. Yeah, I want to see him fight the best guy. Salute to my boy Napoleon Armstrong. What's going down with you, bro? Brian Gonzalez said, COMMEY hits way harder than both of them. He is hard, man, but it's about delivering your power too. And it's one thing when you fighting against a guy that's kind of on your level. It's another thing fighting against a guy that's 5'11" and a half, where you kind of got to punch up to hit the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That could take some power away from your shots. Edwin Gomez, welcome to the gym. This your first time. Said Teofimo is the king of the division. Simple as that. It ain't never that simple, bro. He done beat two people. So it's kind of hard for you to say that he's the king. Like, he could be the king as far as he got the best accomplishment so far, but he ain't beat them other guys. In my opinion, the king is the dude that beat all the other guys. You know what I'm saying? That's what make you the king. But he has the advantage in the division right now. But I don't know if I want to call him the king yet. I know he got them belts and shit, but I don't care about belts like that. I care more about who you beat. So I want to see him fight them other young guys, and then I'll be willing to say that he the king of the division. D'Lo said Teofimo just doing something to distract people from all the lies he's been caught telling. Goddamn. D'Lo said,
whoever was that made that last comment, he check out the cartoon. Get your take. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, we did a cartoon of who the best at lightweight, man. So check it out and leave a comment, like bro just said. D'Lo said Verdejo has skills to burn, especially before the wreck. Yeah, Verdejo a bad motherfucker, man. Where it come from? Puerto Rico? You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rico, a fight country. Eliana's World said Canelo versus Charlo. What you think? Yeah, we just already broke that one down. Kevin Ventura said if he work on the defense and on the back foot with his trainer Reynoso, he could be better with COMMEY. He could fight better with COMMEY. Which one you talking about? Reynoso, you must be talking about Ryan Garcia. Eric R said, laughing out loud. Not on Golden Boy Stable. I could see them trying to make a pay-per-view with Ryan and Rolly. Oh, hell no, man. Don't even put that shit in the atmosphere. I mean, in the universe, bro. We don't need that. Javier Gonzalez said, that's bad for Charlo. What you think is bad for Charlo if he fight Canelo? Excuse me. D'Lo said, one thing I like about Canelo is, this motherfucker crazy. Brian Gonzalez said, I personally think Canelo lost to Triple G on the first fight and a draw for the second fight. I thought when I first saw the first fight, I thought Golovkin might have won the fight or it was a draw. But every time I went back and looked at it again, I started feeling like Canelo won the fight. I know my boy D'Lo already down there talking shit, talking about I'll be watching fights, 20 fights before I start seeing that another motherfucker winning and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I thought Canelo could have won the first fight after I watched it 20 and 30 times. And then the second fight, I thought Canelo stepped to Triple G. Forced his ass out that pocket. He banished him from the pocket, you know what I'm saying? And beat him at his own game. And brought a Mexican style type fight to him. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Canelo won the second fight. Okay, Ryan Gonzalez said, I got Charlo winning. Okay. Javier Gonzalez said, Canelo goes Matrix. What you mean by that? J1 Pro Da Vinci said if Charlo wins, it would end in a draw. Absolutely.
Like he elusive. Canelo will be elusive.
Okay. Kevin Ventura said Charlo was a tricky fighter. He's going to make Canelo work with them slips. Yeah, he's going to make him burn a bunch of energy trying to slip them jabs and shit for sure. D-Lo said, I had Triple G winning both fights on the jab, but that's just how I saw it, goddamn. That's that grown man opinion. Raul Rivera said Pitbull can give something. Welcome to the gym. This is your first time. Brian Gonzalez said, you got to knock out Canelo to win. Can't leave it to the judge. That's why I always say, bro, when it comes to his fights, it's kind of hard for me to break them down because the other fighter can fight like a motherfucker and handle their business and still walk out that bitch with an L. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like Austin Trout beat Canelo back in the day. It's been a while since I've seen the fight, but I thought Austin Trout won. I thought Ezra Londy Laura beat the motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people disagree, but that's just what I saw. And when I ordered the pay-per-view. Kevin Ventura said, though Canelo got a granite chin, he ate a devastating hook from Danny Jacobs. Okay. Yeah, Canelo definitely got a good chin, man. I don't think I ever even seen him hurt in the fight. Now that I think about it, I done seen him take a few solid punches. Even Canelo, not Canelo, but Golovkin. Even Golovkin landed a few solid right hands on the chin. And that shit didn't even phase Canelo. So I definitely think he got a good chin. D-Lo said, I would have Jamal winning behind the jab. 1-2 on his motherfucking ass. Kevin Ventura said, Rolly is ass, goddamn. He was only 25-10, man. He been fighting some tough opponents, man. Like the guy that got knocked out by COMMEY tonight. For a guy that's only 25-10, that's a tough opponent, man. So y'all cut the man a little slack. You know what I'm saying? Raul Rivera said Pitbull from Mexico can give a good fight to anybody at 135 pounds. Who the fuck is Pitbull from Mexico? Hell, the only Pitbull I know, I thought he lived in Atlanta. Eric Garza, I like.
That's what he's thinking about.
That's what I was thinking about. Who is Pitbull from Mexico?
I don't know. I was wondering if he was gonna elaborate.
Eric Garza, I like Mel over Maul, goddamn. I think Maul would be too big for him, but as far as I like, you talking about just the styles? Yeah, I like Jamel over Maul, so I think Jamel can do a little bit more in the ring. Kevin Ventura said, unorthodox as fuck, he be lunging a lot and be exposing himself. Who he talking about? Oh, Rolly. Okay, Rolly. Yeah, he do throw them. He step in with them lead left hooks and shit a lot. One thing about him, though, I would like for him to get the jab established before he starts stepping in with the lead left hook because that'll open up the lead left hook. Don't just come out firing that bitch right away. Step in with the jab first, get that established, get your opponent trying to parry your jab, then step in with the lead left hook, and he's going to be wide open for it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that type of shit will come to him as he get more experience because he's still a pretty young fighter in the game. Like I said, he only got 35 amateur fights, and he only got, what, about 16 pro fights or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's still learning on the job. Because Rainer said Pitbull is a beast with the inside game. Who the fuck is Pitbull, though? Javier Gonzalez said Marinez beat Rolly. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Raul Rivera said Benavidez can beat anybody at 168 pounds, man. Styles make fights. I saw him struggling with the Junkyard Dog. So I feel like Caleb Plant got enough to go out there and turn him and put angles on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if his gas tank wanes coming down the stretch, I do feel like Benavidez can catch up to him. But just looking at the styles, like that motherfucker Benavidez, he was 15-0 as an amateur. Caleb Plant was 97-20, you know what I'm saying? So he basically got like 7 times more amateur experience than this man. And I think it shows up in the ring too. I think Caleb Plant looks like the more crisp fighter. It's just his gas tank. If it wasn't for his gas tank, I wouldn't have no reservations about picking him. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he keeps the stamina on point, I think he can beat Ramirez. But I do think Benavidez, my bad. I do think he's a very good fighter though. You know what I'm saying?
I think he not only beat Benavidez, y'all already know. I'm just gonna say it for the record. I see it's a lot of people in here. If y'all new to the gym, hit that subscribe button. We do this every fight night if it's something good on. But I think he'll beat Canelo too, or give him a hell of a squabble.
Definitely give him a hell of a squabble for sure. Kevin Ventura said Triple G versus Charlo would be a good fight, man. I always felt like Charlo was all wrong for Triple G. Because Triple G, he the type of guy that's not a very good counterpuncher. You know what I'm saying? He will try to counter your jab a little bit, but for the most part, when you step to Triple G, he puts the earmuffs on. He lets you get your work off, and then he'll come back with his work. If you go back and look when he fought against that Matthew Macklin, when he fought against Prosper, when he fought against what's the little guy that got knocked the fuck out, man? He was on the ground like, whoo, when he took that left hook. I can't even think of the guy's name right off the top of my head right now. But a lot of fighters, when even Willie Monroe, when I saw Triple G fight them, they would have these moments where they just threw caution to the wind and they stepped straight to Triple G and brought offense to him. And whenever they did that, he struggled with that shit. He's not a great counterpuncher. He doesn't like for people to be first against him. Jamal Charlo is a motherfucker that's always first. Triple G don't have great head movement. Charlo got that jab and he got a straight right hand. I think he would literally decapitate Triple G. I think he would knock his fucking head off. And if you in the front row, bring your catches, me, because you got the action at catching the foul head in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I think he all wrong for Triple G. Eric R said he like Tank. Juan Gonzalez said Tank versus Teofimo Lopez. I saw some sparring footage with them here recently, man. It was, you could tell that Tank wasn't really taking it seriously in the clip that I was watching, but towards the end, he started turning up the heat on Teofimo. I always thought Teofimo Lopez would have a good chance at beating Tank because he a good counterpuncher, and plus he got good counterpunches for southpaws. He was able to counterpunch Lomachenko, Diego Magdaleno. Tank Davis is another one of them southpaws, and he kind of short too. But when I looked at that sparring footage and I was looking at that shit, man, I swear Tank looked like he might be the better fighter than Teofimo Lopez. Lopez got some things that he can do better. Like I think he's a better counterpuncher, but overall as a fighter, I think Tank might have the advantage over Teofimo. How you think a fight between Teofimo Lopez and Tank Davis will go, bro?
Yeah, I think Tank could be able to get inside Teofimo, man, be able to work him. I don't think Teofimo will be able to set up nothing. Teofimo got to set you up. He really be relying on that timing. And Tank is a real difficult motherfucker based on his height and size. I think that'll look. I think I favor Tank. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'll be bad for Teofimo skill wise because there'll be a lot of pressure in there with the different looks that Tank bring to him. I think it'll be mainly counter punches. You know what I'm saying? Counter puncher versus counter puncher type of fight. Hey, you talking about Stevie Rose, right? The one that's
no, not Steve Rose. The other one, man, the one that got knocked the fuck out by Amatoso, and we called the fight not that long ago. He used to fight at like 175, and he went down to 160. In his last fight, he fought at 154, and Amatoso knocked his ass out. I can't think of the motherfucking name. If you see him, you know what I'm talking about, bro. It's like an easy name. I'm just terrible with names, and I'm rubbing off on your ass. D-Lo said Karlov is his biggest opponent today, in my opinion, as he had fought as high as 170. Okay, I was thinking that Canelo, if he fight Canelo would be even bigger than that since he fought at 175. But yeah, I got respect for Karlov too, man. 312 amateur motherfucking fight. Eric R said Tank is my explosive motherfucker, but I like Teofimo's twitchiness. Okay, yeah, he do kind of got them fast twitch type of muscles and shit, but Tank definitely got that too though. Kevin Ventura said Tank and Lopez would be a good fight because I think they both the hardest punches at 135. I don't know if I disagree with you on that, bro. I think I might agree with you. But I will say this, though, man. Ryan Garcia has a very hard left hook. That's the only punch he seems to work on. If you ever look at his training sessions, all he's doing is throwing left hook, over and over and over again. So I think he definitely got the hardest left hook, if nothing else. But I think he got some power that's kind of up there with them dudes in that left hook. You know what I'm saying? But as far as both hands, like punching in both hands, I think Teofimo and Tank got the advantage over him. But for just one punch, I think Ryan is up there with that left hook. Raul Rivera said Pitbull Cruz from Mexico can give anybody a good fight, bro. You got to tell me who that is, man. Eric R said, I like Tank's explosiveness. I got you. Willie Williams, welcome to the gym. Just the first time. Said, I want to see Crawford knock another motherfucker out. Hopefully Spence, shit. You got to be careful what you wish for, man. Hey, if they do fight, just make sure you pull up so we can serve you some crow. You can serve us some crow. Kevin Ventura said, though might not happen. Lopez having a hard time making weight at 135. Yeah, I expect him to be up at 140 here soon. D-Lo said when they all mix it up, we will find out who is the king. That's what I be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I respect what he's done so far, but I can't call you the king until you beat all the other fighters. Clean out your division. Haplotype said the only people I want to see Canelo fight is Saunders and Plant for Undisputed. Charlo and Andre can move up. Man, I just want to see big fights. I'm not putting no roadblocks in front of no fights no more. Fuck that shit. I don't care what weight class you have. If it's another motherfucker that you want to fight and he willing to fight you, let's get it on. I don't give a damn what weight class they had because it's too much non-fighting going on around this hole. So let's get some big fights. Brian Gonzalez said Adrian Broner versus Teofimo at 140. Man, I'm not taking Adrian Broner in a big fight. I like Adrian Broner. I like the can man, but I will say this though. I'm kind of low on the can man right now because Regis Prograis has been talking about he want to fight this man. And Adrian Broner talking about he don't see the point in fighting Regis Prograis. Like, what the fuck you mean you don't see the point in fighting Regis Prograis? That's the first time I ever heard the can man say some weak shit like that, some bitch ass shit. So I like Adrian Broner because he seemed to be able to willing to fight anybody. But when it comes to Regis Prograis, he been saying some bitch ass shit lately. I just got to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Eric Carr said the king don't leave it to the fans to debate his end. That shit is in the ring. I'm just saying, absolutely. It's about who you beat. Raul Rivera said Benavidez can beat up Charlo. Shit, he can get his ass whooped too. I just want to see the motherfuckers fight, man. Chris Rayner said when you watch Canelo fight live, they are deceptive. But when you watch them the second time, you see it differently. Yeah, that's how I am for a lot of fights, though, especially when I used to watch Mayweather and shit. Like when you got them technical fighters, you don't see everything the first time all the time. At least I don't anyway. That's why I got to go back and watch the fight a few times so I can really get the full appreciation of what the motherfucker was doing. You know what I'm saying? Frank, what's up? Which is that Canelo is still such a great fighter. Yeah, Canelo got some, man. He got some asterisks and shit next to his name, but he's a good fighter, though. Brian Gonzalez said, I agree. Lord beat Canelo. I thought he beat the motherfucker in real time. Me and my mother watched the fight together and shit. We both thought Lord won the fight. You know what I'm saying? That shit was on pay-per-view, too. Frank said, honestly, I don't see anyone stopping Canelo right now. Yeah, it'll be hard. It'll be hard to stop Canelo. Canelo got a hell of a chin. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. He in his prime. And plus, he got enough coming back at his opponent where they can't just fully commit to him either. You know what I'm saying? You step to Canelo, Canelo might counterpunch and put something on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're a pretty good fighter. D-Lo said Lauren Trap did beat that boy in AB voice. Yeah. I thought he beat that boy for the hood, goddamn me. Frank said, yeah, I have never seen him hurt. Triple G got him on the chin real hard. Yeah, I think so too, man. I ain't never seen a motherfucker just hurt like that. He got a good chin, you know what I'm saying? Eliana's World said Benavidez is the baddest man in the game over Canelo, over the Charlo brothers and everyone else. Real talk. All right, man, ride with your boy. I ain't mad at you, but if he go out there and get his ass whooped, don't be a stranger. But that's how people do, man. We serve a lot of crow on this channel. So motherfuckers come in here, they be making all these declarations, and then as soon as they ass get the shit wrong, you don't see them motherfuckers nowhere at all no more. I got an APB out for Kamal Oz, as a matter of fact. I still ain't forgot. He was in here talking all that shit about Daniel Dubois. Now Daniel Dubois done got his ass whooped. I ain't seen him since. So if anybody seen Kamal Oz, tell him to come holler at the Wizard. Come holler at Trey X. Goddamn me. Frank said, I don't know who that is either. Oh, you talking about the pit bull from Mexico, huh, man? Eric Carr said, shit, with Golden Boy, you should have had to, you would have had to knock Canelo out to lose by a split decision. Yeah, Chapo said, Isaac Cruz Gonzalez. He's a Mexican Mike Tyson. Go check him out. Isaac Cruz Gonzalez. I definitely will go check him out. Frank said, I want to see Saunders and Canelo. I think that's going to be interesting. Canelo normally struggles with fighters with lateral movement, and that's Saunders' game. A lot of fights people have been saying Saunders he hasn't looked that good, but I think he's the type of guy that fights down or fights up to his competition. And plus, he likes to be the matador against the bull. Like when you saw him fight against David Lemieux, he never looked better in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like George Foreman would always say, it's hard to look good as a master boxer unless you got somebody that's chasing you down, trying to knock you out. You know what I'm saying? So if you coming straight to Saunders, you allow him to be his best version of himself. So I think stylistically, he could present a very tough fight for Canelo. And even before they was talking about fighting, I was saying, man, hey, I think Saunders got a chance to beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, though. Frank said then Charlo and Canelo. Yeah, I want to see all that. D-Lo said put Cruz Gonzalez in the mix and let's see what he got. D-Lo said Benavidez is heavy-footed too, very heavy-footed. Frank said, I think Benavidez and Charlo would be amazing. I think that would be a good fight too, man. That would be very energetic. I have a lot of fun calling that shit. Raul Rivera said, look him up on YouTube. Pitbull Cruz, the last fight, I think. He was in testimony. Last fight. I don't even know what you're talking about on that. D-Lo said, I think Plant versus Benavidez could look like a lot like Sergio Martinez versus Chavez Jr. Maybe Benavidez catches Plant earlier. Depends on stamina. I think that's a good Yeah, I think that's a good comparison. I like that comparison a lot. I know, yeah, like you said, Chavez was able to catch up to him late, like in the last round. I appreciate that shit, D-Lo. Curtis Stevens is who I was talking about, bro. Curtis Stevens is the one that got dropped by Triple G, and he was on the ground like, whoo, what the fuck was that? uh, D-Lo's, yeah, goddamn, a foul head. Eric Gar said, Ma would have the media calling Triple G's career a joke if they fight each other. D-Lo said Teofimo feels accomplished. He may not fight any of them other young gunners at 135. Yeah, he already been talking about going to 140, man. So if I don't see him fight them guys, I say he had a good accomplishment. He went out there and knocked off Lomachenko. He beat COMMEY. He collected the belts, but I can't call him the king of the division. You know what I'm saying? I could say he leading the pack right now, but I don't really see him as the king though. Mel Rose said Teofimo needs to give up them belts ASAP. He ducking and really don't deserve to be unified. Straight facts. Well, I can't say he don't deserve to be unified because he went out there and fought for his shit. It ain't like it was handed to him and gave to him in an email. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to see him fight the other top fighters. So if he ain't gonna be doing that, he need to get his ass out the way and go to 140 or whatever hell. Maybe go fight the winner out of Josh Taylor and Ramirez or some shit. I don't know, but he definitely need to get out the way if he ain't gonna be fighting these other top fighters. Raul Rivera said Diego Magdaleno versus Pitbull Isaac Cruz. Look at it on YouTube. Okay, so he beat Diego Magdaleno, huh? Okay, that's a solid fighter right there. If I ain't mistaken, Diego Magdaleno, I think he was like 128 and 10. I might be thinking about Jaime Monguia. So it was something like that though. So he was one of them fighters that got a background. I got a little respect for Magdaleno. The whole Magdaleno family, they a fighting family. He got brothers that fight too. Eric Gar said that Teofimo was 16 in sparring, but I agree. I think that's why Teofimo's pops don't want to no smoke with black fighters at all. He was only 16 in that sparring footage. Damn, they didn't even look that young, man. I'm gonna go and roll with what you say though. Mayor Rose said, why would Teofimo take a mandatory fight for 1 million instead of fighting Devin for undisputed and 4 million? Goddamn. Hey man, when it comes to the numbers and all that kind of shit, bro, I understand what you're saying, but that's really not my area to even have a solid opinion. I'll be talking out the side of my neck, you know what I'm saying? But on the outside looking in, a fight for undisputed and 4 million definitely looks better than 1 million and fighting Tomato King. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was looking at it as an easy 1 million, and if he fight Haney, that'll be a hard 4 million and he might lose. Because a lot of these fighters are scared to lose they man. That's just part of the game. I hate that shit. I hate to say it, but them fighters be protecting them O's, man. Sight Bud, what's up with you? Said Robert Easter versus Regis Prograis 2021. That'd be a good one, man. Robert Easter Jr., he was surprisingly 213 and 17, got 230 amateur fights. Regis Prograis, he was 87 and 7, got ranked number 4 in the country. You know what I'm saying? Very good fighter. I like the region that Bunny comes from, though. He comes from the Ohio. That's like more of a boxing region than Regis Prograis coming from Louisiana. Louisiana, more, down here in the South, is really more about football than boxing, you know what I'm saying? But I think that'll be a very good fight, a competitive fight. I might have to I would lean towards Prograis because he's been at 140 longer than Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny just had that one fight against Granados, you know what I'm saying? So I think the edge will probably go to Regis Prograis. Hey, bro, if you there, how you think Robert Easter Jr. versus Regis Prograis will go?
Man, I see Prograis stopping him with a body shot.
Okay.
I see that Bunny gonna be trying to box. I don't even think, because if Bunny do try to stand there and fight and go toe to toe with him, that's gonna be a bad route for him. And he ain't too good of a boxer from the outside. And I see either which way, I see him going down by a body shot. It could be up top, but most likely it'll be a body shot because he's taller, he's longer, and when he miss, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be wide open for Regis. Regis vicious up in there.
Okay. Body shot, nephew.
Body shot.
Eliana's World said Benavidez all the way over anybody. Put your money where your mouth at. Real talk, man. Do you know how much money I gotta bet if I bet every single motherfucker that come in here and say that shit? And then I don't even fucking know you. Like, all these people be saying that shit. How the fuck do I know you gonna pay me my money if I win? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got time to be playing with you motherfuckers. I don't know if you gonna pay up.
Hey, real talk, motherfuckers don't even come back around after they get for free.
For free. Like, niggas don't even want to come eat no free crow, and I'm supposed to believe this motherfucker gonna pay me my money if I beat it. Like, come on, man, get off the gas with that shit. El Chapo said we ain't seen Keyshawn Davis either. Yeah, we gonna see him on the Yildirim Canelo undercard. Brian Gonzalez said Miguel Cotto brother hurt Canelo bad. I remember that shit, man. I remember that shit early in Canelo career. I forgot that is the one time I seen Canelo hurt, man. So that's a very good point, man. Salute to you. Mel Rose said for Canelo to be that short at that weight, he be doing his thing. Yeah, he be doing his thing, man. Kind of remind me of a Montel Griffin. You know, Montel Griffin was a short guy fighting at 175. You know what I'm saying? I got another comparison in my mind, but I don't want to make everybody mad tonight. I think it's too late for all that. Raul Rivera said I would come and give comments if Benavidez gets beat up. Yeah, just come get in the comment section, get in the chat and talk and eat your crow. Mel Rose said, hold on, Canelo is at 68, right? He said he fight anybody from 60 to 75 is what he say. Little, I don't even know how to pronounce that, man, so I'm just about to butcher it. Little, I don't know, man. I said, I think Benavidez needs to fight Plant. Then the winner fights Charlo. Then the winner fight Canelo. So Benavidez needs to fight Plant. The winner fights Charlo. Then the winner fights Canelo. Shit, I'll take it. El Chapo said Pitbull fought on the Tank versus Santa Cruz undercard. So I have seen him fight. I just didn't know who he was as far as Pitbull. Hold on, you said the Tank. Oh yeah, see what happened? I had some problems that night. So I had to actually call that fight off my phone because I had to get the Showtime app in order to pay-per-view. So I didn't even see the undercards on that shit because you remember I was having some technical difficulty with my TV that night. Mel Rose said, man, Teofimo was irritated. Now he did earn the belts, but don't want no smoke at 135 at all. Yeah, that's the way it is, man. That's why I be calling these fighters divas and shit, bro. They be one way until they get them belts and get that recognition. Then once the motherfucker become champions, they act different to me. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo said, peace, man. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. We ain't too far behind you. We ain't gonna stumble out of here like a bunch of drunks. You know what I'm saying? Edgar, I see you over there spamming and shit. El Chapo said, y'all check out the new cartoon and drop a like. Definitely would appreciate it. Edgar said, wins Richard COMMEY. I don't even know what you mean by that. The little shit talks or something like that. Said, I think Benavidez need to fight Plant. Yeah, I read that already. Ron Gonzalez said, what you think about Edgar Berlanga? I think he a pretty decent fighter. He was 162-17, so he got that pedigree. But he ain't fought nobody with a pulse yet, man. He keep on getting these first-round knockouts. You don't develop as a fighter like that, man. We got to start seeing this guy in there with some better people that can take him some rounds. Let's see the man at least go 5 or 6 rounds. Hell, at least go 2 or 3 rounds. This man go 1 round every fight. What is his record, man? Like 17-0, 16-0 with all first-round knockouts. And then the only time I seen him in there with a fighter that could fight back, that was Erickson Lubin on some sparring footage that he appears to be getting pieced up in. I must say, once again, I don't know the context of the sparring, but it looked like Lubin was piecing that boy up out there. So I got to see with Berlanga, man. Berlanga got to prove it to me first, because right now, I'm really not a believer. Just being 100, I got to see something. Where I'm at. Raul Rivera said, have you seen the fight Corrales versus Jose Luis Castillo? That's a classic fight. Come on, man. Of course we done seen that fight a bunch of times, man. That's definitely a classic fight. Hey, but you know, Jose Luis Castillo, he was actually a very underrated fighter. Like if you go back and look at his fight against Stevie Johnson and shit like that, he was pretty technical, man. Like, cause you know Stevie Johnson was like a southpaw and shit, and Jose Luis Castillo, he was able to attack that southpaw stance very well, and he got the victory in that fight. I think Jose Luis Castillo is actually kind of underrated as a fighter. I think he was pretty good. El Chapo said, now I'm talking about White Jesus Keyshawn Davis. No, I'm talking about White Jesus Keyshawn Davis. I don't even know what the fuck. Oh, you talking about? Yeah, I know you talking about. Yeah, he ain't came back to eat that Lomachenko crow is what you talking about. I got you. Mel Rose said, plus Teofimo keep campaigning like he undisputed. I hope his ass get elected. I mean, I don't really get caught up in that anger that y'all be having about that undisputed shit, because to me, when I heard undisputed, that means that don't nobody else have a dispute. I don't understand how Devin Haney got a dispute if you ain't beat nobody. To me, he a paper champion. I said that shit from the beginning, and I'm saying it now. That motherfucker got a belt handed to him. Devin Haney has never beat anybody in the top 10. So I'm supposed to put all my attention on him. I mean, on Teofimo. When Teofimo got 2 wins in like 2 top 10 type wins in COMMEY and Lomachenko, Devin Haney ain't beat nobody in the top 10, but he the hero all of a sudden. Like, nah, that's not the way I am, bro. I'm sorry. The man ain't beat nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is on that. I feel like that motherfucker Teofimo, he got some work to do to be king of the D division and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that Devin Haney got much of a dispute because he ain't beat no goddamn body. He ain't beat nobody except for Gamboa. In my opinion, his best win was Alfredo Santiago, and a lot of y'all don't even know who the fuck that is. So Devin Haney got to just start. He got to get in there and start fighting some people, man, and then I'll feel better about him. Brian Gonzalez said, "Yeah, Haney a paper champ." That's what I'm saying. He a paper champion, bro. I got to see him fight somebody first and beat somebody. Go ahead, bro.
The dude he knocked out, you say that's his best win with that Mississippi right hand.
No, the Alfredo Santiago was the guy that he fought on the Logan Paul undercard. That guy that was 160-10, and Devin Haney was rolling the right hand and coming back with that right uppercut and shit. That shit was pretty. That was his best win, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that his best performance then was that coming from Mississippi right hand. Remember, I think he broke old boy jaws and shit. I'll take that as his best performance because I think I went and seen him against Mason Menard. All he do is box, but as far as showing his power, I think that was really one of the ones that let me know he got something if he can catch you with it. You know what I mean? You got to wind it up though.
Okay. Little shoutouts or something like that, man. My bad for butchering your shit, bro. Excuse me. So you seen that Josh Warrington fight, all the UK fighters getting dropped by a Mexican, man. I seen that shit. That motherfucker hit Warrington with that jab and right hand and had him shaky. Then he started coming back with the hook. Then he put the Tony Zell combination on the motherfucker. He went to the body with the 4, came back upstairs with the 3, and that was all she wrote. You know what I'm saying? If you know about Tony Zell, that's his signature combination. You know what I'm saying? I thought this shit was gorgeous. Little Shallock said Devin Haney might fight Jorge Linares. I think Linares can win, but 50-50. I would take Al with the old in with the new. I got respect for Linares. He done been in there with some great fighters, but I think he done got a lot of tread taken off his tire just with time. So I think I would take Devin Haney, the younger, fresher fighter. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'll be the best win that he would have so far if he can get it. Brian Gonzalez said, yeah, I just said what I thought about that. I thought that was a pretty knockout, man. That was that Tony Zell knockout. Raul Rivera said next Saturday is a good fight coming up. Oscar Valdez versus Alacran, goddamn. I mean, the boy Miguel Burke-Helt. I think I'm probably leaning towards Miguel Burke-Helt and that shit. They actually got some history because Miguel Burke-Helt, he wasn't able to go to the Olympics because that motherfucker, what's his name? Let me read it. Oscar Valdez was ranked ahead of him in a weight class. You know what I'm saying? So they got some history with each other. They got a lot of experience. They got experience with each other and they got respect for each other going back to the amateur days. You know what I'm saying? So I think the fight might look a little bit different than what people is anticipating. But I just know that this guy, Alacran, Burke-Helt, he throw a bunch of punches, man. He got some pretty good power and shit, man. He like a truth teller type of fighter. He gonna come and bring the truth out you. We're gonna see exactly what you're made of. You know what I'm saying? So I'm leaning towards him beating Oscar Valdez, but I won't be surprised if Valdez give him a much tougher fight than I was anticipating. How you think that fight gonna play out, bro?
I was thinking that Burchett was just gonna be a little bit overwhelming, man. Overwhelming. I think it's gonna be a stoppage. Because I think it's gonna be a banger as long as it lasts. But I think Burchell gonna be able to get to him and be able to take him down. I just don't know what round I'm gonna pick, but I'm definitely gonna pick Alacran by stopping.
I think that's a good word to describe his style. It's overwhelming. It's kind of like that Emmanuel Navarrete style where they just blitzkrieg your ass with all these blows from all these different angles and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a very good word, man. He got a very overwhelming style. Raw, are you about to say something else?
Yeah, I was going to shout out Antonio Areno. Salute, fam. Hell yeah, you're damn right, man. We looking real good right now.
Yeah, what's going there? Ron Gonzalez said Alacran gonna knock his ass out. He might, man, but don't be surprised because these guys got history with each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they done probably, I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure they done probably sparred with each other and shit. You know how it is, man. When you're in the gym, you go around all the different gyms, all the best guys, they get together and spar and shit. So I'm pretty sure they got some history, like as far as knowing each other's styles. So don't be surprised if it's a little bit tougher than what you was anticipating. But I'm taking Burchett too. I don't know if I'm gonna take him by knockout, but I'm gonna take Burchett in the fight. Antonio Ariano, salute to you. Said Trey Marlowe, what up? How about them Lakers? We going back to back to back on the motherfucking 3-peat champs, man. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to them Tampa Bay Buccaneers too. I told motherfuckers Tom Brady was gonna go out there and do that shit. Warm them up, Tom. I'm about to dial them up, Todd. That's what I was born to do.
Yeah, they did their thing, huh? Had them niggas holding and all kind of shit.
Mad, want to fight. Hey, don't cry. Don't start crying. Goddamn me. We started calling. I started calling that shit too, man. That shit.
Yeah, I think I got an alert saying they mad at Tom Brady for throwing that Super Bowl trophy from boat to boat.
That nigga got 7 rings, man. That nigga don't give a fuck about one trophy. He got plenty more where that come from. You know what I'm saying? Little Cheeto, salute to you. Welcome to the gym. So who you got? Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Shit, they got history, man. They fought 6 times in the amateurs. I thought they fought 4 times, but El Chapo had corrected me, and I heard Devin Haney say the same thing. Ryan Garcia actually won the first 3 fights, and Devin Haney won the last 3. So it looked like Devin Haney has figured his style out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would carry over to the professional ranks. So I would take Devin Haney over Ryan Garcia. Who you take, Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, bro?
Yeah, I got the dream over Ryan. I think he's just too skilled. Ryan just gonna be trying to catch him. He's gonna be elusive and working the jab, using the ring, using everything. I just see Devin just outboxing Ryan and frustrated.
Okay. Ryan Gonzalez said, what do you think about Jerron Booz Ennis? I like Booz Ennis, man. I think he's a pretty good fighter. It's just that he ain't got the same type of pedigree as a lot of the other fighters because he was only 58-3. He very ambidextrous and shit, got some good skills, very athletic, got good power. Like my boy D-Lo 404 Boxing say, though, he be squared up a lot and presenting a big target because he be caught in between stances because he like to be orthodox, he like to be southpaw. I saw his fight against Gary Antoine Russell in the amateurs, and he had trouble with the inside work. He really just tried to tie him up on the inside, and Gary Antoine Russell was able to get the victory over Jerron Booz Ennis. So I think he got a lot of promise, but they're gonna have to step him up too. He 26-0-0-1, and he ain't fought nobody worth a fuck yet. You know what I'm saying? His last fight was supposed to be a step up, but we saw what happened in that. That was like a no decision. He got a step up fight coming up against Lipinets. So let's see what he's gonna look like in that fight. So I think he's a pretty good fighter, got some promise. But right now, like as far as that weight class go, I actually got that guy from Lithuania, Ilmantas Stanionis. I think I would rank him ahead of Jerron Booz Ennis right now because Stanionis, he was able to knock out Justin DeLoach. And Justin DeLoach is a very good fighter, especially at 154. I mean, he moved down to 47 from 154, and he's like 6 foot tall, and he got athleticism. And Stanionis was able to knock him out. And I think I would actually lean towards Virgil Ortiz over Jerron Booz Ennis too, because Ortiz was 140-20, so he got that experience over Booz Ennis. But Booz Ennis is like a wild card. It's kind of hard to say exactly what he's gonna do because he got athleticism to beat just about anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I just got to see him against some better opponents, and then we'll start getting a gauge of how good he is. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see about the motherfucker. Brian Gonzalez said Philly got a lot of good fighters. Yeah, that's a boxing region, man. I always say, I seen Richardson say them niggas use the jab in street fights out there in Philly. And I got family out there in Philly too, man. I was just chopping it up with my cousin from Philly not that long ago. We were talking about boxing. They had a light heavyweight champion. He was trying to tell me the name. He actually did tell me the name. I just forgot who the motherfucker was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they got a lot of history out there in Philly. Antonio Ariano said, Marlo, Trey, where you put Anthony Davis as Lakers' great big man? He up there. He pretty good. Kareem number 1, Shaq number 2. I'll put the motherfucker number 3. What about you, bro?
Say that one more time, bro.
Where you put that motherfucker Anthony Davis on the as far where you rank him as the Laker big man?
Probably 3 or 4.
I put him at 3. I say Shaq and Kareem in front of him. Who you got in front of him?
Yeah, I got Shaq and Kareem. I was gonna say Baylor, but I probably put him in front of him too, as far as scoring. So
You said Baylor? No,
Yeah.
he talking about the straight big man.
Oh, well, definitely 3 then.
Definitely 3 then. Yeah, then I probably put Andrew Bynum at number 4 or something. I think he was kind of underrated as a big man. I know a lot of y'all might be like, man, Andrew Bynum, but Bynum was hooping when he was on. You know what I'm saying? Raul Rivera Chocolatito versus Gallo Estrada is another fight coming up. Yeah, my boy Chapo was just talking to me about that shit earlier. Eugene M, salute to you. Say salute to the corner. Marlo and Trags. I fell asleep and missed everything. I would take Haney over Ryan, goddamn. All right, that's what's up. We're gonna get back on our trivia too, y'all. Y'all come through and fuck with us, man. I've been kind of I guess you could say under the weather a little bit lately, so I ain't been able to be on my shit the way I would like to, you know what I'm saying? But we getting everything back together. You see, we dropped the cartoon today. We be back on the trivia and shit too. Y'all come through and fuck with us. Chris Rayner said he got Estrada. Little Cheeto said, how do you think the people might react if Ryan somehow pulls out a win against Davis? Shit, if he win, he win. Shit, I don't know. Like whenever a fighter loses, people always gonna make excuses. If that's their favorite fighter, like if you think about Joe Louis when he got his ass whooped by Maxim. What ain't that? What's that motherfucker name that Joe Louis he got beat by the dude the first time? Max Smelling. When Max Smelling beat Joe Louis, people made excuses like a motherfucker. They say Joe Louis wasn't focused and all that kind of shit. When Ingemar Johansson knocked out Floyd Patterson, people made excuses. When Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson, people made excuses. So whenever somebody fight or lose, they will make excuses. That's just what it is. So that's how they're gonna react. You know what I'm saying? But if he win, I'm gonna give him his props.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hear us say nothing like he said his costume was fucked up. It was cold that night. You know what I mean? Nah, we go about what the fuck we see in the goddamn rain. You know what I'm saying? He lose, he lose. We gonna eat crow.
If he lose, he lose.
Out too.
Yeah, but if he win, nigga, we gonna talk our shit too.
Oh yeah, you definitely got that covered. Gonna serve your ass some crow like a motherfucker.
Yeah, appreciate that super chat from Mark Nash, man. Salute to you. Welcome to the gym. This is your first time. I don't recognize that name.
Yeah, appreciate you.
El Sapo Guzman, welcome to the gym. This is your first time. Say that Julio Cesar Chavez, the best fighter ever, better than Mayweather. Hell nah. I mean, he a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but shit, Sweet Pea Whitaker went out there and outboxed the shit out of Chavez. I like Chavez. I think Chavez is actually kind of underrated because I don't think people give him enough credit for his inside game, the little nuances of his defense and shit. He wasn't as easy to hit as people think that he was. And plus, he got that big win over Mildred Taylor. People say that fight was a robbery and Richard Steele fucked up, but I felt like Chavez beat the shit out of Mildred Taylor and changed his whole life. Mildred Taylor ain't been the same since he fought that man. So I like Chavez, but nah, he ain't the best of all time. Hell no.
That was a war right there. But yeah, Chavez was a monster, man. He definitely wasn't he wasn't no motherfucking type of spectacular ass fight. That motherfucker get in there, he come to fight every goddamn time. He come to squabble. Somebody finna be leaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Chavez is a bad motherfucker. Oh yeah, Chris Rayner talking about Will Chamberlain. I forgot he played for the Lakers. Juan Gonzalez said to me, Oscar De La Hoya, the greatest Mexican fighter. Yeah, Oscar was a bad man. Oscar just kind of came up short in his biggest fights. Like when he fought against Floyd, of course, when he fought against Sugar Shane Mosley, when he fought against Trinidad, when he fought against Bernard Hopkins. He came up short in them fights. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of other fights, like when he fought against, what's the dude with the blonde hair that had the good jab and shit? He was known for a very good jab. Oscar De La Hoya got the decision. Ike Corte, like a lot of people felt like Ike Corte beat Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? So Oscar De La Hoya, he was a good fighter. I don't think he was the greatest though, but when he was with Floyd Mayweather Sr., I thought Mayweather Sr. had him looking real good. And he always give Mayweather Sr. a lot of credit, saying that was the best trainer that he ever had. So maybe if he had Floyd Mayweather Sr. as his trainer his entire career, we might be saying something different about Oscar. But Oscar, I think he is definitely a top 100 fighter of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw lists, I've seen him on the list like at number 90 or some shit. So he a bad motherfucker, but I can't give him the best Mexican of all time. You know what I'm saying? Mel Rose and James Toney.
You already said who hold that title, right? Was it Chavez?
Chavez, the greatest Mexican of all time?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like if Salvador Sanchez wouldn't have died so early, because he died when he was what, about 24 or some shit like that. I think if Salvador Sanchez wouldn't have died, he would have ended up being the greatest Mexican of all time. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what I'm seeing in the ring, I lean towards Salvador Sanchez. I like Sanchez. Fuck it. I ain't like him at first, like a lot at first, but when I went and got back into his fights, I really started respecting him. And down in my area, like in Temple, like in Central Texas, he kind of like he a person like that the black people like. Like whenever I talk to the old boxing heads, they talk to me about Salvador Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? Like he a motherfucker that kind of crazy. He crossed racial barriers. Like no matter what race you are, you like Salvador Sanchez. So I think I would lean towards Salvador Sanchez being my favorite Mexican of all time. Not my favorite, but the best. My favorite is actually Juan Manuel Marquez. That's my favorite. But as far as the best, I probably would lean towards Salvador Sanchez.
So you'll say Salvador, Chavez, and then Marquez.
I don't know if I want to put Marquez as high up there with the greats. You know, he my favorite because I like the way he fought. You know what I'm saying? I like Marco Antonio Barrera too. He didn't take no shit. You know what I'm saying? But
too.
Yeah, I just don't know if I could put them up there with just them greats. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they bad motherfuckers though.
Yeah.
Mel Rose said James Toney the best fighter ever. Shit, go holler at Montel Griffin. Montel Griffin went out there and schooled his ass twice. I like James Toney, but I think as far as time went on, I think we give him maybe a little bit too much credit. Like I know that shit sounds crazy. I love James Toney. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time, but he wasn't infallible. It was some motherfuckers in there that outsmarted him. Like when he fought against Montel Griffin, Montel Griffin beat him twice, by the way, and he beat him with skills. He beat him with intellect. Like when you think about Roy Jones beat him with athleticism. Montel Griffin beat him with his head. You know what I'm saying? So that's one knock that I got on James Toney. I love him as a fighter, but Montel Griffin.
But wasn't his head too big? Because he was fighting the motherfuckers young. Wasn't Montel Griffin more experienced than him?
I don't remember the ages.
Yeah, he fought because him and what's the name both wasn't even at their prime, was barely there. Him and Roy Jones. You feel what I'm saying?
But he fought Montel Griffin. I think he fought him at 168 though.
Yeah.
So he had already been in the game for a while.
Enough experience, yeah.
I don't think I can give him no excuse, man. Shit, Montel Griffin went out there. He was able to get to the dorsal side. That was one of the only times I done seen fights where it was two orthodox fighters and one orthodox fighter was able to get to the dorsal side of the other orthodox fighter. Most of the time you see that when you see orthodox versus southpaw. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those fights that stand out to me in my mind. Chris Rayner said Gasol overbound him, goddamn. Oh yeah, I forgot about Gasol. Yeah, he's a big man. He's a bad motherfucker too. Very skilled, can shoot and shit. You know what I'm saying? Raul Rivera said Oscar De La Hoya is from the USA, not Mexican shit. I ain't gonna nitpick that much though. Salute to B Marsh. What's up with you, bro? Said big up Marlo and Trey X. Hashtag enough respect, goddamn. Appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Salute.
Mark Nash, salute to you. So yeah, I'm new to your show, but y'all cooking up that real shit, man. Definitely appreciate you pulling up, bro. Everybody hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? Ron Gonzalez said the motherfucker Mexican. Ron Gonzalez said, what you think about Felix Trinidad? Man, Trinidad gave me one of my favorite moments in boxing that I ever had, man, because when him and De La Hoya when they fought, I had been boxing maybe 3 months or some shit like that. So I kind of understood what was going on in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And like I would go to the gym and like the gyms in Texas, they Mexican dominated, you know what I'm saying? Like I've only been to one gym in Texas that was black dominated. Well, actually two, Oak Cliff Boxing Club and Home and Champions. But for the most part, when you go to the gym, it's gonna be Mexicans in there. So everybody in there going for De La Hoya. Me and my mom, because that's who used to take me to the gym, we going for Trinidad. So when Trinidad got that victory, man, that was one of my favorite moments. Even though I felt like De La Hoya could have pulled the fight off, but that was a great moment for me, man. So that made me like Trinidad a lot. But I can't forget about what happened when he fought against Winky Wright. Winky Wright just straight undressed that man in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he straight disarmed Trinidad. He made Trinidad look like a novice out there. And we already know he got his ass whipped fucking around with Bernard Hopkins. He might have went up a little bit too far or something fucking with them guys. But I just can't forget about the Winky Wright fight. Yeah, Winky Wright made him look like he and he belong in the same ring as him. But I like Trinidad though. Brian Gonzalez said Tito was a beast. He was a beast. You about to say something, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say, thinking of them motherfuckers, the biggest disappointment for me in boxing was that motherfucker Vargas. That motherfucker Vargas was that motherfucker ended up being dirty and shit.
Yeah, he was dirty when he fought that La Hoya and still got his ass whooped. On them PEDs. El Sapo Guzman said shit, Chavez got almost 80 fights before he ever lost. Mayweather just running all around the ring. It's called boxing, to box running around the ring kind of shit. See, when you say stuff like that, that let me know that you don't really know boxing. Like you more of a tribal type motherfucker. Because if you go back and look at Pretty Boy Floyd when he was fighting against Corrales, when he was fighting against Philip Endo, when he was fighting against even earlier, Angel Man, Freddie, what's the light skin one? Sean Bay Mitchell. All these guys, that man was not doing no running. He was in there beating the hell out of people. So, and then Chavez, you talking about he had 80 fights, nigga. He fought cab drivers. You know what I'm saying? Like he fought a lot of cab drivers. But you'll say all that. Why don't you bring up what happened when he fought against Sweet Pea Whitaker? Sweet Pea Whitaker went out there and schooled the shit out of Chavez. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Chavez, he was a good fighter. I hate to be talking negative on the legends, but we got to keep everything in context and perspective. That man was a good fighter, but he fought a lot of cab drivers. He went out there and got schooled by that motherfucker, Sweet Pea Whitaker, and Mayweather was beating the brakes off people when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So come on now. We know this boxing shit around here, nigga. Chris Rayner said Salvador Sanchez is one of the most skilled Mexican fighters. Yeah, with great counter puncher too. B. Marsh said Salvador Sanchez or Ricardo Finito Lopez, the greatest Mexican. I forgot about him. Finito Lopez, he is like the only champion that I ever heard of that was undefeated as both an amateur and a pro. You know what I'm saying? So that put him in a class all by himself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think you got a good point on that. B. Marsh, he called in the tournament in a trivia too, man. He'll come out there and snatch a patch out of motherfucker on the boxing trivia. Mark Nash said, okay, he's talking to El Chapo. Raul Rivera said, Oscar fighting for the USA Team Olympics and win the gold medal. Why you say you Mexican? You're wrong. Okay, you're talking to Brian Gonzalez. Shit, I mean, goddamn, what's flowing through his blood, though? Do it matter where you're born or do it matter what's in your blood, in your bloodline? Eugene Nilsson, James Tony is a Hall of Famer. The fact that he's not in it makes the Hall a joke. Yeah, he definitely a Hall of Famer. I said what I said about him in Montel Griffin, but don't get it fucked up. I'm a big James Toney fan. You know what I'm saying? I just think maybe his stature kind of got elevated after the fact. You know what I'm saying? But he was a very good fighter, though. Brian Gonzalez said, what about Antonio Tarver when he knocked out Roy Jones Jr.? Man, why you bringing that whole ass shit up, man? That was one of the worst nights in boxing, man, because Roy Jones Jr. was the person that made me love boxing. That when I watched him, and as a matter of fact, it was that first fight when he fought against Montel Griffin. That's what made me love boxing. Like I literally moved to a whole city just so I can box because of Roy Jones. So when he fought against Antonio Tarver, man, I had a bad feeling because Tarver gave him a tough ass fight the first time. So when they went out there and fought that rematch, I had a feeling that it might not go too good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was a bad night for me in boxing. El Sapo Guzman said Canelo a chump for doing that shit. You a boxer, so boxer. I hate so-called boxers who run around not waiting to get an L. That's some weak shit. I hate boxers. I hate so-called boxers who run around. Well, he ain't really been running around here lately. Like ever since that first fight with Triple G, and Canelo been walking people down. He ain't even been doing a lot of lateral movement and shit. He been walking people down here lately. So I don't know what you mean by that. Mark Nash said Ruben Olivares was a beast too, goddamn me. If I ain't mistaken, Ruben Olivares, he was celebrated before Chavez. You know what I'm saying? Like when Chavez came along, he took Ruben Olivares' place as the darling of Mexico, the diamond of Mexico. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was a bad motherfucker. I really got to brush up on my Mexican boxing history. I'm gonna put some of that shit in a trivia too, man. If y'all like boxing history, y'all come through and fuck with us on trivia night. You know what I'm saying? We be doing cash prizes and all that shit when we do our tournaments, but we have a lot of fun with it, you know what I'm saying? And it definitely separate the men from the boys. That's for sure. Ron Gonzalez said he had retired and came back. Wasn't the same as when he fought Fernando Vargas and Oscar De La Hoya. He had retired and came back. Wasn't the same as when he fought Fernando Vargas and Oscar. Oh, you talking about Trinidad? Wasn't the same. Yeah, I forgot about that Trinidad versus Vargas fight. I thought Vargas fought him a little too early, but that was actually a very entertaining fight. Trinidad went out there and dropped him motherfucker like 3 times in the first round. And Vargas had some of the best defense I ever seen in that fight. If you actually go back and look at that fight again, after Trinidad hurt Vargas, man, Vargas was out there slipping and dipping in that motherfucker, man. He showed some excellent defense, and he actually got back into the fight. He dropped Trinidad in like, about the 7th round, and then Trinidad got him out of there in the 12th round, man. That was a classic fight right there. On the cool, that was a classic fight. Little Cheeto said, what you think about Broner's next fight, and what if he loses? His next fight, man, I don't think he fight nobody worth a fuck. I had saw a name, but I didn't really look into it, you know what I'm saying? But I expect him to be like in a showcase type of situation, so they can get him in the good graces of the boxing fans, put him in there with a bigger fight, and they might sell something, you know what I'm saying? But if he go out there and lose, he might have to go ahead and get out the way, because I don't think they're gonna put him in there with the type of opponent that will have a chance to beat him. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna put him in there with a showcase type of opponent. So, well, we'll see though. What you about to say, bro?
If he lose, that motherfucker gonna be like, everybody know. Y'all know. Everybody. I beat the bejesus out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
For the hood.
I did that shit for the hood.
For real. Juan Chavez, what's up with you? If I ain't said it to you, already salute. So I thought Tito went too high. And wait, I think he did too. He was a bad motherfucker down there at 47, maybe 54. But we went up to 60. I mean, he did his thing. He knocked the shit out of William Joppy. Yeah, that's who he fought in the tournament, because it was a 4-man tournament. You had that Bernard Hopkins, that Keith Holmes, William Joppy, and Trinidad. And Trinidad demolished Joppy. But I think he might have went up to 160. At what weight did he fight Roy Jones? Did he fight Roy Jones at 175? Yeah, so I agree with you on that, man. I think he went up too high in weight. Mel Rose said Pretty Boy was a whole different animal than Money May. That's what I'm saying, bro. If you come in here and just say Mayweather didn't do nothing but run, but bro, you must not know what the fuck you talking about. Because Pretty Boy Floyd was out there beating the brakes off people. And that was back in my heyday, too. I'm talking about I had Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Shane Mosley, Roy Jones Jr., James Toney. That was my fault. I watched all they fights. Nigga, I'm like a Mayweather expert.
Break a motherfucker down, huh?
Break them, disarm a motherfucker, man. Take all their weapons.
Man, that motherfucker wasn't no joke. That any was up in the pocket, like that fight against that drunken master dude.
Yeah. Emmanuel Augustus.
Yeah, that was a class.
Yeah, that motherfucker, when he fought against Philip Endo, man, he made George Foreman have one of my favorite quotes of all time. They say that Philip Endo talked about going through a rite of passage in South Africa. It looked like he going through another rite of passage right here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Taking his ass whooping. And he was talking about how that motherfucker Mayweather was in the pocket like the quarterback of the football team on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Square business. El Chapo said, my biggest disappointment was De La Hoya and Trinidad never rematched, and Roy got the knockout against Tarver. I wanted to cry. You mean when Tarver got the knock? Yeah, when he got knocked out, I got you on that. Yeah, I would have liked to see a Trinidad and De La Hoya rematch back then. I thought De La Hoya actually won the fight in real time. You know what I'm saying? I was shocked when they said, and new. I was shocked when they said that shit, but I was happy. I'd take it though, nigga. I'm right there in the gym on Monday talking shit. As soon as I hit the door, and new. Well, I'm at. El Chapo said, you talking to a champ here. Goddamn me. I don't even. Oh, yeah, you talking about El Chapo. Yeah, El Chapo a champion. I forgot about that shit, man. Ron Gonzalez said Vargas' defense was definitely underrated. Yeah, man. Especially in that fight right there. When he was hurt against Trinidad, that was some of my favorite defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would watch that fight just to see him slipping punches. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think he has some underrated defense, too, when he wanted to use it. El Chapo said young Johnny Tapia was underrated. I don't really have a lot of knowledge about Mi Vida Loca, Johnny Tapia. I mean, I know he was an action-packed fighter and stuff like that. I don't have a lot of knowledge on him, though, so I can't really speak on him. Trey needs to watch Tapia versus Ramiro with me. already. I will check it out, man. I need to check out some Johnny Tapia anyway. El Sapo Guzman said Mexican boxing is the best boxing around because if you're a true Mexican boxer, you don't run, you fight unless you margarita and cheat. He a chump for that. Mexican boxers give the biggest payouts. I mean, I ain't about to put down your shit, man. You like the Mexican boxing, you like the fighting style and shit. Hey, man, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? El Chapo said he ain't run for Canelo or Corrales. No, he didn't. He didn't. I mean, he did use lateral movement against Corrales, but I don't count that as running. How can you run if you stop the motherfucker? And I don't think he ran against no Canelo either. I thought he stepped to Canelo and put some shit on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Mel Rose said Pretty Boy really used to give fighters that work all 12 rounds. He was on that gas, man. Yeah, Pretty Boy was cold as a motherfucker back then, man. I still go back and pull up them old fights of his when he was a young fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, that Corrales fight is my favorite fight of all time. Sometimes I say James Toney versus Mike McCullum, but Mayweather versus Corrales was the best masterpiece ass whooping that I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like he had everything working perfectly. And I watched the fight. That's why I say, he got his hands up good and all that shit. Yeah, man, that's my shit right there. El Chapo said, shut your dumb ass up. Yeah, man, I wasn't gonna talk down on the Mexican culture, man, because he coming in there with that shit. But I'm gonna be 100. I definitely do prefer that slick American style. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the art of boxing is to hit, not get hit. Like I respect the Mexican style shit because, like I said, I was in Mexican gyms. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be in that bitch going toe to toe in that hole. So like when I meet my coach, Coach Ball, he used to call me raw talent. That was his name that he gave me. He said I was raw talent because I was winning fights and I was knocking motherfuckers out, but I didn't know how to box, according to him. You know what I'm saying? But he taught me that boxing, you're not supposed to go to war every time you get in the ring. You're supposed to hit the motherfucker not supposed to hit you. And this slick American style, I think we the best at that. So that's what I prefer. You know what I'm saying? But if you like the Mexican style, fight toe to toe and shit, hey, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? El Chapo said, you see they ain't giving you disrespect and you running your mouth. Come on, bro. You ain't, yeah. Lil Cheeto said, I fuck with my black fighters and Mexicans. They the best warriors around. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't discriminate against the Mexican fighters or nothing like that. Like when we get to talking about this shit, I be feeling like I'm going down a slippery slope or some shit because I ain't trying to put the shit down. Like it's Mexican fighters that I like, it's black fighters that I like. But overall, like let's say I had a son and my son wanted to box, and I had the option of him fighting Mexican style or fighting a slick black style, I would want him to fight the slick black style. I don't want him in there taking all them punches like that. Like it's fun to watch, but it's one thing when you watch, and it's another thing when you actually in the ring and you going to war. Every single time you get in the ring, it's a war. Like, no, man, boxing is supposed to be hit and not get hit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I prefer. Bill Roll laughing, talking about not Corrales ass dizzy, man. Yeah, but he ran from him though. How many times he dropped Corrales in that fight? About 4 times. I know he hit him with that sneaky left hook. He dropped him. He hit him with the triple right hand and dropped him. I can't even remember all the knockdowns off the top of my head, but he went out there and schooled the shit out that dude, man. Ron Gonzalez said, "What about Joel Casamayor?" It's been a little while, man. I was pretty young when I was watching him and Asalito Freitas and all them kind of guys. So I actually got to go back and refresh my memory on Joel Casamayor. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying? Mel Rose, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's one thing to be in there. It's something else. I mean, to be looking. It's something else when you're actually in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I prefer that slick American style, man. Make a motherfucker miss and make them pay. But hey, man, we done been on for a whole minute, man. So you ready to go and shut it down, bro?
Yeah, I'm starving over here.
Okay, Brian Gonzalez said, and David Reese sad what happened to his eye made him retire. Yeah, that was, man. That was the original American dream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I liked him. He put up a good fight against Trinidad, too, before his eyes started drooping and shit, man. So, yeah, I like David Reed. But, man, we ain't going to talk y'all to death all night, man. We appreciate everybody coming through. Y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't, man. All we do is be on the boxing shit. Like I said earlier, man, we dropped a new cartoon today, so y'all go check that out. We'll be back next week. We're gonna be back on the trivia and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just come through and fuck with it, man. We're gonna have some fun with it. Let me read this comment real quick. This motherfucker says Mayweather's shoulder roll is not breaking a fighter down. That's a pussy fight. That's why when he got in, when Ricky had his ass was in trouble. Yeah, see, bro, you just a hater. This man went out there and stopped Ricky Hatton. So how the fuck are you gonna use Ricky Hatton as an example of what this man was supposed to do? Like, you just a hater, bro. Mayweather can fight, man. He went out there and stopped that man. You know what I'm saying? So you just a hater. You know, you must ain't never boxed before either. I will be willing to bet that you ain't never laced up gloves a day in your motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? And if you have fought, I bet you a novice. I bet you ain't in the open class. So man, I try to be cool. Like, I come through, I talk boxing, I respect everybody's opinion, and I listen and all that kind of shit. But at the end of the day, if you ain't never boxed before, bro, it's really only so much that you can tell me. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So if I hurt your feelings, I apologize. But hey, you talking out your ass right now. You're not making no sense. And I don't really have time for that like no sense making. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you was Roger, you don't know shit about boxing. Shut your motherfucking ass up. You just talking to me talking, motherfucker.
Yeah, for real. Because if you actually been in the ring, man, you appreciate defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, man. Hey, I tell y'all this story all the time. I was in the ring with this Mexican that was like 45 years old. This motherfucker hit me so hard, I actually thought about turning around and running. That he hit me that hard. Like, it felt like he broke a bone in my head or something. So, like, if you in the ring and you taking them type of punches, nigga, you appreciate defense. Like I got love for my coach, man. My coach's name was Lynn Bullet Ball. He got a second round knockout over Ron Lyle. He lost in the first round against Michael Dokes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But he was really known for being a sparring partner. He used to spar against Ernie Shavers, and he was a sparring partner for Larry Holmes. That's the man that taught me boxing. And I was already boxing before I met this guy. You know what I'm saying? I was already open class and everything. But when I met him, he broke me down and he taught me boxing, like how to hit and not get hit. And to this day, I love this man for that. You know what I'm saying? This man, he took me from going to war all the time to actually enjoying boxing and having fun with the shit because I'm not taking as many punches like I was. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, that motherfucker just proving he don't know shit about no boxing. Salute to my boy King Louis. He talking about, damn, Trey, I don't even know what he mean by that. Mel Rose said he ain't never seen no boxing. Damn, boxing gloves. That's what I'm talking about, bro. But we ain't gonna keep y'all all night, man. We definitely appreciate y'all coming through. Like I said, man, y'all come through and fuck with us in the upcoming weeks and shit. We're gonna have fun with the boxing shit. It's all love, it's all respect, man. We catch up with y'all.
Hey, real talk, man. Y'all already know, man. It's always fun. It's always love chopping it up with y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate the support and love, man. However y'all looking out. Just being here, man. Hitting that like button, man. That's all we can ask for. Shit, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Till next time, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls, the fuck out my gym.
You heard him.
Peace.